Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, you know. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode, what is it? 589. Oh, shit, and, yeah, we've got John Page back with us again, and we have Ghastly.
It's all immediately broken.
Yeah, I think it was when I started sharing screens with you for some reason. Yeah, turn on your camera and show the people your beautiful face.
It's a beautiful mug. It's a beautiful ghost mug.
There, okay.
I had to make special.
See if that works. Does that help us out at all?
Well, what?
I can see you.
We must have just.
We had to make special exceptions. I had to roll out the red fucking carpet. Basically, we had to have a seance.
Yeah, we had to open up a third realm. We got on the line with tech support, and they weren't any help, so we called up John Edwards.
So what exactly are you?
You got to go right to the top. Me, I'm a real ghost, dude. I mean, come on, look at my translucent white perfection, sir. Fright power.
I hate how good this looks. Seriously. Fuck.
Well, it's because it takes extremely expensive cameras to be able to see a ghost in real time like this, to see the intricately wrought HD detail.
Well, it's killing my fucking bandwidth.
Now,
guy.
Are you a member of the
What do you think it's doing to my power bill right now? I'm like Christmas vacation back here. Shit.
Are you a member of the alt-fright?
Alt-fright.
Oh no, sir.
Get out.
No,
okay.
I'm a devout white supremacist. We hail the whale in this neighborhood, my friend.
Okay.
Do not allow your mind to be swayed by alt-right propaganda. They're trying to lead you away from the whale. They want you to possess the living so that they can find a way to help fund their privatized prison scheme in order to fund their operation to take out Al Azim. Don't even put me in the same category with them fright power.
I just need to clarify. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's
yeah,
right.
he did.
I'm impressed at your ghost puns, good sir.
Do ghosts have genders? Are you a male ghost? I don't want to misgender you.
I'm trans. I'm translucent. So just don't misphase me and everything's cool, bro. You know?
My God.
I came out as trans last year. You know, I had to be stunning and brave. I had to get out there and do it, but it's important. We're here, we're clear, and our voices will be heard.
Yes.
heard you laugh a little. I heard you laugh at yourself after you said that.
Now, if the ghost of George Washington wanted to run for president, would he be able to? Or did he already serve his
unfortunately,
term?
that's out of my jurisdiction, my man.
Okay.
You see, what happens at the end of every 1,000 years, some of the very highest level stuff right up underneath the great and powerful blue whale Ahud al-Azim, and I'm talking, of course, about the Millennium Tribunal. Every 1,000 years, all who have evolved after reaching entanglement and become ghosts, become part of the spectral population, they are removed from the living plane and they move on in the astral plane. Where I am transitioning, again, I'm trans, in the millennium that I'm in now, they would be moved on. So everything pre-2000, that's a little bit, that's outside. But so to answer your question, I don't know.
Okay. I fucking love this lore, by the way.
Appreciate
some good ass lore.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
I really I like Ghastly's whole setup here. It's a nice mic,
Thanks,
nice
man.
mic.
Check out my whale chair, man.
Yeah. You know, I like the fact that I can still see the whole thing while you're sitting in it, too.
Yeah, most of my chair is covered up. By my big fat
Billy
human
covers
body.
99.9999999% of his chair.
Yeah, my chair is also a whale chair, but only when I'm sitting in it.
With a point.
I mean, hey, the keto took away that 1%, though.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. That point
It's working.
0.0000000%.
Hey, dude, a tenth at a time, man.
Yeah.
You know, focus on today. You be Billy the mini fridge in no time, bro.
Thank you.
He already, you know what? He brought Leafy's mini fridge in here.
Yeah.
We have Leafy's mini
Leafy
fridge.
is here's mini fridge.
It's almost like the ghost of Leafy.
He used it to store acid and
like
Heineken.
LSD acid?
I think so.
Wow. Dude, Leafy lived in probably the most pricey part of Seattle to live in.
Yeah.
But he just never left. Like, why? That'd be like buying an apartment on the like the Las Vegas Strip, but never leaving.
He went
like,
out of his
never
house like
going
9
anywhere.
times in the 9 months he lived in Seattle.
Wow.
I didn't realize you guys had more information on another ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, Leafy? Oh, yeah. Billy knows Leafy. He used to be in some of his videos. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He gave me this little fridge when he left Seattle, and I brought it over here, and now we use it to keep our beverages refreshingly cold.
Yes. We don't put acid
You need
in
your
it.
beverages to be refreshingly cold, my man. What are you drinking on today?
I have a sparkling ice cherry limeade, 0 calories, 0 sugar. It got antioxidants and vitamins.
Ooh.
And my backup drink is a Chipotle unsweetened iced tea.
But the question is, though, does anyone in here have any Mountain Dew game fuel
By
ready
the way,
to go?
that's Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, by the way. Don't
Amp
forget the
Game
Amp.
Fuel.
Was
Thank
that the
you.
one that
Thank
was
you.
American flag blue? Was that guy?
Oh, you know what? That
Doesn't
might have
taste
been
like
one of the
candy.
flavors. We Twitch has these bounties where you get sponsored to push whatever product.
Paper towels. Oh,
And
right, okay.
and Twitch did Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. They sent us a case of it for free. We drank it. I drank a whole bunch of that shit. I think I was
Man, I should have fucking
hallucinating.
gotten on that.
I was.
I really should have
hallucinating.
gotten on that shit. So
I
bad.
just did a couple of sips because I had to taste test. But I
Yeah,
didn't want
I
to
mean,
break
it's-
my.
Yeah, you
It
have
has
to
too
know.
much sugar.
That's not a naturally occurring food color. You know what I
gotta
mean? You
commit to the
check it out.
concept, dude.
What blue food?
There is no
Blueberries.
blue food. Don't
Yeah.
give me blueberries. They're purple, and you fucking know it.
I thought they were blueberries.
Actually,
Hey,
they start
hey,
off
don't
green.
give me that blueberry shit, dude. Let me stop you right in your motherfucking
What? I'm just saying.
doing right there. Do you see what you're doing right there? This is the opatriarchy at work, my friend. When you allow the life-controlled media to control the fucking narrative and you just tacitly accept that ghosts are supposed to be scary and you need to get rid of them and possession and all these things, and then look at how they're proliferating this shit to your children. Boo-berry? Fuck that noise. I say boo on that berry.
I just got roasted by a ghost. Fuck.
Yeah, you did big time.
Well,
John.
you
I just
set
got
me up. You
ghosted.
didn't give me a trigger
I got
warning to
ghosted.
talk
Would you
about
step into
delicious
the
cereal with
ring?
marshmallow.
Ghastly, would you step into the ring with John Page? And what would your
Ooh.
finishing
No.
Know
move
it,
be?
man.
Dude, I
Yeah.
can't fight him. I couldn't see him. I couldn't punch him because I would
It'd
go
be
right
like,
through him.
it would be like Shawn Michaels in God versus Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon.
God.
That's right. Watch out for the Spectre salt off the top, dude.
I honestly want a Ghastly in a tag team match with someone versus G-Man and God. I think that would be a great fight to go down.
So you think you
Yeah,
could
Yeah, I
take
found
on
out
fantastic.
about that God guy. The kids seem to like him pretty good, but I hail the whale around here, sir.
Fair.
Hail the whale.
That's right. Ahud al-Azim, Krill be unto his name, we lift it up. It is right to give thanks and praise and Krill be unto all of you. What up, Whale Gang?
I love this. You're a great guest, Ghastly. Thank you for coming on tonight.
You guys made a wise choice in Ghastly, dude.
I'm just out here spreading the teachings. They will learn of our peaceful ways by force because Jan Hus did not get fucking burned at the stake by the Catholics in 1415 for me to allow the message to go unheard. We praise him. We lift it up in his name. Oh, hail Blue Whale.
Ghastly, I just feel like I feel like I got to give you a heads up, man. All the most beloved characters that come on this show end up turning for the worse, and our fans end up like really,
who?
Like JF.
Well, JF turned into a white nationalist.
Well,
yeah, that's the one.
I'll let you know right now. I'm not banging any retarded children, so I should be okay at least for the time being.
That's all we needed to hear. That's all we needed to hear.
God damn.
I mean, did I get y'all demonetized? I'm sorry, dude.
No, wait. How long has it been so far?
How long have we been on the show?
Time-wise on the show.
11 minutes. 11 minutes.
Okay, we're good.
Ooh.
It's the first 30 seconds that you got to worry about. First minute or so.
The first 30, and luckily we do shilling for that, right? So
yeah,
you're in the clear. You're in the clear.
We just shill our way through the first minute and a half.
Literally and figuratively, Ghastly, you are in the clear.
Oh yeah, see, I like it. Now he's learning of our peaceful ways, but that's what I'm talking about. Fry power to you, my brother.
Thank you.
Fry power.
So in about 10 minutes here, we're about to watch this debate live.
Oh shit.
Now, what I really want to know before this debate gets started is which one of these candidates has a pro-spectral agenda. That's what I'm looking for in a candidate, man. If it's got to be somebody different, if it's not going to be Trump, and I got to say, you got to have at least a little bit of respect for a man that had so much life experience that he can just kind of flippantly talk about world destruction. But what I'm really looking for is a candidate that's got a pro-spectral agenda. I'm going to tell you something right now, Benjamin and William, if I possibly can.
Yes.
The U.S. Constitution is one of the greatest documents that has ever been written by a man. And nowhere in that document does it say that you have to be alive to be fucking covered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that insurance policy is on me even after fucking death. I had a Social Security number, and I want it back.
I want it back.
Right power.
They want this reparation of a Social Security number.
I want my goddamn Social Security number back.
Have you ever heard of the death tax? It's like when you die and you leave your estate to someone else, that gets taxed.
That's right. They put a lien on my fucking car, man.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah. So in life, how would you describe yourself? What was the alive Ghastly like?
Well, it's a little bit hazy, my friend. You have to understand that at that time, and this is either late January or early February of 2003 was when I evolved into a ghost like this. At that point, my life was very different. I didn't realize at that time that I would be chosen by Ahud al-Azim. I didn't know that his fins had my back and that wave of prosperity was coming my way, brothers. And at that time, I was heavily addicted and heavily dependent and just a real fucking piece of shit overall. But things... It was extremely legit. And you have to understand, man, some of the stories that you've learned from other religions, the message is not entirely wrong. They just got the details incorrect. It wasn't angels dressed in white. It's not clouds. It's fucking ghosts, man. They missed the point of the whole fucking thing. And when I was on my deathbed, which unfortunately was concrete at that time.
Ooh.
You know how it goes sometimes. Morphine's a hell of a drug. But... when I was there, I realized the power of Ahud al-Azim and that the whale's fin would be bringing those blessings into my life. And so I gave my life over to the whale, and I hailed him, and I raised his name up, and he allowed me to evolve at the time of my death. Little did I know what I was getting myself into at that time. Lucky for me, I died. Well, lucky or unlucky, depending on how you see it. I died near the beginning of the millennium. I got a long way to go, man. A long way to go.
Oh, damn.
I can only hope that I do Jan Hus proud, because I'm going to tell you something. A Minimote set a very high bar the first fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But this is day one. You guys know all this stuff already. This is all day one shit.
I'm
sorry to just make it so basic that way. It's not. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I know you guys know this stuff already.
Yeah, we read the pamphlet. When you were alive,
Dude,
when you
I
were
should read
alive,
pamphlets.
I got a pamphlet in the mail. When you were alive, you said you were a real piece of shit human being.
Well, I was a piece of shit human being in how I was living my life, William. But you got to understand, my heart was in the right place. I had the right intentions. It's not that I was out there creating crime and creating problems and creating whatever kind of rowdiness I was doing at that time, because I wanted to negatively impact my community. It was doing things for selfish reasons. And I think once I was able to let go of that ego.
Well, that's why I'm asking. If you were a real piece of shit human,
man.
If you were a real piece of shit human, were you and I friends?
It's possible, dude.
Yeah.
It's possible. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever mixed cocaine and heroin at the same time and put it in your nose? Because
not in my nose.
Probably, yeah.
Not in my nose, but I spedball dosed. I spedball dosed a couple of girls. So tonight's episode, we're going to be focusing on beyond the fright and spectral realm. We're going to be focusing on the presidential elections. This is the first day of presidential elections, and we're not going to have Andrew Yang, we're not going to have Biden, and we're not going to have Bernie on this one, correct? This is like Elizabeth Warren.
Shit is going awry right now, by the way. Just so
awry?
You know. Yeah, like we're having some system issues that we don't normally have, and we're laggy. We're like insanely.
That is the power of fright power, my friend. Fright supremacy is the right supremacy, and we will not be swayed by this endless alt-fright propaganda. Call your cable with satellite provider today and tell them to fix that shit.
I had to reset you.
God. Yeah, I had to do a refresh as well on my laptop screen here. I think that this happens every once in a while with YouTube.
It's Ghastly's ghost power right now.
It's got to be the ghost.
Yeah.
The power of fright power, dude.
Wait. Are you saying phantom power was the issue?
Now hold up. Careful. Easy. That was a hard P in that phantom.
I'm sorry.
We don't use that word around here.
I take it back.
All right.
Take it back.
Trying to take the power back here.
Fair enough.
Let me see where this is right now. There's still a bunch of people just yakking it up. The debate has not started yet. I can see it.
Yakety yak.
Yeah.
All right. So, just context for the debate. There are 30-something people trying to gun for it right now?
There are so many. It's crazy. This is the B team, and by the way, they're up now. They're on stage now, so we're gonna go to that.
Cory Booker.
Yeah.
Because she's the most different from
I don't care. Let's get to the debate. Shut up.
Right, because she's more moderate, but I think she's the one person in tonight's debate that could.
It's like talking about the games before E3.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute her until they actually they're getting in front of their podium right now. Is Ghastly still here?
I'm still here. Can they hear me? I thought I was totally cut off.
No.
I can hear you guys.
Yeah. Everyone can hear you.
All right.
It's just your camera is out.
Oh, my camera's running just fine, sir. I believe that you may have purchased equipment from a company that doesn't care about the spectral population and was not inclusive in making sure that they can handle what I'm sending to you right now.
Yeah,
this is clearly spectrist. This is
we
clearly
definitely
spectrist.
didn't prepare for this. We apologize. The cam that we bought was supposed to have night vision, and we thought that would cover the ghost populace, but it's obviously hasn't, and I'm
well, the
personally
thing
sorry.
is, I accept your apology. I accept your apology, Billiam. And the thing is, you don't know when you buy the equipment whether or not they're telling the truth in whether or not they're including the spectral population in their product design, in their engineering, going back to the college classes those guys took in order to learn how to do those jobs, completely steering their lives from the very beginning to be totally focused on one small aspect of a small percentage of the population. That's what the fuck we're about here.
They're taking their positions.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. So our governor here in Washington State is up there, just to the right. of Tulsi.
Asking ourselves as citizens while we're watching.
I think that
Is that Beto O'Rourke in the middle?
Warren O'Rourke and what's his face, Cory Booker.
I heard that Andrew Yang is going to be in between Biden and Bernie.
Yeah,
that's good positioning, dude.
About funding from Planned Parenthood and the stripping
back of
reproductive freedom. So that being a central issue with Georgia and Missouri and all these other states passing very restrictive laws to go straight at Roe v. Wade, I think that these candidates need to speak clearly on that issue and look like they understand what's at stake for American women, because again, women are going to be the difference in this election, just like they were in 2015.
If Beto O'Rourke got the nomination, people would just call him Beta O'Rourke.
Well,
you know, it's so natural.
I think that when Bernie was running, they called all his fans the Bernie Bros.
Before we get into this, I'm sorry for interrupting, but before we get into this, read the Streamlabs really quick before this shit really gets underway here.
Before Bernie, when Bernie was running, they called him his fans the Bernie Bros. I think that they should call Betos the Beto Cucks.
I don't think he'll agree to that.
I mean, I can see the T-shirt already, my man.
Yeah. I'm going to sell them on
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna make
you want
it.
me to give it another shot on the screen, or you want to try to leave it?
You can give it another shot.
All right.
So,
you guys tell me. I don't want to break your show.
Here we go.
Break the show.
Okay.
I'll try it in just a moment here.
Hypothesis said, you got those cringe raps I sent in memory of Etika? It's fucked up. Elias Jonian says, love you, Ben. Elias also says, I was so sad to hear Alan passed. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Elias also said, this is for all the years of entertainment. Thank you, Benjamin. Hypothesis said, hope these raps by Iceman get played tonight. R.I.P. Etika. Sad face. Tucker White, 94, says, we're all just watching this to see this turn into a shit show, aren't we?
A shit show?
You
mean the debate?
Money. Yeah. And XL said, the only right supremacy is frat supremacy. I'll hail Blue Whale and Krill be unto you.
Krill be unto all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
My question is, has the Democratic debates ever turned into a shit show?
Yes.
Like as of recent, because
in my lifetime, I remember.
Because I was going to say the Republican ones, the last one was a fucking battle royale.
Well, Donald Trump. I mean,
of course.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a guy named Donald Trump, but he was a part of the
I don't know if you realize it.
Yeah, and that's why
I've never heard the name.
Was he talking about?
Was he the puppeteer? I feel like I've heard of him before.
I think
he's
he was the
our
time traveler.
puppeteer now.
He had a show.
Can
with,
Billy sing the Cheers theme song?
There was barnyard animals on it or something.
Today takes everything you got.
Taking a break from all your worries sure would help.
Showed me a lot.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
Boom. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And the road is glad you came.
You want to go where the people go, and everyone's glad you came.
No.
Never
mind. You ruined it, Billy. Billy. Hashtag Billy ruined it.
I don't know. Cheers.
Hashtag Billy ruined it. Should have followed my lead, motherfucker.
I should have. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry. At least I'm not Cory Booker.
I went to a dueling piano.
Oh, yeah.
Then they bring the tuba guy and
Whenever this shit decides to start working, and then we're live.
Whenever this shit decides to start working.
Yeah, this.
I find myself.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. What the fuck was that?
You had some crazy ghost voice for a second.
Yeah,
that was on me. That was on me.
So we're back now. We're live. People see that we're live. Everyone, please like the stream, and we'll try to get people in here. And we're gonna listen to Inslee here.
Lead the world and invent the future and put people at work.
That was the most.
Congressman Ryan, President Trump, and you just referred to him, promised that manufacturing jobs were all coming back to places like your home state of Ohio. Can you make that same promise?
Yes, I believe you can. But first, let's say the president came. He said, don't sell your house to people in Youngstown, Ohio. And in his administration, just in the last 2 years, we lost $4,000, 4,000 jobs at a General Motors facility. That rippled throughout our community. General Motors got a tax cut. General Motors got a bailout.
And then
they have the audacity to move a new car that they're going to produce to Mexico. I've had family members that have to unbolt a machine from the factory floor, put it in a box, and ship it to China. My area where I come from in Northeast Ohio, this issue we're talking about here,
so he's from like Cleveland.
Years. This is not a new phenomenon in the United States of America. The bottom 60% haven't seen a raise since 1980.
Youngstown is terrible.
Meanwhile, the top 1%
That's what I was going to say. Not really.
90% of the wealth. We need an
Maybe he's from Brooklyn, Ohio.
Youngstown is the murder capital of Ohio.
Murder capital where they murder.
And it's not even close to the biggest city. That's because there's still mob ties there.
Thank you. Manufacture those here in the United States.
This guy looks like he might have some mob eyes.
Are they coming back? Are these jobs coming back?
So we've had an industrial policy in the United States for decades now, and it's basically been let giant corporations do whatever they want to do. Giant corporations have exactly
Warren
one
will get her own
loyalty,
fleshlight when she
profits. And if they can
wins
save them,
presidency.
it'll be Mexico to Asia or Canada.
They'll call it the Warren piece.
So here's what
It'll be the Warren Hillary scissor kit.
Where there's a real need. There's going
the
to be
Scissor Sister Deluxe pack
for green technology, ways to clean up the air, ways to clean up the water. And we can be the ones to provide that. We need to go tenfold in our research and
maybe she'll get a bad
development
dragon
on green
attachment
energy
instead.
Going forward. And then we need to say any corporation can come and use that research. They can make all kinds of products from it, but they have to be manufactured right here in the United States of America. And then we have to double down and sell it around the world. There's a $23 trillion market coming for green products. We should be the leaders and the owners, and we should have that 1.2 million manufacturing
Yay,
jobs.
buzzwords.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Issue of healthcare, right?
My mom just sent me a sad emoji face. I assume it's in response to the Elizabeth Warren fleshlight joke.
Coverage through their
Does your mom like Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, but she doesn't like fleshlights.
Insurance in favor of a government-run plan. Just a show of hands.
She has no use for
every
them.
year.
How dare you, young Rich?
All right, well, Senator Klobuchar, let me put the question to you. You're one of the Democrats who wants to keep private insurance in addition to a government.
Is that Harry Belafonte?
Plan. Why is an incremental
this guy,
approach in
Lester
your view
Holt?
better than a sweeping over?
No.
Well, I think it's
Harry Belafonte is like 90 years old.
I was just looking at his forehead.
We're working on the Affordable Care Act, and that is a
Is this
public
Gillibrand?
option. I am
No.
just simply concerned
Is it?
about kicking half of America off of their
I don't know
health
who she is,
insurance
but I don't.
in
I'm not.
4
I'm
years,
never
which is
voting for this
exactly what
person.
this
I'm
bill
sorry.
says. So let me go on beyond that.
Dude,
There's
Tulsi
a much bigger
has
issue in
like
addition to
she
that,
has
and
the
that is
perfectly
pharmaceuticals.
placed gray
The
hair.
president literally
Yeah,
went
she
on
does.
TV on Fox and
There's
said
a lot
that
of
people's
fanboys
heads
that have a
would
crush on
spin
Tulsi.
Dude,
when they
Tulsi's
see
great
how
without
much he would bring
crushing
down
or anything. I
pharmaceutical
like her.
prices.
A lot of people say
Instead,
that they're a skeptic
2,500
about her.
drugs have
Wasn't she like
gone
raised in a
up
commune or
double
something?
digits
I have no
since he
idea.
came into
One of
office.
these ladies was
Instead, he
raised
gave
in like
$100
a
billion
religious.
I hope
in
that gets brought up
giveaways
during the debate.
to
Now,
pharma
now
companies.
you
For
were
the
raised
rest
in a
of us, for the
commune.
rest of
How do you think
America,
that will
that's
affect
what we
your
call at
chances
home,
here in this
all
debate?
foam and no beer. We got nothing out of it.
All foam and no
so my
beer. This
proposal
broad just said all
is
foam
to
and
do
no
something
beer.
about
I think she's
pharma,
like
to take them
Hawaiian
on,
or
To allow
something.
negotiations
Tulsi?
with Medicare,
Yeah.
to bring in less expensive drugs
She
from
looks
other
like she has
countries.
Bell's
And
palsy.
pharma thinks they own
Oh,
Washington.
this woman.
but they
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
She
like
looks like Slim Ross.
Slim Ross. transgender Slim Ross.
Virginia Slim
Bernie
Ross.
Sanders Medicare for all plans. Put essentially everybody on Medicare and then eliminate
That's a
private
great
plans
line.
that
Oh my
offer
God!
similar
Who did
coverage.
Warren's hair?
Is that
Who
the
sent her
plan
out
or
there?
It looks like they put Schmeagol in a wig.
Did Elizabeth Warren's hair.
Yeah.
They needed to put more makeup on the neck. They're letting that lizard neck out on TV, man.
Studying why families go broke. And one of the number
too
one
much.
reasons is the cost of health.
Alex Jones is watching this right now being like, there's another lizard up there. There's another lizard.
He knows.
They need the ultimate male vitality, goddammit.
Look at the business model of an insurance company. It's to bring in as many dollars as they can.
What
in
is that
premiums
thing on the
and to
side of her
pay
head
out
that's
as
flapping
few dollars
around?
It's just a
as
cowlick.
possible for your health care.
Her hair is not
That
contained.
leaves families
She
with
cares more
rising
about the
premiums,
country than her
rising
appearance, and we're
co-pays,
fucking mocking
and
her for
fighting
that.
with
Damn
insurance
it.
companies
Damn
to
it,
try
we're the problem.
Healthcare that their doctors
Shut up,
say that
Billy.
they and their
You
children
woke
need.
piece of shit.
Medicare
Stay
for
woke.
all solves that problem.
Dude,
And
he is
I
riding
understand
hard on the Yang
there
gang.
are
Let's
a
be
lot of politicians who
Hell
say,
yeah.
oh, it's
He only
just
does
not
it because it's a
possible, we just
meme, and I
can't do
proved
it.
that last night.
Have
Not
a
true
lot
at
of
all.
political reasons
He
for
doesn't
this.
even. He
What
couldn't
they're
even
really
name
telling
one
you
actual
is they
other
just
policy
won't
that
fight
Yang
for it.
Yang
stands
says
for.
that
Healthcare is
the
a
athletes in the
basic human
NCAA
right,
should be paid
and
like
I
pro
will
athletes.
fight for basic human
That's a good
rights.
policy. Pay them boys.
Yeah, you had the time to look that up.
Pay them
Congressman
boys.
O'Rourke, when you ran for Senate, you also praised the bill that would replace private insurance. This year, you're saying you're no longer sure. Can you explain why?
My goal is to ensure.
Oh, you're
that every
garbage.
American
You have no
is
chance of winning.
well
I
enough
don't
to
give a
live to their
fuck
full potential.
what you're
It's
saying.
true,
right
dude.
now.
I don't know, man.
In Laredo,
No,
Texas,
dude,
a
I live in
man,
Texas. This
27
fool
years
couldn't
old,
beat Ted
told me
Cruz.
that he'd been to a doctor
Ted
once
Cruz
in
is
his
a
life.
fucking
He
moron.
was
There's no
super
way.
close,
He
but
was told
in
he
a
had
race
diabetes,
that he was
he
close.
was told he had
Hey, dude, a
glaucoma,
W
and he
is
was
a W
told
is a
untreated
W.
he was
And
Almost
fucking
beating
Weaver
Ted
Face
Cruz.
won.
No, I know.
Almost
I was
beating-
saying close only comes up in horseshoes and hangry. So
No,
Right.
almost beating Ted Cruz was better than most other politicians did in that election. Period.
This man ain't my son.
The ability to see
This
a
man's
mental
name
health
is
care provider.
Robert.
In Texas,
Hold
the
on.
single largest
He almost slayed a
provider of
giant
mental health care
in the
services
Giants'
is the county
hometown.
jail system today.
He's like
And
Sylvester
healthcare also has to
Stallone
mean that every woman
against
can make her
Apollo
own
Creed.
decisions about her own body and has access to the care.
come back again.
Ted Cruz is Apollo Creed?
No, yeah. Ted Cruz is Apollo Creed.
You can't afford your premiums. We enroll you in Medicare.
Warren has
But if you're a
negative
member
titty.
of a union
America
that negotiated for a healthcare plan that you like because it works for you and your family, you're
She
able
had
to keep
negative
a
titty. You
preserved
can't
choice
say
by
that.
making sure that everybody has
time is up, Congressman, but I do want to ask a follow-up on this one. Just to be very clear, I'll give you 10 seconds.
Would you rather have negative
replace
titty or
private
Hillary
insurance?
titty?
Yeah.
No,
What?
I think the choice
Give me Elizabeth
is
Warren
fundamental to
Wait,
our
or
ability
give
to
me-
make
Negative.
everybody care for.
Private insurance is not working for tens of millions of Americans. When
De
you talk about the
Blasio,
co-pays,
easily the
deductibles,
tallest dude on
premiums, the
stage, too, by the way. He's like
out-of-pocket expenses, it's not
6'4",
working.
6'5".
He's taller than Beto?
Fuck yeah, he is. Did you just see him?
They can choose Medicare. For the
He looks like
ordinary workers in the
what's that fucking Munster?
He's the mayor of New York City.
Who's the dad from the Munsters?
Herman.
He looks like Herman fucking Munster.
You know another thing about De Blasio? Look at him. Look how much taller he is than everybody else. He's on the end there.
Dude, he is
Is
a
that Cage?
Goliath.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. He's so tall. Another thing about De Blasio is he has a black family. Like his wife is black and his kids are black.
for free.
that's
Full
cool.
stop. But we
Beto
should
spoke
also give them
Spanish
the
earlier.
option
Fuck him.
to buy private insurance. Why do we have to stand
we missed
for
that
taking
part.
away
Fuck,
something
man.
from people? And also, it's bad policy. If you go to every hospital in this country,
Beto is not
and you ask them
Hispanic,
one
right? He
question,
just grew up in a
which is,
Hispanic
how would it have
neighborhood,
been
right?
for you last
That's
year?
He's
correct.
from El
If every
Paso,
one
which
of your
is
bills
as
were
close to
paid
living
at
to
the
Mexico as you
Medicare
can
rate,
while still living in the
every
U.S.
single
You could
hospital
smell
administrator
Juarez
said,
from El Paso.
It's literally
Close.
on the other side of a
And the
fence.
Medicare
I know.
fraud
I
bill
stared down at
requires
Juarez and
payments to
worried I was
stay
going to
at
fall
current
down the
Medicare
hill
rates.
and be stuck
So to
in
some
Juarez.
extent, we're basically
I was
supporting
scared.
a bill that will have every
Drug me
hospital closed. I mean, my
almost
dad
I was
had a
scared.
Work
nutrition.
occasionally in
But I actually grew up in a
Laredo,
working class
Texas,
family.
right there on
He
the
loved the
border.
healthcare
I used to
that
work
the
WWE shows
IBEW
down there,
gave him.
and
Really?
And I
when,
just always think about
oh
my
yeah,
dad
and
and
when
anything I would do
when you're in the
from a
hotel,
policy
if you're up a
perspective.
couple
He'd
floors,
look at
man,
me
you
and
can look
he'd
across
say,
the
"Good
freeway
job,
and
John,
see
for
Nuevo
getting
Laredo.
healthcare
Like
for
you're
everybody."
literally
Well,
50
why are you
yards from
taking my health
Mexico.
with this
Yeah.
plan a little bit? Because I'm fascinated to hear the
I'll tell you what,
between
those shows go hard out
Congressman
there.
Gabbard,
Though.
why
All
are
the
you
Mexican
weighing in?
families coming in,
I
getting
think we're
drunk.
talking
That's a
about
good.
this
That's a
in the
good time,
wrong
dude.
way. You're talking
Yeah.
about one bill over
see what
another
Tulsi
bill. Really
says.
what
I
we're
like
talking
her.
about is our objective, making sure that every single sick American in this country is able to get the health care that they need. I believe Medicare for all is the way to do that. I also think that employers will recognize how much money will be saved by supporting a Medicare for All program, a program that will reduce the administrative costs, reduce the bureaucratic costs, and make sure that everyone gets that quality health care that they need. I also think if you look at other countries in the world who have universal health care, every one of them has some form of a role of private insurance. So I think that's what we've got to look at, taking the best of these ideas, but making sure unequivocally that no sick American goes without getting the care that they need, regardless of how much or little money they have in their pocket.
Congresswoman, thanks. Let me turn to Senator Booker on this. Senator Booker, explain to me where you are. This is hugely important to people.
Booker.
So tell us where you are.
Booker,
Absolutely will. First of
Corey
all,
T.
we're talking
Booker.
about this as a
He
healthcare
looks like he
issue,
might
but
be
in communities
spectral.
like mine, low-income communities, it's an
Like on the
education issue.
spectrum?
Because kids
He's
who
on
don't
the
have healthcare
spectral.
Are not going to
Yeah,
succeed
is one
in
of his
school.
eyes a little
It's an
wonky?
issue for
Yeah,
he's
children.
cockeyed like
Because
Shawn
people who do
Michaels.
not have good healthcare
He's got a
do
little
not
bit of
succeed. Or
not
it's even a
to bring him up, but
retirement
he's got
issue,
the
because in my
eyes of like
community,
Marshall Applewhite.
African-Americans have a lower life expectancy.
He's got a little
because
bit of a
poor
bug eye
healthcare.
going.
And so where I stand is very clear. Healthcare is not just a human right; it should be an American right. And I believe the best way to get there is Medicare
Not just
for
a
all.
human right,
But
it should
I
be
have
an
an
American
urgency
right?
about this. When I am
Well, that's
president of
kind
the
of
United
backwards,
States,
isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not going to
backwards,
wait.
right?
We have to
Redo
do
that.
things immediately
Swap 'em out,
that are gonna
please.
Provide better care. And on this debate, I'm sorry. There are too many people.
Cory Booker looks like a black Agent 47. God damn it. That's great.
Cory Booker looks like he might have eaten ass through a chain link fence once.
They charge is 15%, while Medicare's overhead is only at 2%.
I like
He
that.
does have that. He's got that length on the top lip, man. He can just reach right out.
He's got that intensity.
Until we get to my goal, which is
Did you know Cory Booker saved a woman from a burning building?
Did you know he also lit that building on fire?
That's not true.
Okay, that's not true. You're right.
Last year alone, $23
God damn it,
billion in
That'd be the equivalent of like
Seriously
when
though,
Paul Ryan
like,
was running.
see this video here?
Cory Booker saves women from burning buildings.
Yeah.
It's only got 3,500 views. Damn, Cory Booker. It was
back in 2012.
Nobody gives a fuck about Cory Booker saving a woman's life. We see Hillary Clinton.
It's not working for families.
We see Hillary Clinton talk about Pokemon Go a million times, but not poor Cory Booker. Fucking hero Cory Booker eats ass through a chain link
See
fence.
how much taller de Blasio is than everybody else?
States of America.
They just showed him as like the furthest person
To
away,
deny women
and he's still the
for their
tallest.
exercise of their right of choice. And I am the only
Oh,
candidate
fuck
here
off, Inslee.
who
This
has
is a
passed
Hillary
law
shill, everybody.
protecting a
This
woman's
guy's a
right to
piece of
reproductive
shit.
Health and health insurance. And I'm the only candidate who has passed a public option. And I respect everybody's goals and plans here. But we do have one candidate that's actually advanced the ball. And we got to have access for everyone. I've done it as a public option.
Senator Klobuchar, I want to give you.
Holy shit! It's oh my God.
I just want to say there's 3 women up here that have fought pretty hard for a woman's right to choose. So I'll start with that.
Woo, cheap pop.
Get him! Get him!
Very clear. I think we share
Extremely
the goal
cheap
of
pop.
universal health care. And the idea I put out there,
That's like the
public
Eddie Guerrero
option,
pop.
which the governor was just talking about, this idea
El Paso.
is that you use Medicare or Medicaid without any insurance companies involved. You could do it either way. And the estimates are 13 million people would see a reduction in their premiums. 12 more million people would get covered. So I think it is a beginning and the way you start and the way you move to universal health care.
That's like when a pro wrestler walks in to Madison Square Garden and says, "It's great to be here, home of the New York Yankees, everybody."
I'm gonna do it all right here in New York City.
Right, like that.
Reproductive freedom. I believe in reproductive justice. And
Reproductive
what that means
justice?
is that just because a woman,
guy?
or let's also
Yeah, I was
not
about to say,
forget
who the fuck is
someone in the
this?
trans community.
What's his name?
Julian Castro?
Is poor doesn't mean they shouldn't have the right to exercise
So many fucking people,
that right
man.
to choose. And so I absolutely would.
I wish he was
cover the right to have an
Fidel's
abortion.
like nephew
More than
or
that,
something.
Everybody in this crowd
Dude, if
and
he was
watching
up
at
there
home
with a beard
knows
and a
that
cigar,
in our
I think I would
country
like him a
today,
lot more.
Me too.
He plays into that gimmick the whole time.
That would be awesome.
Missouri,
Hey,
in
comrade.
Alabama, in Georgia, I would appoint judges to the federal bench that understand the precedent of Roe v. Wade and will
Damn it,
respect
someone in the
it.
chat. That's
And in
Andrew
addition
Yang,
to that,
guys.
Make sure that we fight hard as we transition
He's actually
our healthcare
Hispanic.
system
He's not
to one
Asian.
where everybody can get and exercise that right.
Senator Warren,
This
would you
guy
put
is
limits
Hispanic.
on any limits on abortion?
Yeah. No, I know.
I would make
Yeah, but that's
certain
funny.
that
You know, I
every
have
woman
met
has
people where I couldn't
access
tell if they were Asian or
to the
Hispanic.
full range of reproductive
Same.
health care services, and that includes birth control, it includes abortion, it includes everything for a woman. And I want to add on that, it's not enough for us to expect the courts to protect us. 47 years ago, Roe versus Wade was decided to move
someone is
all to the
walking out of
courts all
this
that time.
on top of
And state
Warren.
after
Everyone
state
should
has
fucking
undermined
attack her
Roe, has
right
put in
now.
exceptions,
If I was
has
one of
come
the other people
right
on the
up to the
stage,
edge
and I
of
was one of the
taking away
people,
protection.
everyone else on this stage
We
is
now
polling
have
under
an America where
3%,
most
right?
people
Even
support
Tulsi?
Roe versus Wade. We need to make that
Let's
better.
look it up.
She might be.
How much is
Senator Booker, I want to kind of come back on
Warren's
a discussion
the
we were
third-
having
in
about
third
health
place.
and the opioid crisis.
Okay.
You represent a state
assume
where
Biden is
14
at
of
the
the
top.
20
She's the
largest
front
pharmaceutical
runner in this
companies
debate
are
right
based.
here.
Right.
Should pharmaceutical companies that manufacture these drugs be held criminally liable for what they do?
They should absolutely be held criminally liable because they are liable and responsible.
Did he pop out his real eyes and put in fake
I
ones?
would not take
I think his ears might be fake too.
companies not take contributions.
He has bionic eyes.
Cory Booker was first famous.
This problem.
It's like when you look at David Bowie and his eyes.
Yes.
We in cities like mine have been
fucking
seeing
awe.
how
I know
we've
exactly
tried
what
to
you're talking
arrest our
about.
way out of
Cory
addiction
Booker was
for
first
too
famous in the
long.
90s as
It is
Bat
time
Boy
that
on the
we
National
have
Enquirer.
a national
No, he wasn't.
urgency to
I think
deal
he
with
was-
this
I think he was
problem
Bat Boy.
and make
No,
the
he wasn't.
solutions
Probably
that are
not.
working to actually be the law of our land
the
and
next
make the
makes a lot of
pharmaceutical
sense.
companies
It
that are
makes a lot of sense
responsible
fall
help
into place.
to pay for that.
Congressman O'Rourke.
Oh,
Cory in
dude,
the
this
house.
has been moving.
Tonight in this country, you have
Dude, this is
3
moving
million
tonight.
of our fellow Americans behind bars. It's the largest prison population on the face of the planet.
Biden-
Many are there for nonviolent drug crimes, including
So
possession
Warren is
of marijuana
pulling
at a time that more than half
12.8%.
the states have legalized it or decriminalized
And the next
it.
one
Beto's
is
Despite what
3.3.
Purdue
Yeah,
Pharma
like most
has
of the
done, their
people
connection to the
at the
opioid
top
crisis
here are
and the
not in
overdose
this
deaths that we're
debate.
seeing throughout
Yeah.
this
Most of
country.
these people are
They've been able to
sub
act with
1%.
complete impunity and
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
no
They
pulled
consequences
a
on a
Sony and they
single
didn't
night
show up, so
in
they
jail.
couldn't bust
Unless
them.
there's accountability and justice,
Like, let's
this
look
crisis
here.
will continue.
Who's in this
My
debate?
administration will
Gabbard.
hold them to
Gabbard,
account.
she's
We'll make
not
sure
even
that
one
they
of
pay
Blasio,
the price.
yeah,
We will
O'Rourke
help
is
those who've been
3.3. He's the
victims
next,
of
I
this
believe.
malfeasance in this
Yeah.
country. Get them
Warren, then
treatment and
O'Rourke,
long-term
and
care.
Castro's
I know
under
immigration is
1.
on a lot
Booker's
of your minds
2.3.
And I want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in a
Inslee's
moment. We need to take a break.
0.4.
We'll be back with more from Miami
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Molten?
Oh, that's lava, right?
Yeah, that
Molten
is
lava?
lava. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
All right, so let me bring
Lester
up.
Holt, the man with
So
4 foreheads.
in the meantime, I don't know if you guys saw this. I think this is a strong political move from Bernie Sanders. He's created a Twitch account.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that.
He has a Twitch stream now.
Someone
And I
told
think-
him
What's he playing?
to do that.
He just
I hope
makes
he plays
Minecraft
Fortnite.
dick
I hope
towers.
He's playing Fortnite for
He just makes Minecraft dick towers and makes fun of little kids. It's awesome.
By the way, guys, this isn't our normal hour that we're streaming at. By the I think it's awesome where we've met the goal like so close. From now, we will be back on Saturday, but help us get as close as possible.
Yes.
To give the Saturday peeps a break for once. And don't
That's
forget about
lava.
the shirts too, man.
And don't forget about wholesome presidential content because we got more of that coming after the commercial break.
wholesome presidential content.
Yeah.
Sure.
All we do is wholesome content.
We are wholesome.
Can Billy and Friends sing the Jeffersons theme song? I don't even know the Jeffersons
Check
theme
this
song.
shit out.
On up
Oh, to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up.
I love the manatee T-shirt. Have you seen
I
this?
actually wanted to buy that shirt. Looks so good.
I make that. I drew that. I
drew that, mommy.
I drew that myself, mommy.
Mommy.
I drew that. I drew that. That design took me all of 3 minutes to draw.
It's
worth every
impressive.
fucking penny.
I mean, it's a
dude.
modern masterpiece.
Thank
This
you.
is an instant classic, sir.
Thank you.
As your attorney, I advise you to get an insurance policy on this piece immediately. I think
Get a
it's only going to
trademark ready.
increase in value over time.
I concur.
All right, we are back.
Who's this fucking
this dude's
asshole?
Fathers and mothers and
Yeah.
children are dying while trying to enter the United States of America. We saw that image today. It broke our hearts, and they had names. Oscar Martinez and his 23-month-old daughter Valeria died.
Did he say
trying to cross
got
the
an
border
amount of
Martinez, like
to
from The
ask for
Office, Oscar
asylum in this
Martinez?
country. Last month, more than 130,000 migrants were apprehended at the southern border. Secretary Castro, if you were president today, hoy, what would you specifically do?
Thank you very much, Jose. I'm very proud that in April I became the first candidate to put forward a comprehensive immigration plan. And we
when
saw
I
those
lived
images.
in New Mexico, I felt so lame. that I said shit like a white person, like all the like Spanish shit down there, like the names of all the streets in the city and the parks and everything were all like Spanish names. And I said it like the whiteiest whitey ever.
But you know why that's okay? Because you are white.
Yeah, I mean,
this
like
is America.
There are white Hispanics too, though.
Yeah,
but like it's still different.
You're a Peckerwood, Ben. It's okay if you pronounce. What was one of the streets?
Cesar Chavez Boulevard.
Oh, dude, you know for a fact there was a Cesar Chavez?
Cesar Chavez
Yeah,
Boulevard.
Cesar Chavez Boulevard.
Cesar fucking Chavez.
Yeah, and another one was, let's see, there's so many of them. Mescalero.
How would you pronounce that?
Mescalero.
Mescalero.
Yeah.
Take a ride on Mescalero right past the Taco Del Mar.
There was a Del Taco
on Mescalero.
No, no, that was on San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Yeah.
Go to the Del Taco on San Pedro.
My mind instantly went to just like Breaking Bad and whenever they pronounce the name of their street.
Yeah, Los Pollos Hermanos.
That is actually that's actually called Twisters. Those places.
Really?
It's a burrito place.
Really?
1,000 fucking times better than Chipotle ever.
I don't know. Chipotle is good. I had Chipotle today. It felt fucking good to eat that shit.
I know you don't know because you live in Washington. Fucking crack.
They had a Los Pollos Hermanos here in Washington.
It's not real.
It was like a pop-up or...
It was like
make sure that we reinstate
I want to say like Venezuelan or something, but it was a chicken restaurant. It was up the road from my old house. Since closed down.
Protected status can stay and remain here. And then finally,
I don't know if they can see
that shit, man. I can't eat any of those big chain Mexican places.
There's
too many real Mexicans.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know, because you said you live in Texas, so you know the truth. This fucking motherfucker, this gringo here, thinks he knows what's good and what's not.
Are you guys talking shit about Chipotle?
Yes.
I'm talking hella shit about Chipotle, man.
That's why someone for Chipotle, goddammit.
Yeah, you're a cracker ass fucking gringo too.
Fight someone for a barbacoa bowl, damn it.
Hell yeah.
You don't even know what real barbacoa is.
I know what Chipotle is.
Barbacoa is so good.
Real barbacoa is good.
To go back to the way we used to treat this when somebody comes across the border. Not to criminalize
My ex-brother-in-law didn't speak English. He would make barbacoa. I trust Chipotle more.
See, this is
this horrendous family separation.
this is Pollos right here. It's called
Twisters.
Twisters, yeah.
That looks like a Pollos.
And so I want
It
curly
is.
fries.
Actually, in one of them, the fucking
Yeah, I saw curly fries, man. That's high-end Mexican.
I would love it if in one of these pictures you just see the Salamanca twins just sitting in chairs. Like, oh, fuck.
no, there's a mural in one of them. That
parents from their American
where is
children,
it? Hold on.
and the like, and
I've got a free Chipotle saved up. Y'all jealous?
No.
I can go get a free Chipotle.
Their kids off to school or go to work.
Is there a punch card? They still do that kind of thing?
They have an app. You get a punch card.
I gotta sign up.
Oh, so they just put a hole punch on your phone and just right through the fucking screen.
They just scan
here
that
it is. Here's where it is.
Yes, Breaking Bad was filmed in Twisters.
Yeah.
That looks like the worst design thing.
Yeah, like here's Twisters. And here's Pollos.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's the same place.
Did they really just put the banner over it when they filmed there?
Oh yeah.
Like it was just a vinyl in front of it.
The place with the like Saul's office with the like inflatable Statue of Liberty on it, that was a vacant building next to a Chinese restaurant that I used to go to. Anyway, back to this fucking stupid ass debate.
Whatever. De Blasio's tall.
That includes a party of immigrants, but first we have to tell working people in America who are hurting that we're going to be on their side.
If the taco you're eating has a flour tortilla, you're eating a burrito.
And remind people we're all in this together. If we don't change that debate, that politics,
you don't like flour tortillas?
If you're eating a flour tortilla, you're eating a burrito.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If I could, I'm sorry. Congresista O'Rourke. ¿Qué haría usted en el primer día si usted es presidente?
What is this?
This is unfair. This is fucking unfair. What the fuck's going on?
Somos unos vatos locos para siempre.
Is that what we're doing right now?
cada persona con el respeto y
Con
dignidad que
What? This is ridiculous. What is this? Is this a language test?
Follow our own asylum
Dude,
laws. We would
that's
not
the
build
ultimate pander.
walls. We would not
You
put
just go
kids
right to
in
another
cages. In
language.
fact,
Keep going.
we would spare no
Yo
expense
tengo
to
dos
reunite
palabras
families
para ti.
that have been
Chúpalo.
separated.
Dude, I'm feeling exactly what Ben felt for a second. Like, excuse
In
me?
your family,
because
who
your
is fleeing
policy
Yo
violence
soy
or the repeal of
pelota
persecution.
grande.
1325.
Ain't that
Secretary, let him
America?
finish, and I will give you his
Look at Castro like, what did you say, Peckerwood? What
We
did
would
you
not
say,
detain
Peckerwood?
any family
Yo, use
fleeing
my
violence.
language,
In
Peckerwood.
fact, fleeing the deadliest
He's
countries
like looking
on the
like this
face
son
of
of
the
a
planet
bitch.
today. We would
Well, I'll tell
implement
you
a
this
family
much,
case
Trump
management
just beat
program
Beto,
so
so
they
he
could be
can
cared
himself
for
up.
in the community at a fraction of the cost. And then we would rewrite our immigration laws.
You
in
know,
our
I'm
own
not
image.
like
Free
Beto.
dreamers
I'm not going to
forever.
speak
I'm not a
Mexican
Beto.
to you,
Deportation
but I will
by
tell you
making them
what,
US
Trump
citizens here
Towers
in
has the
this country.
best taco
Invest in
salads.
solutions in Central America, work with regional stakeholders, so there's no reason to make that 2,000-mile journey to this country.
Secretary, I'll give you 30 seconds.
Let's be very clear. The reason that they're separating these little children from their families is that they're using Section 1325 of that act, which criminalizes coming across the border, to incarcerate the parents and then separate them. Some of us on this stage have called to end that section, to terminate it. Some, like Congressman O'Rourke, have not. And I want to challenge all of the candidates to do that.
What the
I just
fuck?
think it's a
Now,
mistake, Beto. I
Beto.
think it's a mistake. And I think that if you truly want to
bitch,
change
you
the
call me
system,
Robert.
then we got to repeal that section. If not, then it might as well be the same policy.
Let me respond to this very briefly. Actually, as a member of Congress, I helped to introduce legislation that would ensure that we don't criminalize those who are seeking asylum and refuge in this country. If you're fleeing desperation, then I want to make sure that you're treated with respect.
I'm still talking about everybody else.
But you're looking at just one small part of this. I'm
talking about the
a
elves?
comprehensive.
Are there
Talking
elves?
about the clockwork elves.
Are there clockwork elves?
That's actually not true. I'm talking about
laws.
I'm talking about millions of folks. A lot of folks that are coming are not seeking asylum. A lot of them are undocumented immigrants, right? And you said recently that the reason you didn't want to repeal Section 1325 was because you were concerned about human trafficking and drug trafficking. But let me tell you what. Section 18, Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Title 21, and Title 22 already cover human trafficking and drug trafficking. I think that you should do your homework.
Damn.
If you did your homework on this issue, you would know.
You hear this shit?
This is an issue that we should and could be talking about for a long time, and we will for a long time.
This guy took his glasses off.
People are coming here.
Let's
Because
Savannah,
really,
sorry.
Hold up, Part Turtle has something to say.
We could go on.
But rather than talk about specific provisions, we really have to talk about why these people are coming to our country and what are we going to do to actually make a difference in these countries.
Congressman, you'll get your chance. Let's continue the discussion. Senator Klobuchar.
Fuck you, they read my lower third, bitch.
What Secretary Castro just said. He wants to no longer have it be a crime to illegally cross the border. Do you support
smug
that?
bitch. I don't like her face. She's out.
Only.
So how do you guys
eliminated
feel? Crime to cross the border illegally? Should it be a crime?
Yes.
People to
climb across the border?
To cross the border illegally at all?
If you climb,
I mean,
it
if
is
you're
caught.
I'm not talking about
Look at his proposal,
crossing it.
But I do think you want to make sure that you have provisions in place. That
Obviously,
allow you to
if
go
you have a
after
border, you
traffickers
can't
and
make it
allow you
legal to
go
cross
after
it.
people
Then you don't have a border anymore.
If we can't build a wall, how about we get all the little Republican kids to send their old Legos down to the Mexican border, and they can have like a fucking moat of Lego pieces. And if you walk across the pieces barefoot, you get to be American.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Only with Legos, dude.
If you can cross the Legos, you're welcome in this country.
Yeah, you're the type of person we want in America. If you can walk across Legos barefoot like that, come on in.
But it can't just be like one line. It's got to be like a massive, like, you know, like the coal walk is, where it's long and you have to speed across it. That's how it's got to be, just a long stretch of Legos.
It brings the debt down by $158 billion. It gives a path to citizenship.
I love it how they're like, Senator, shut the fuck up. Senator,
Senator,
shut the fuck up. It's got to be a moat of Legos.
That's time. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's time, bitch.
Same question. Should it be
There's
a
Lego
crime
fish
to
swimming
illegally
around in
cross
there
the
just
border?
waiting to bite your ass if you fall in.
Only.
Well,
they couldn't have picked a worse person from Ohio to run. You know, Ohio usually Ohio is normally the key to winning the election too. This motherfucker doesn't stand a chance.
That's already established in the law, so there's no need to repeat it. And I think it's abhorrent. We're talking about this father who got killed with his daughter, and the issues here, the way these kids are being treated. If you go to Guantanamo Bay, there are terrorists that are held that get better health care than those kids that have tried to cross the border in the United States. That needs to stop. And I think the president should immediately ask doctors and nurses to go immediately down to the border and start taking care of these kids. What kind of country are we running here where we have a president of the United States who's so focused on hate and fear and division? And what has happened now, the end result, is now we've got kids literally laying in their own snot with 3-week-old diapers that haven't been changed.
It's too extreme of a view. You can't win with this far.
Why did you say snot when he meant shit?
Their own snot, because there's no solution here.
I'll go to you. But no, a lot of people, Jose asked the question, if you're president on day one, what will you do with the fact that you will have families here? There's been a lot of talk about what you'll do in the first 100 days, about legislation. What will you actually do with these families? How will you care for them?
Donald Trump tweeted 11 minutes ago.
Or will they not be?
Boring.
Oh my God.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
He's watching though.
Boring.
Of course he is.
Better deal with this problem
It's
through
not.
the civil process than the criminal
It's
process.
not boring enough for him to not watch.
Some of the largest private prisons, which are
Trump's such a memer. I bet you he supports Yang tomorrow.
and their immigration lockups. Our country has made so
I bet you he's like,
this was trash. Though I will say, Andrew Yang, he seemed very entertaining.
Andrew Yang says this debate is very interesting and responded with, "My Spanish is terrible."
There's a humane way that affirms human rights and human dignity and actually solves this
Andrew
problem.
Yang
Donald Trump
is
isn't solving
very
this problem. We've
lucky
seen under his
to be in
leadership
the
a surge at our
debate
border.
because
We solved
he
this
should be in
problem
this
by
debate
making investments in the
Wow,
Northern
dude.
Triangle to stop the reasons why
Rude.
people are being driven
they
here in the
basically
first place.
swapped him out
And we
with
make sure we
Warren.
use our resources to provide health care.
Warren's third place. She should not be debating the B team like this.
It's not the B team. They have to switch it up somehow.
Values, our ideals as a nation for border security. We can have both by doing this the right way.
All right, Senator, thank you. Let me go
He
to
should
Governor
come out
Inslee
swinging
on
if he knows
this.
what's good for him.
You're
What
acting
would
like
you
they
do
can
on
just
day
put
one?
all the
Same question I
shitheads on
just asked.
SmackDown and all the main eventers on Raw. You gotta diversify the roster.
I'm saying,
Dude, honestly, this I'm talking about this like lineup feels like WWE main event. Like it doesn't even feel like main roster.
Wow.
He has a huge opportunity. He should come out swinging.
And we
like,
should do what we're
immediately.
doing in Washington State. I'm proud that we've passed a law that prevents local law enforcement from being turned into
anyone
mini
who's
ICE
a political
agents.
outsider
I'm proud
like
to be
him
the first governor
can
to
come
stand
out
up
swinging
against Donald Trump's heinous Muslim.
It doesn't
ban.
matter because they
I'm
can't
proud
be
to
like,
a
oh,
person
remember
who's
when
not
you
only
supported
talked
this
about dreamers,
with this
but being
person?
one of the first to
like
make sure
no one
that they
can
get a college
like link
education
him to anybody
so that
else.
they can
He
realize
should come
their
out
dreams.
swinging.
These are some of the most inspirational people in our
Like,
state. And I'll
make
leave you
all
with
these
this
people
thought,
seem
if you wanna
like
know
they're
what I
playing
think.
for the same team.
Donald Trump the other day tried to threaten me. He
Dude,
thought it was a threat.
Inslee is garbage,
to tell me that he
dude.
would send
I hope you don't vote for
refugees
him.
in Washington State if we passed the law
I
that I passed.
don't
And
think
I told
Inslee
him
will
that's
even
not a
be.
threat
Have you
at
voted
all.
for him before
We
for
welcome
governor?
refugees
Oh,
into our
I always
state.
vote Democrat
We
here in
recognize
Washington.
diversity as a
See, that's the
strength.
thing.
This is
People
how we
go and they
built
just check
America.
the D.
That tradition
No
is gonna
matter
continue
no matter
if I'm
who
president of the United
they're
States.
actually voting for.
Yeah, I suck the D.
Another topic now.
You
We've got a lot
do.
to
That's
do.
sad.
Let's talk-
Why is it sad? It's
Because
Washington.
this
Separated from his
motherfucker,
family when he came to
even though
we're
the
gonna talk
entire
about Iran
state
right now because we're working
wanted to
against the
give
clock. Tankers have been
Bernie
attacked. The
their
US drone has been
delegates.
shot down. There have been
He gave
disturbing
his
threats
superdelegate
issued by
points
both
to
the
Hillary
US and
instead.
Iranian
Because the
leadership.
DNC was
I'd like if you
fucking
came just for a
run
moment to put aside
Why are
the
you
music we may have
supporting
gotten
him
here,
then?
but what I
It's
wanna
the
know
DNC.
is
No,
how do you dial it
he
back?
chose
So
what
a
he
show of
did.
hands, who
He
as
chose to
president
follow
would
the
sign on to
DNC.
the 2015
So he's a fucking
nuclear deal
DNC
as it was
cuck.
originally negotiated.
And you're gonna vote for him.
If you know how the
All
fucking
right,
story is
everybody,
written.
tell me.
Senator Booker,
One, if
why
you
not?
think
May I
I'm
address
right.
that?
Two, if you think Billy's right.
Three, if
In
you
the
think
chat.
Ben's
Out of that
alt-right.
deal. And one of the reasons why we're
Stop.
saying
Right
now
back.
is because Donald Trump is marching us towards
Anything
far
but
more
that.
dangerous
See, look, everybody
situation.
says I'm right.
Literally, he took us out of a deal that gave us transparency into their nuclear
They think
program.
you're
and
right?
pushed
Yeah, everybody
back
says
a
I'm
nuclear
right.
breakout 10, 20 years. And now we see Iran threatening to go further. And we're
So it's
being
okay to
pulled
vote
further
for
and further into this
someone who
crisis.
denied
we need
the
to
people
renegotiate
of
and get
his
back
own
into a
state
deal, but I'm not going to have a primary platform
their
to
wishes
say
when they
unilaterally I'm going to
voted,
rejoin that
and
deal,
for him to
because
use
when I'm
his
president of the United
aristocratic
States,
votes
I'm going to do the best I can to secure
to
this
give
country
the
and
delegates
that
of
region
this state
and make sure that if
to
I have an
Hillary
opportunity
instead.
to leverage
Yeah.
a better deal, I'm going to do it.
That's what the
Senator
DNC
Klobuchar,
did.
I'd like you to answer the question because you've said
They did across the board.
Actually, one was for me, and most people
Can
said
you argue
one.
that
I'm pretty sure one was for me.
nuclear pact, as it
No.
was ratified, was a good deal?
Yes, it was.
It was imperfect, but it was a good deal for that moment. I would have worked to get longer sunset periods, and that's something we could negotiate to get back in the deal. But the point is, Donald Trump told us when he got out of it that he was going to give us a better deal. Those were his words. And now we are a month away from the Iranians who claim now that they're going to blow the caps on enriching
We're gonna bust a
uranium.
cap.
And the Iranians have told us this. And so that's where we are right now. He has made us less safe than
Yeah,
we
who
were
is
when
this?
he
Good
became president.
question.
So what I would do is
Someone in the
negotiate us
chat
back
asked,
into
who
that
is
agreement,
this?
is stand with our allies and not give unlimited leverage to China and Russia, which is what he has done.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You
then,
can't give leverage to
finally,
China.
I would make sure that if
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
any
people were
possibility
telling
of a
me not to
conflict,
talk
and
to you
we're having
about
this debate in
China.
Congress right
Oh,
now,
I'm
that
trying
he
to hold
comes
it
to
in so
Congress
much. I know
for
you guys
an
are trying to watch
authorization of
this and
military
staying
force.
quiet. I don't
would
want
do
to
that.
interrupt too much. We're
And
talking
this
about China. I
president
have a lot
is
to say.
literally every
I would say
single
wait
10
till
minutes
when we get to the
away
next
from
break.
going to war.
That's the way to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Tweet
Then
away
you
from
can tell
going
us
to
all
war.
about
And I don't
China.
think we should
Upload.
conduct foreign
Your time
policy
is up.
in our bathrobe at 5 in the morning,
Congresswoman
which is
Gabbard,
what he does.
Congresswoman Gabbard,
What the fuck is so fast?
you've said you would sign back onto the 2015 deal. Would you insist though that it address
That's gonna be a smash for
Iran's
me,
support
dog.
for Hezbollah?
Let's deal with the situation where we are, where this president and his chicken hawk cabinet have led us to the brink of war with Iran.
That is.
I served in the war.
That
in
is one
Iraq,
of the most
at the height of the war
lukewarm
in
insults I think
2005,
I've ever heard.
A war that took
Chicken
over
hawk?
4,000 of my brothers
Chicken
and sisters
hawk
in uniforms.
cabinet.
That means you're a war
lives.
hawk, but you
The
were a
American
chicken
people
when
need
it
to
came for
understand
your
that this
time
war
to
with
serve
Iran
in
would
war.
Right.
be far more devastating,
I've heard Jesse
far
Ventura
more
use that
costly than
term
anything
before.
that we ever saw in
Chicken
Iraq.
hawk.
It would take many more lives. It would exacerbate the refugee crisis, and it wouldn't be just contained within Iran. This would turn into a regional war. This is why it's so important.
Don't stumble your
that
words,
every
Dulcie.
one of us, every single American, stand up and say no war with Iran. We need to get back into the Iran nuclear agreement.
Is she
and
a
we need
robot,
to
though?
negotiate how
You know what
we
I
can
mean?
improve
Probably.
it. It was an imperfect
Like, I
deal.
feel like
There are
she's
issues
repeating the
like
same
their
head
missile,
gestures on a
their
little
missile
cycle,
development that needs to be addressed. We can do both simultaneously to prevent Iran
Yeah.
from
My
developing a
non-regional
nuclear
diction
weapon
is
and
perfect.
preventing us from
Your
going
time
to
is up,
war.
and I have just a very quick follow-up. Well, what would your red line be that would for
Powering
military
down.
action against Iran?
Look, obviously,
Shutting
if there was
down.
an attack against the American, our troops, then there would have to be a response. But my point is, and it's important for us to recognize this, is Donald Trump and his cabinet, Mike Pompeo, John Bolton, and others, are creating a situation that just a spark would light off a war with Iran, which is incredibly dangerous. That's why we need to de-escalate tensions. Trump needs to get back into the Iran nuclear deal and swallow his pride, put the American people first.
Hey, but wait a minute.
All right, we are out of time. We're up against a hard break, but we will have much more. Mayor de Blasio will have more.
How you hear de Blasio?
We will continue
Yeah.
our questioning
He's up there
next
not
with
giving a
Chuck
fuck.
Todd, Rachel Maddow, stick around.
They're like,
We'll
"Shut
have a
up,
lot
we
more
got
with some very
advertisements."
anxious candidates just ahead.
All right, so tell us about China.
Well, dude, you know, the whole thing, and again, I don't want to insult you guys' intelligence. I know that you know a lot of this already. So I'll try to just kind of give it some broad strokes. And I apologize that I'm not able to tell you this story in the intricately wrought HD detail I was being brought to you earlier, but apparently that amount of fright power just destroys streams left and right. We're lucky that here in Gulf City, Texas, we're able to handle it. But as far as China goes, on the surface, everything seems like it might be improving over there, right? They've got Xi Jinping, who is closer to a democratic leader than a lot of things that they've had in the past, not the least of which being Mao Zedong. But unfortunately, the truth of it is a lot darker than that. There is, in fact, a shadow communist Chinese government. They have devised a plan to take over the world, and it involves many intricate parts, the first of which being claiming that they have constructed an artificial moon under the guise of being able to light one of their cities without having any kind of infrastructure lighting. But the reality is there's no way to hold it in LEO at that distance and be able to keep it still without spending way more money on power than they could ever absorb to be able to broadcast down to their planet. They've got to put that thing on the move. And what are they going to do with it? Well, we found out recently that Wowie phones were fucking, they had their contract taken away. They were selling to U.S. government phones. And we found out that those motherfuckers were spying on us through those phones. They were trying to get our advertising data, and to do what? They sold it to the Russians for a death laser that they mounted onto their artificial communist Chinese moons, and they will be floating across the ocean to take over America. And how do they impose their fucking iron will on us? They have an army of genetically engineered werewolves. You heard about the CRISPR scientist. Well, it turns out he did not, in fact, get stopped. The government is holding him in government-funded housing like Leo Getz.
You had me until the werewolves.
He is infecting people with lycanthropy as we speak. But the United States will not lay down without a plan. We have found a way to clone dead mammoth cells. Do I have to spell it for you? MAMMOTH's, bitch. And we will have mammoths mounted with Marines carrying all types of automatic weaponry, and we will stock the U.S. countryside, destroying all Chinese werewolves that may breach our shores. USA! USA!
You think mammoths are good eating?
I feel like if they don't do a good job with killing Chinese werewolves, I mean, that's a lot of flank steaks, bro.
Now, well, I agree with a majority of what you said. Yeah, you botched one point.
I missed something.
Yeah, you missed one thing. It's Zhao Zedong. It's not Mao Zedong.
Oh shit! I flubbed it.
If somebody brings up the baked Alaska wrap, I will eat a fucking booger.
Stop!
I'll eat a booger. That's not gonna happen.
I'll eat a.
You motherfucker!
Do you hear that fart, Ben?
Dude, your farts smell like someone pouring a bucket of water.
Okay, hold on.
Pool.
So I heard some things that happened on the previous Spins East. What the fuck happened, Ben?
Well, they decided to build the moon because it was costing too much money to light one of their cities, man. Look it up. That's all real.
I was just asking, did you throw up due to a fart? Is that what happened?
I didn't throw up.
Ben didn't throw up, but I did.
I heard something about a fart from the last one.
I had farts on the last private show. I farted like once every 3 seconds for the entire duration of the episode. I swear.
This is not a very big room.
I was the most farty person in the history of farts that night, and Ben tied for the night because it was going so late and long that him and Sofane decided to come back for round 2 at a later date because they were just going hard for long.
Mm-hmm.
John, turn on your camera.
I can't, literally.
You guys.
I literally can't. I tried. It's Skype, dude. Like I loaded up.
Blame everybody else.
I am very salty about it because it worked last time I was on here.
Everybody else.
Wow.
The only I'm just gonna show you right now. The only camera you fucking get is my fucking wheel.
Oh
that's
my god!
Over there.
I didn't realize that what it was showing you guys was backwards.
Oh no.
Is it backwards for you guys?
No, it's not backwards at all.
Oh, okay. When I see it, when it shows it to me, it's showing it backwards. That's so weird. Anyway,
Skype settings has the mirror effect on, bringing back the kids.
First Democratic presidential
Here we go.
debate. We are set
I'm just saying, I'm getting live animation. I don't know what's up with your camera.
So right now, let's turn it over to Chuck Todd.
I don't know. We have Hellben on, and he does the floating head thing, and it's fine.
What the fuck is Rachel Maddow doing here?
This is NBC.
Not crying yet.
Yeah, we had to swap out some people.
The breakdown for each night was selected at random.
Who the fuck is this fart sniffer next door?
He's the host of Face the Nation on Sunday mornings.
We'll be ruthless if necessary.
Oh, dude, his interview with Trump was fucking gold.
How you doing? Good.
And we've got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to be talking about guns and climate here up top. A whole
We're going to be talking about guns
in this hour.
He
Obviously,
does
because of the size
a
of the
lot
field.
of the political shows are on
Person will
Sunday
be able to weigh in
mornings,
on
like on
everything,
network
but
TV.
Over the course of this next hour, we will hear from everyone. I promise everybody.
Oh,
And to
Meet the
begin with,
Press.
we're gonna
Yeah,
go with
I think
guns
you're
and
right.
Senator
Not
Warren, I wanna
not
start with
Face
you.
the Nation.
We are
Meet the
less
Press.
than 50
I think.
miles
Is it Meet the
from
Press or
Parkland,
Face the
Florida,
Nation?
where 17 people
I'm getting
were
them
killed
confused.
in a school
Anyway.
shooting last year, and where there has been
Close. Is that a
significant
prepositional
activism
phrase?
on gun violence ever since. Many of you are calling for a restoration of an assault weapons ban. But even if implemented, there will still be hundreds of millions of guns in this country should there be a role for the federal government?
Your other mics are on.
Everybody's mics are on. I think we have a.
The mics are hot.
I heard that too.
That'd be great if like somebody
Is
just
this
started
weird technical garbage?
if someone just started cussing.
I don't feel so bad about our technical issues now.
Yeah.
Even the news does it.
So the question is simply this: we're from. I apologize, you guys didn't get to hear this. The first part of the question.
Holy shit,
dude! This is so bad.
Gun activism has become
there you go. You got
a
his
big
mic
part
now.
of high school life up there in Broward County. Many of you are calling for tighter gun restrictions. Some of you are calling for the restoration of the assault weapons ban. But even if it's put in place, there's still going to be perhaps hundreds of millions of guns still on the streets. Is there a role for the federal government in order to play in order to get these guns?
There's people talking in the background distracting this guy from what he's saying.
we are.
It's just like
we are hearing our colleagues.
Somebody in the back.
Sorry, I'm putting an order in for Chipotle.
This is a
If the
disaster.
control room could turn off the mics of
Whatever.
our previous
At least Rachel
moderators, we will.
Maddow's a fucking solid man.
Oh my God. You misgendered
Guess
her.
what, guys?
She's the man.
We are going to
She's not
take
a
a
man.
quick break.
Love her.
We're going to get this technical
Fuck's
situation
sake.
fixed. We will be right back.
We're gonna
Oh, they gotta go to break.
They
It's that bad.
They just came back from
They
fucking
just
break,
got
too.
back.
That's a professional operation right there, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen of America, this is President Donald J. Trump.
election.
They're getting
Ben's
paid.
wrong about Chipotle.
Dude.
All right,
Chipotle's
so now we're gonna
delicious.
go ahead and we're gonna dive into our next part of the debate in which we talk about gun control. Can somebody
for
turn
real.
off that? Can somebody turn that off over there?
The only thing worse is if they actually had a mass shooting breakout during the gun control talk.
Stop.
That's next. That's when they come back from the break.
No.
That's the only way this could have gone any worse. We're going to talk about guns in school. P.S. The fucking PA is on in the background. Attention, everybody. We're ordering Chipotle
wait.
for the entire room. Who wants to get a chicken salad bowl?
Make sure he gets the barbacoa bowl, please. Thank you very much.
Is that
Can I get the
distortion?
barbacoa bowl with a side of the dressing, salad
shit.
dressing? Can I get the salad dressing?
Welcome
with
to
the side?
Drunken Peasants. How can I help you?
I almost just knocked over Ben's bang.
Narrow that Trump path was in the Electoral College in 2016. You can start by looking at Wisconsin. Look at that margin there. Fewer than 25,000 votes
Wisconsin,
separated Clinton from Trump in Wisconsin. This was a state that had not
they
gone
still
for a
haven't figured
Republican
out
in a
the,
presidential election
3 years ago.
since
Jesus.
19.
Don't rub it in, Jesus. Who that?
Hello.
Oh no. Oh no.
JF, are you here? I wanted to run for president, but I guess I'm not American, so I have to be president of the garbage island.
What the fuck is
JF, help! I got Chipotle stuck in my ear. John Page is the worst right now.
Yeah, I just turned him down.
John Page, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you. John Page, I'm gonna beat you up.
I'm so sorry. That was the wrong one.
You mayo eating twerp. That's right. I'm gonna cut a fucking promo on you.
You ruined our. John got too high.
Yeah, what's
what
wrong
I
with
actually
you,
said was,
Welcome to Canada. Please don't spray on our walls.
that's what I actually said, but I hit the wrong filter. So I
No
apologize.
shit, you did.
Welcome
You
to
ear-raped the
Singapore.
entire
Please
audience.
spray on our walls so we can beat the fuck out of you with a wet bamboo stick.
Ooh, that's Singapore. I do like Singapore. Say
You
what
could
you
get hit
want
with a
about.
stick?
Yeah, say what you
I
want
would
about
love to
public
see you go
beings.
there and get in trouble.
Oh, you know I
because
would.
you don't even know what.
Yeah, you know I would do something.
Oh, dude, even like saying the kind of shit you say to people in public would get you
Yeah.
beat.
I'd be like, "Hey, little guy, you want some ramen?"
Like,
and then they'd fucking hit me.
Like offending people is actually
the
illegal.
wrong country.
Yeah, like like there are rules against offending people.
I just see like a little fat kid, and I'd pick my nose and flick a booger at him, and I'd go to jail for like a week.
dude, I guarantee you that's illegal.
Really?
Yes.
You can't pick and flick a
Not,
booger at a fat
dude,
kid?
using a public toilet and not flushing is a crime.
But what if I can't flush? What if it?
If you're naked and you walk through if you're naked in your own house and you walk by a window and someone even sees a sliver of you and calls the police, you'll get
A
arrested.
sliver?
Yes.
What?
This is
I'm not
Singapore,
buying.
right?
No. In Singapore, these are look them up. Chewing gum, having not just littering with it, but having chewing gum in Singapore is a jailable offense.
Do you think I'd get caned?
Like cigarettes, jailable? Like smoking cigarettes, isn't that a jailable offense in Singapore?
I think smoking is okay, but I think smoking is okay in Singapore, but throwing it on the street.
Do you think I'd get caned for having farts like I did the other night in Singapore?
There might be some law against
if I had 80,000 farts.
Fart limit.
Fuck, YouTube just fucked us again, and everyone's gonna have to refresh.
Really?
Their stream, yeah.
Mine's still over here.
So dumb. I saw it happen, and I hit refresh like instantly.
Because I knew
it's
live right now, so
it is live.
Yeah.
Give us some refresh.
No, this happens to us all the time.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Warren, and I'm here to say
Why
I'm the
is
best
this-
president of the United States.
Why is this muted right now?
Oh. Did we mute everything? Did we break the browser?
I can still hear you.
Yeah. It's something on my end that I'm overlooking right now. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Warren, and I just want to tell everybody in America, if you vote for me, I'll give you all fresh baked apple pie.
That's what I think of when I think of
how
Elizabeth
fresh are we
Warren.
talking about? Right out of the
Like,
oven? That
yeah,
needs to be
straight out the
serious
oven.
pie.
We're talking the apples were picked this morning.
That's our
and the fucking oven's still warm.
as adults. 7 children
That's a hell of a
will
fresh
die
pie.
today from gun violence, children and teenagers. And they won't just die in mass shootings. They'll die on sidewalks, they'll die in playgrounds, they'll die in people's backyards.
This is a
Gun
fucking horrible
violence is a
campaign pitch.
national health emergency.
Stop talking about
in
it
this
right now and go
country,
save 'em.
And we need to treat it like that.
Please answer America's questions about
So
the
what
wicked
can we
next.
do? We can do the things that are sensible. We can do the universal background checks. We can ban the weapons of war. But we can also double down on the research and find out what really works, where it is that we can make the differences at the margins that will keep
Everybody
our
watching
children
can
safe.
give us a like.
We need to treat this like the
Thank you, Senator
virus
Warren.
that's killing our children.
You didn't address, do you think the federal government needs to go and figure out a way to get the guns that are already out there?
What I think we need to do
Very
is we need to treat it like a serious research problem, which we have not done. You know, guns in the hands of a collector who's had them for decades, who's never fired them, who takes safety seriously.
Never fired
That's very different from guns that are sold and turned over quickly. We can't treat this as an across-the-board problem. We have to treat it like a public health emergency. That means bring data to bear, and it means make real change in this country,
Thank you,
whether
Senator.
it's politically popular or not.
Senator Booker, you have a
We need
program.
to fight for our children.
Senator
What
Booker,
data do we not have?
She's doing the think
a
of the
federal
children
government
fallacy
buyback
like Billy
program.
likes
No,
to do.
she's smart.
Your plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How is that going to work?
Well, first of all, I want to say my colleague and I both
You know what
have
I
been
want
hearing
so
this
bad
on
right
the
now?
campaign trail.
Some of these
But what's
Zell's
even worse is
chicken.
I hear gunshots in
I
my
would eat the
neighborhood.
What was
fuck
that?
out of it.
I think I'm the only one. I
Zell's
hope I'm the only
chicken.
one on this
It's a
panel
local
here that had
place
7
here.
people shot in their neighborhood just last week. Someone I knew, Shahad Smith, was killed with an assault rifle at the top of my block last year.
At the
For
top of my
millions of
block.
Americans, this is not a policy issue.
Shahad
this
was
is an
murdered on my
emergency. And for
block.
those who have not been directly affected,
Yeah, I like how he makes
they're
it sound-
tired of living in a
because
country
I'm
where
from
their
the
kids
hood.
go to
It's
school
time
to
to
learn
put
about
Corey
reading,
in the house.
writing, and arithmetic,
Corey
and
in the
how to deal
house.
with an active
Corey
shooter in
in
their
the
school.
White House.
This
Corey in the
is something that
house.
I'm tired of, and I'm tired of hearing
Mr.
people all they
Booker,
have to
go
offer
to
Dude,
the
I
White
want
House.
Corey in the house
Fuck.
right now.
In my faith, people say faith without works
He's getting
is
that
dead.
emotional
So we
promo
will
on.
find a way. But the reason we have a problem right now is we've let the corporate
This
gun
is better
lobby
than the
frame
Hard
this
Times
debate.
promo.
It is time
No,
that
it's
we
not.
have
He's starting to get a little bit
actions
of
and
a
bold
legit
agenda.
angry face
I will
going
get
there.
It's better than a
that done
crime time
as
promo. It's
president
not a
of
hard
quiver in
times
the
promo.
brow.
This is not about
It's
policy.
crime
It's
time.
not personal.
Thank you, Senator Booker.
Secretary
Raise the roof, Cory Booker.
The one guy from Crime Time got arrested
active shooter drills
in
schools.
Columbus.
School shootings seem like
on
an
in the
almost
short
every
north.
day or
There's a
every
video
week
of it.
occurrence
It's
now. They don't
hilarious.
make
Not
a
Shad,
complete
the other
news
guy,
cycle
right?
anymore, no
Yeah,
matter
the
death
really
toll.
big one.
As
The
parents
Shad?
are
He was
so
the big-
afraid
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah,
to
the big
school that their
one.
kids will be caught up in
Yeah.
something like this. Next to nothing has changed in federal law that might affect the prevalence of school shootings. Is this a problem that is going to continue to get worse over our lifetimes, or is there something that you would do as president that you really think would turn it around?
Why is she looking into the camera?
Rachel, I'm the dad
'Cause she does
of
POV
10-year-old
porn?
girl, Karina, who's here tonight. And the worst thing.
Why does it look like Julian Castro's in hell right now on our screen?
Someone send us barbecue. I am putting a link in the chat if you would like.
Treat streaming right now?
Oh, dude, I do have
a treat stream.
January 20th, 2021.
I want the burger. That's what I want.
PM,
But Billy the Fridge
we're gonna
can't eat
have
the
a
burger,
Democratic
so
president,
I
a
want the
Democratic House,
barbecue.
and a
Just get Ben
Democratic
whatever you want to get him.
Oh damn! Billy the Fridge over on his calories tonight.
The activists of Parkland, folks from Moms Demand, who have risen up across the United States and inspired so many people. You know, we may not have seen yet legislative action, but we're getting closer. The House took a vote.
We're
In the
getting
Senate,
closer.
The question often is,
He sounds like
if
Obama.
the decision is between
All right,
60
yeah,
I was gonna say that was a little Obama movie.
Now let me be clear.
Let me be clear. Choose common sense gun reform. So I believe that we're going to be able to get that done in 2021.
Tulsi's got a badonkadonk.
Tulsi's the tallest woman on stage by far.
Hell yeah, she's also the youngest.
Yeah.
You're talking about
If you don't
in
count
this
Rachel
country,
Maddow.
These kids are traumatized.
She's not on
I
stage.
support all the gun reforms here. We need to start dealing with the trauma that our kids have. We need trauma-based care in every school. We need social and emotional learning in every school. 90% of the shooters who do school shootings come from the school they're in,
If
and
you do school
73%
shootings,
of
you're
them
bad.
feel shamed, traumatized, or bullied. We
is
need to
just
make sure that
bullshit.
these kids feel
What is he
connected to
talking
the
about?
school. That means a mental health counselor in every single school in the United
He's
States.
saying give
we
mental
need to start
health
playing offense. If our
for
kids
the
are
shooters?
so traumatized that they're getting a gun and going into our schools,
for people
we're
who
doing
could
something
be
wrong
ashamed.
too, and we need reform around trauma-based care.
Thank you. I like that too.
All right, so he's winning points. He actually is.
Let's give a safe space for the school shooters.
Agree with you on everything
Hey, look at that
else.
barbecue dream.
Okay, but says, you know what? The Democrats.
Okay,
if I vote
so
for 'em in there,
hopefully
they're gonna
that shows
take
up,
my
'cause
gun
sometimes
away.
Dickie's is a little
And even though I
weird.
agree with you on all these other issues,
Mm.
how do you have that conversation?
Here's how we had that conversation.
Dickie's
in
barbecue, delicious.
I shared with them
No shit.
what I
Delicioso.
learned from those students who survived the Santa Fe
hard
High
beta.
School shooting.
I'm a ghoulish-looking
young student
white
named
guy.
Bree, her friend Marcel, who survived another shooting.
His
the
head
mother
does seem
of
kinda
a
oddly
victim
shaped,
who lost
right?
her life, Rhonda Hart. They talked about
We're getting a
universal
half
background
pound
checks
of
when you close
jalapeno
every loophole.
cheddar
We know it's
kielbasa and a
statewide.
half pound of
Talked about ending
chicken
the sales
breast.
of assault weapons into our communities. Those weapons of war
somebody
were
just
designed to
making
kill
some sneezing
people as
sounds.
Yeah, that was my
effectively, as
fiance
efficiently as
sneezing.
possible. They
Sorry.
belong on the battlefield
Bless
and not
you.
in our communities. Red flag laws, so that if someone poses a danger to themselves or to someone else, they're stopped before it's too late. And what I found in each one of those 254 counties is that Democrats and independents and Republicans,
Someone
gun
said
owners and
Beto
non-gun
looks like
owners
he works in
alike
our
agree.
in IT.
But this effort must be led by the young people that you referenced at the beginning of this issue. Those
IT,
students
he
from
looks like he
Marjory
works in
Stoneman Douglas
HR.
led the
I bet
charge here
Beto's
in
only a
Florida,
few
and
years
they've been able
older
to
than
change
me.
those laws.
Let's
They're
see.
making our democracy work, ensuring that our values
Beto's
and our
probably in his
interests and our
40s,
priorities
right?
are reflected in the laws that we
Early
pass.
Yeah, probably
40s,
mid-40s.
maybe?
I'd say 46.
Hang on.
Let's see.
That's probably
Let me give 30 seconds. Senator Klobuchar.
You're right on the
Iron
nose.
Range.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Damn, nice.
So he's almost
Gun
10 years. He's
confiscation,
8 years
right?
older
If
than
the
me.
government is buying back, how do you not have that conversation?
Well, that's not confiscation. You
Right.
would give them the offer to
He
buy
was
back
the
their gun.
mayor
But I'll
of
say
El
this. I look
Paso
at these
at one
proposals and I say, does this hurt my Uncle Dick in his deer stand, coming from a proud hunting and fishing
God.
state? These
That
proposals
sounded
don't
weird.
do that. When I was
Sorry.
a prosecutor, I supported the assault.
Does hurt
ban.
my Uncle Dick.
When I was in the Senate, I saw those moms from Sandy Hook come and try to advocate for change, and we all failed. And then now these Parkland kids from Florida, they started literally a national shift. You know why? It's just like with gay marriage.
Is she
when kids
5
talk to
feet
their
tall?
parents
Yeah.
and their grandparents,
she's
they say,
pretty
I
short,
don't
too.
understand why we can't put these
How
sensible
old is-
things in
or,
place. They
how tall is
listen.
Beta?
And if we get bested by
probably
a bunch of
6'1".
17-year-olds,
Beta and
it's the
Inslee
best
look like
thing
they're
that
about
ever
the same
happened.
height.
We need to get
Senator,
this
thank
done.
you.
Senator Booker, let me go to you on another
We got
matter,
another
actually. Senator Mitch McConnell says that his most consequential achievement as Senate Majority Leader was preventing President Obama from filling a Supreme Court seat.
Booker's got resting fucking
Having
gangster
served
face.
with Republicans on the Judiciary Committee, do you believe they would confirm your court nominees?
I'm going to use 20 of my seconds just to say there's one thing we don't
I'm
all
Cory
agree with
Booker.
when it comes to guns,
I'm
and I think it's
creamy
common
Obama.
sense, and over 70% of Americans agree with me. If you need a license to drive a car, you should need a license to buy and own a firearm. And not everybody in this field agrees with that, but in states like Connecticut that did that, they saw 40% drops
I wish they could
in gun
see.
violence and 15%
I wish the audience. I wish they could see that it was blue on our end right now.
When it comes to the Supreme Court,
what?
I'm blue. For some reason, the fucking screen on our end, like what we're seeing, is like got a blue tint to it.
It looks fine on mine.
Really? Huh? Yeah. It might just be me. That's weird.
It's probably that button you push to ear rape everybody. I mean, he looks like he's ready to yell at AA Ron right now.
Like Iowa.
Turn off your turn everything blue macros.
This is about getting us back.
All right, let me start doing that.
Only balance the Supreme Court, but start to
give me a second. I'm changing the RGB colors.
Frankly,
John Page with the blue tint.
Don't forget to access the mainframe.
I'm sorry. I'm taking it out of manatee mode. Okay.
Have you ever watched like any like hacking movie from the 80s and 90s?
Into the mainframe.
I just need to access the mainframe.
Yeah, the modem is 28.8K, brand new.
Saying what you want to have happen and having it happen. If you nominate a Supreme Court nominee as President of the United States and Mitch McConnell is still Senate Majority Leader,
why is his eye
what makes
twitching?
you believe that he would allow you to make a nominee?
Probably having a stroke.
Rachel, I am chief executive of the nation's largest city, and I also want to just say something quick on the gun issue and come to your question. Look, I run the largest police force in America, too, and if we're going to stop these shootings, we're going to get these guns off the street, we have to have a very different relationship between our police and our community.
Being mayor of New York is unlike being mayor of any other city.
That has got to be the most stressful mayor position.
Yeah,
that's a big job.
But if Giuliani could do it,
years, I've been raising a black
I mean,
someone from
the worst attack in the country's history happened on his watch.
You blaming him?
I'm not. I'm saying like,
yeah, maybe Giuliani should have done
deal with the fact that he has to take special.
I was going to say, as someone from New York who hates going to the city, I would not want to be in his shoes being the mayor of New York City. Or not mayor, or whatever. Being like a political figure in New York City.
Policing that brings police and community together. We've done that in New York City, and we've driven down crime while we've done it.
He's been the mayor since like 2013 or 14.
The Democratic Party.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's definitely got a boatload of experience if that's the case.
Yeah. It is a type of executive experience, too, that you can't even like, I mean, there are states that have a lower population than New York City. So like a governor, there are some governors that have a smaller population that they govern over than mayor of New York.
We're trying. I know you guys, we got other issues we're trying to get to, including a big one coming up in a minute. But Senator Warren, I want to continue on the Mitch McConnell thing because you have a lot of ambitious plans.
Oh, God.
For that. Okay.
People are saying he mentioned his black son.
Do you have a plan?
I mean, his wife is black and he has black kids. I don't even know if the kids are biologically his.
If he's still
did he say my black son?
Yeah, I think he did.
It's very
I don't think we heard it
plausible
because
you
we
could
were
get elected
talking, but
president
people in
with a
the chat are
Republican
saying
Senate.
it.
Do you have a plan
Sounds
to deal
like
with
an
Mitch
80s
McConnell?
sitcom, you know?
My black son. My black son. Dude, you know what I was mowing the lawn today and I came to a realization.
We are a democracy.
I'm going to shut up. Elizabeth Warren's just going to say a bunch of dumb drivel that we've already heard.
Just going to say we are democracy, and that's
I want to bring up a way more important subject that I came up with while I was mowing the lawn today than whatever the fuck Elizabeth Warren is saying.
Right.
TV shows these days, their theme songs do nothing to explain the show that you're about to watch. I charge you, gentlemen, to come up with a show whose theme song better explains the show than that of the Beverly Hillbillies. My claim is that you could have never watched one fucking episode of the Beverly Hillbillies, but after the theme song, if you listen to every fucking word, you already know what's going on in the story of the Beverly Hillbillies better than any other show.
Allow me to interject, Ben. Allow me. Now listen up and hear a tale of a fateful trip.
No, and
man, but that's all about
lasers, aeroplanes. It's
the style,
duck blur.
The style,
good one too.
The style. Someone said Power Rangers. Come on, all they say is Go Power.
Go Power Rangers.
Right. That's all you need to know.
Like
I was ready to go.
I think DuckTales is the front runner, though, man. Billy's right. That's up there.
The
Gilligan's, though.
You also have to throw in the style of the song and how well does it capture the mood of the show, too.
How about the only lyrics needed
tells exactly what the story of the show is.
We need to put forth
The
ideas of work, whether it's on
Simpsons.
creating universal
And that's all they
healthcare.
say, 'cause it's The Simpsons.
I love
It's
Danny
The
Elfman.
Simpsons.
I love Danny Elfman, but no.
The gun
Oh.
issue is related. The gun safety
Allow me.
issue is related.
Batman.
because I can't tell you how many times I've been
Batman.
and
Can
they've
Billy
said to
sing
me,
Friends theme song
you know,
to Fresh?
Democrats don't
This
do
theme song
anything
to
for
Fresh
us,
Prince.
Republicans don't do
Oh yeah,
anything
Fresh
for us.
Prince is
We fight all the time.
West
Yes,
Philadelphia,
yes,
born and
yes.
raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, just shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good.
Senator Booker, 30
Trouble
seconds.
in my neighborhood.
It's not a bad one.
With Mitch McConnell, you've been in the Senate. You can't get.
What the fuck are you doing, Billy?
Presidents can't do it. Is President Booker going to get his bills on the floor with Senator McConnell?
You know, when I got to the United States Senate, going back to what de Blasio said, as an African-American man in an African-American dominated community, I knew one of the biggest issues was criminal justice reform. From police accountability to dealing with the fact that we have a nation that has more African-Americans under criminal supervision than all the slaves in 1850. And when I got to the Senate, people told me we could not get a comprehensive criminal justice reform bill
a
done.
little bit of a
As
stretch
my colleagues in
comparison
the
there.
Senate know,
You know what though, Ben? I
fought
think
on
you're
that
right
bill from
because
the day
even
I
if
got to
these
the
other
Senate.
theme songs
Built
are
coalitions
really
across
on
the
point,
aisle. And
Beverly
today we
Hillbillies
passed
is
the
the whole
first step.
origin
It's
episode.
not as
They
far
never
as
had
I
to do
wanna
an
go,
origin episode.
but
Right.
All in the
people
theme
will be
song.
liberated.
And the genre of the song itself is so fitting. It puts you in the mood
Thank you, Senator Booker.
for the type of show that Beverly Hillbillies was.
Governor, you're going to be happy with where we go. Governor Inslee, this
Just
next
give us a
question
second.
is to you.
I also like the Mr. Ed
You got
theme
me?
song.
You got me? You have staked your candidacy on the issue of climate change. It is first, second, and third priority for you. You said it's all the issues. Let's get specific. We're here in Miami, which is already experiencing serious flooding on sunny days as a result of sea level rise. Parts of Miami Beach and the Keys could be underwater in our lifetimes. Does your plan save Miami?
Yes, first by taking away the filibuster from Mitch McConnell.
Oh my God,
to start
fix
with.
your audio,
We have to
guys.
do that.
This audio
Okay,
is
look,
shit.
We are the first generation to feel the sting of climate change, and we are the last that can do something about it. Our towns are burning, our fields are flooding, Miami is inundated. And we have to understand, this is a climate crisis, an emergency. And it is our last
He did pass
chance
laws
in the
here in
administration,
Washington where
next
we're
one, to
going to
do
have renewable
something about
energy
it.
in 30
And
years
we need
here.
to do what I've done in my state.
Yeah.
We've passed
Here it
a
is.
100% clean electrical grid bill. We now have
Yep.
a vision statement, and my plan has been called the gold standard of putting people to work. But the most
Has it been working?
important thing on this,
I
I
think
it's just in the planning stages right now.
And it's going
Who's gonna
to
make
slowly
this the first
implement
priority?
within the next like
And I am
25 to
the
30
candidate
years.
in the
Right,
only
right.
one
It takes
saying
time,
this
sure.
has to be the top priority of the United States, the organizing principle to mobilize the United States so that we can do what we've always done, lead the world and invent the future and put 8 million people to work.
Governor Inslee,
That's what
thank
we're
you.
going to do.
Governor Inslee.
Congressman O'Rourke, you've also put out a big climate change
You can't put all your eggs in one
plan from
basket.
your campaign.
We
You
got
want
a
some
lot
big
of stuff
changes in
going
a
on.
pretty short
Yeah.
period of time, including switching to renewable
Yeah,
energy.
my
pushing to
Texas
replace
climate
gas-powered
change
cars in
is to
favor of
make
electric
sure
ones.
that people who have
What's your
big
message to a
trucks
voter who
put a
supports
mud
the
flap
overall
on them?
goal of what you're trying to do, but suddenly feels as if government's telling them how to live and ordering them how to live? What is that balance like?
I think you've got to bring everybody in to the decisions and the solutions to the challenges that we face. That's why we're traveling everywhere, listening to everyone. We were in Pacific Junction, a town that had
seems
never meaningfully
unprepared.
flooded before, just up against the Missouri River in Iowa. And every home in that community.
Well, I
had
think he
flooded.
often seems
There were
like
farms
he just
outside
expects a
Pacific
big
Junction
reception.
that were effectively
You know,
lakes.
he's kind of like,
Those
man, I'm
farmers
already
already
beto. Y'all
underwater
can
in
clap
debt.
for me, but
Their markets
No,
closed to them
I
by a
think
trade
his
war under this
reputation
administration,
took a big hit.
And now they don't know what to do.
It had
We,
something
the
to-
administration,
it had
are gonna
something to do
fund
with the way
resiliency
he
in those
announced his
communities
campaign
in
on
Miami,
TV.
in Houston,
That video,
Texas,
right?
those
That
places
weird,
that are
like,
on the front
it, like, that
lines
name
of
video
climate
thing he did?
change
The one
today.
with the
We're gonna
skateboarding
mobilize
and
$5
shit.
trillion
Wasn't
in
he
this
always
economy
standing
over
on
the
top
next
of
10 years. We're gonna
countertops?
free ourselves
He was
from
in
the
a punk
dependence
rock
on
band
fossil
in high
fuels,
school.
and we're going to put
Yeah.
farmers and
They had pictures of
ranchers
him
in the driver's
cross-dressing
seat.
and stuff with his band, and they made that
Renewable
like
and sustainable
a way to
agriculture
denigrate
make
him
sure that we
against
capture
Ted
more
Cruz.
carbon
That's
out of
dumb.
the air and keep more of it in the soil.
But yeah,
paying
like, just
farmers
like
for the
me, I was
environmental
a punk
services
rock
that they want to
cross-dresser.
And you
provide.
cross-dress,
If all
this
of
is
us
trap
does all
Beto.
that we can,
Trap
then we're going to be able
Beto.
to keep keep this planet from warming another 2 degrees Celsius and ensure that we match what this country can do.
I got a guy that can fix climate change for $50 billion.
30 seconds, Secretary Castro,
That's the deal, man.
Who pays for the mitigation to climate, whether it's building seawalls, for people that are perhaps living in places that they shouldn't be living? Is this a federal government issue that needs to do that? Do they have to move these people? What do you do
Define
about
places
that
where they shouldn't be living. What does that mean?
They're building a house someplace that isn't safe. Who pays to build that house? And how much should the government be bailing them out?
Well, I don't think that represents the vast majority of the issue. In fact, my first visit after I announced my candidacy wasn't to Iowa or New Hampshire. It was to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Because people should know that if
Puerto
I'm elected
Rico.
president,
Puerto
everybody
Rico.
will count.
Puerto Rico.
And, I'm one of the few candidates
Puerto
in this
Rico.
race with executive experience, with a track record of getting things done. When
Anyone
I was mayor
that's
of San
ever been
Antonio,
to El Paso,
we moved our local public utility. We began
you
to
guys
shift
gotta
it
know about
from
Chico's
coal-fired plants
Tacos.
to solar and other renewables, and also
I
creating
only know
more
of
than
Torchy's
800
Tacos,
jobs.
but that's
When
different
I was
entirely.
health secretary, we
Chico's
worked on the
Tacos.
National Disaster Resilience Competition
And
to
it's
invest
a
in communities that
weird
were trying
type
to
of
rebuild from natural disasters
Southwest
in a sustainable
Texan
way. That's the
taco.
way that we're going to help
It's
ensure
almost like
that we're all safer
flauta
in the years
soup
to come, and
in
that
a
we
way.
combat climate change. And if I'm
Weird.
elected president, the first thing that I would do,
dude. Like,
Senator Klobuchar
you're,
already said,
since you're from
I
Texas,
do like
you
a flauta.
Yeah. So you know what a flauta is. It's also known as a taquito.
I got a full question.
Yeah,
for
see?
you, which
There
is
they go right
this.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
There are a lot of the climate
floating
plans
in like a
include
red
pricing
chili
carbon,
soup.
taxing carbon in some way. This type
Oh,
of
I would eat
proposal.
that.
And this is
had in a few
Chico's
places, whether
Tacos.
It's Washington State,
It's
where
flautas
voters
covered
voted
in
it down. You've
cheese,
had the yellow
floating
vest
in like this
movement.
red
We
chili
had in
soup.
Australia, one
It's kind of
party
like
rejected out
if
of
you
fear
know how
of
you
the
have soft
cost of
tacos and
climate
hard
change sort
tacos.
of
It's like hard
being put on the
enchiladas.
backs of the consumer.
Yeah, but floating
If
in
pricing
soup and like
carbon
chili
is just
soup.
Floating in
politically
soup.
impossible, how do we pay
It's red
for
chili
climate
soup.
mitigation?
It's so good.
We're over here talking about Mexican American policy. You're pulling up some fucking taquito soup, man.
It's delicious.
But let me just
Jiminy
talk
Christmas.
to the previous
Jiminy
question
Christmas.
about
You have no respect
real
for the
politics.
political
we could talk
process.
about climate. We could talk about
I know there's
going
gonna be
to
at least one person in the chat
issues
that's
that
had
we all
Chico's
care
before.
about. We have a perception problem with the Democratic Party. We are not connecting to the working class
I hate how I'm
people
starting to like
in
Tim
the very
Ryan because
states
he's
that
so
I represent
bland.
in Ohio, in the industrial Midwest. We've lost
He
all
has my
connection.
accent too.
He's got some
my
mafia.
regular
The
accent if I
center
talk
of
the way
gravity of the Democratic Party
my family
from
members
being
do.
coastal and
He's got those mafia
elitist
eyes, dude.
and Ivy League, which
He
is
might
the
be a
perception
Youngstown
to
mover
somebody
and shaker,
from
honestly.
the forgotten
They're
communities
still
that have
there.
been left behind for the last 30 years. To
I know
get
of
those
people,
workers
like I
back
know
on
of
our
people
side, so
who
we
have been
can say
murdered
we're going to build
even
electric
like within the
vehicles, we're going
last
to
10
build
years
solar
by the mob
panels.
in Youngstown.
But if you want to beat Mitch McConnell, this better be a working
still
class
weird how
party.
that
If
shit
you want to go
happens
into
there.
Kentucky
I don't know
and
where
take
he's
his
from,
rear
though.
end out, and if you want to take
His
Lindsey
rear
Graham
end.
out, you got to
He's
have
rear
a
end.
taller
Take his
party
rear end
that can
out.
go
I'm
into
gonna
the
give him a
textile
spanking
community
like he
in
won't
South
believe.
Carolina. So all I'm saying here,
Thank you, Congressman
all I'm saying here is,
Way to make us
You're
sound
done.
like total honks.
You're done, son.
if we don't address that fundamental problem with our connection to workers, white, black, brown, gay, straight, working class
told you to
people,
shut the fuck
none of
up.
this is going to get done, Chuck.
Thank you very much.
It's not gonna get done, Chuck.
It's not going to get done,
Congressman
Chuck.
Delaney, I'm going to get to you.
Oh my
done,
god.
bud.
Introduced the only bipartisan carbon tax bill in
30
the
seconds.
Congress.
All right.
Jesus fucking.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere.
Dude, he
Who
just
is
cashed
this
in.
guy?
Right.
This is
You
like the
can't put a
prequel
price on carbon,
Crypt
raise
Keeper.
energy prices,
Why
and not
take
give the
up
money back to
valuable
the American
airtime
people.
with this guy?
My proposal, which is put a price on carbon, give a dividend back to the American
Yeah,
people.
no one
It
gives
goes
a
out
shit,
one
dude.
pocket, back in the other.
Thank you,
I
Congressman.
can get that
You
passed
can't
my
win.
first year
I
as
believe this
president
guy's name
with
is
a
Putsy
coalition of every
Fuckerton.
Democrat
You're not
in the
gonna
Congress
win.
and the
That's
Republicans
accurate. That's
who
right.
live in coastal
That's
states.
right, yeah.
Because Republicans in
thank you.
Florida, they
Yeah,
actually
Congressman, shut the
care
fuck
about
up.
this
Putsy
issue.
I wish I
Fuckerton.
could run the
This has gotta
debate and be
our
like,
way forward
Congressman,
if we're
shut the
actually
fuck up.
serious about this issue.
Congresswoman Gabbard.
Thank you.
We're going to move here. One of the first things you did after launching your campaign was to issue an apology to the LGBTQ community about your past
that's
That
gonna
sounds
go
like
well.
you're off
gay
to a very
rights.
good start.
After the Trump administration's rollbacks of civil rights protections for many in that community. Why should voters in that community, or voters that care about this issue in general, trust you now?
Well, let me say that there is no one in our government at any level who has the right to tell any American who they should be allowed to love or who they should be allowed to marry.
No animals, no
over
kids.
6 years,
No animals, no kids.
Shows my commitment to fighting for LGBTQ
The whale was very clear
equality.
about that.
I serve on the Equality Caucus and recently voted for passage of the Equality Act. Maybe many people in this country can relate to the fact that I grew up in a socially conservative home. held views when I was very young that I no longer hold today. I've served with LGBTQ service members, both in training and deployed downrange.
Letters are they going to add to that in my lifetime?
Pretty sure the next iteration
Isn't
is
there already more than the Q?
It's LGBTQ now.
No,
because we're getting barbecue delivered from Dickie's Gay Barbecue. LGBTQ.
For their families, it is
You know what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to go to Capitol Hill.
It's very important.
With the Billy Neighbor song, and be like, "Do you know this racist Billy the Fridge?"
American civil rights community,
and be like, "Watch this! You won't believe what this racist Billy."
Just wait until you get a letter from my lawyer.
He's the world's most racist comedian. I mean, that's what I heard about him before I came on today.
Of murder right now. We don't talk enough about how many children, about 30% of LGBTQ kids who do not go to school because of fear. It's not enough just to be on the Equality Act. I'm an original co-sponsor. We need to have a president.
I should have a meetup where it's like Billy the Fridge is a racist rally, where I just get as many people as I can to stand on the street corner with like signs that say Billy the Fridge is a racist. When people come up and be like, "What are you talking about?" I'll be like, "Watch this."
For decades, the Democratic Party has counted on African American voter turnout as step one to win elections on a national level. Democrats are counting on the Latino community now and in the future in the same way. What have you done for Black and Latino voters that should enthuse them about going to the polls for you if you're your party's nominee?
My life and my career and my work in the Senate has been about economic
Why is your face so droopy?
And
let's ask
to
the
me,
important
this
question.
means
Oh my gosh.
better child care.
What?
For everyone in this
Virginia
country.
Slim Ross
when you
alone.
want to have an economy that works, you
Amy
need to have retirement that works. You need to
Klobuchar
have
is
public
Virginia
schools
Slim
that work.
She doesn't
And you
give
also need to
blowjobs.
make
She gives
sure
slobber knockers.
that those communities are able to get those
You did that with
jobs
our
in the future,
waitress.
the STEM jobs. In fact,
We had
Donald
a
Trump, one of the
waitress
first
that Billy
bills
was like,
he
"Dude, she'd be
signed
so
of the
hot if
34
half
he
of her
signed where
face
I was the
wasn't
lead
sagging."
Democrat. Okay, that's a first up here.
She was hot though.
Was one
If
that
half
was
of her
about
face
that,
wasn't
making
sagging.
sure
No,
she was hot
minority
with the sag
community
face.
members could share
She had
in those
like
jobs.
the thing where half of
to
her
me,
face didn't work.
Give
This
you
is
like
about
a
a few
crazy
things. It's about an
diagonal rim
African
job
American
or some
woman
shit
that goes
with
to a
that face.
hospital.
Oh
and
my fucking
God.
He said she could give him a slobber knocker.
Her baby dies.
Yeah.
That's where he came up with that whole
African-American
term.
women make 61 cents for every dollar a white man makes. So, in short, we need to, one, and I will do this in my first 100 days as president. We will
First 100
to make
days.
sure everyone
Yeah, I
can
don't
vote.
like that.
100 days.
100 right
A lot
there.
of presidents, though, they say they'll do something on day one that they just never do.
Senator and I worked on that First Step Act, but we should go to the Second Step Act.
It's like not only do they not do it on day one, they just never do
Thank you
it.
very much.
Like
30 seconds
Obama with
to you,
Guantanamo.
Secretary Castro, this is a 70%
And
Latino
also,
state here in
well,
Miami. You are the only
Trump
Latino
with
Democrat
locking
who's
up Hillary.
running
That was the
this
other
year
one
in
that he said he was going to do on his first fucking day.
Enough of an answer. What Senator Klobuchar is describing there, an economic justice agenda. Is that enough to mobilize Latino voters to stand with the Democratic Party in a big way?
Well, I also think that we have to recognize racial and social justice. And, you know, I was in Charleston not too long ago, and I remembered that Dylan Roof went to the Mother Emanuel AME Church, and he murdered 9 people who were worshiping, and then he was apprehended by police without incident. Well, but what about Eric Garner and Tamir Rice and Laquan McDonald and Sandra Bland and Pamela Turner and Antonio Arce? I'm proud that I'm the only candidate so far that has put forward legislation that would reform our policing system in America and make sure that no matter what the color of your skin is, that you're treated the same, including Latinos who are mistreated too oftentimes by police.
Secretary Castro, thank you.
Let me go
I
over to
can't
Lester
even
Holt,
say
who's got a
Latino
question, I
right.
believe a viewer question.
I'm over here, Chuck.
Where are
Thanks.
you here?
You
We
take
ask
everything
voters
away
across
from
the
me.
country to submit their questions to the candidates. Let me read one now. This comes from John in New York.
Lester
who
Holt looked
submitted
like a
this question.
malnutritioned
He
O.J.
asks,
Simpson.
Does the United States have a responsibility to protect in the case of genocide or crimes against humanity? Do
He's
we
one of
have
the
a
good
responsibility to
He's a good
intervene
boy.
to protect
What a
people
good one.
threatened by their governments,
as far as a
even when
journalist, yeah,
atrocities do
he's
not
one of the good
affect
ones.
American
In my
corporate
opinion.
interests? I'd like to direct that question to Congressman O'Rourke.
Is he a conehead?
John, I appreciate the question.
I meant
The
as
answer
a
is
as
yes.
a journalist, he's one of the good ones. I
That
didn't
action
mean
shows to be
his
undertaken
race.
with allies and partners and friends. When the United States presents a united front, we have a much better chance of achieving our foreign policy aims and preventing the kind of genocide to which you refer, the kind of genocide that we saw.
Do you mean
in Rwanda,
Lester
the kind
or
of genocide
Beto?
we want to stop going
Beto.
forward. But unfortunately, under this administration, President Trump has alienated our allies and our friends and our alliances. He's diminished our standing in the world, and he's made us weaker as a country, less able to confront challenges, whether it's Iran or North Korea or Vladimir Putin in Russia, who attacked and invaded our democracy in 2016, and who President Trump has offered another invitation to do the same. He's embraced strongmen and dictators at the expense of the great democracies. As president, I will make sure that we live our values in our foreign policy. I will ensure that we strengthen those alliances and partnersps and friendships and meet any challenge that we face together. That makes America stronger.
But what about the War Powers Act?
Congressman O'Rourke, thank you.
What about the War Powers Act being a part of that equation? With deep respect,
who on this stage would you vote for, Billy? Go
on this stage?
Yes.
Tulsi Gabbard. War without congressional authorization.
Anyone else?
This is very personal for me.
If you had to vote for one, you had to vote for one.
In the U.S.
I'm talking about Hawaiian Road
had half
right
his
now.
leg blown off.
Gabbard?
He came home with scars, both physical and
I don't know, man. Like,
and he did not recover. He
I don't know. Usually, like, it speaks to me who I'm going to vote for, but I see fucking no one right now.
And that battle didn't kill him, but that war did.
Yeah, you know what though? I'm going to play fair and say I have to vote for one. I cannot not vote for anyone.
God forbid there is a genocide.
I have to vote for one.
I get that.
Without congressional
I'll say
approval. Democrats
Tulsi
and Republicans
also.
both in the Congress have not challenged presidents and have let them get away with running
So
the
far,
without
perpetual coin toss says
We
vote for
learned a lesson
Plexi
in Vietnam. We
Fulkerton.
seem
The
to have
Ohio
forgotten.
guy is
And
actually
decisions have to be
surprising.
made
I know
by the
nothing
United
about
States.
him.
He's good. I think a lot of these people are good.
De Blasio's okay too.
Yeah, I like De Blasio. I like Castro.
Why'd they put the two tallest guys all the way over on the
President
left?
Obama and President
I'm
Trump
not sure they're that much taller than Beto.
Dude, he's taller. He's taller than Beto.
But it isn't over for
De
America.
Blasio
Why
is
isn't
taller
it
than
over?
all
Why
of them,
can't
like head and
presidents of
shoulders.
very different parties
Taller
and
than
very
all of
different
them.
shoulders.
Yes, he is.
He's a couple inches taller than Beto tops.
I
Let's
appreciate
see.
that question. So I've been in Congress 17 years, and
Wow.
12
Tim
of those
Ryan.
years I've sat on the
Tim
Armed
Ryan's a
Services
sweet boy.
Committee, either the Defense Appropriations Committee or the
He
Armed
should
Services
be
Committee.
the vice
And the lesson
president
that
of
I've
whoever
learned
gets the
over
nomination.
Tim Ryan?
is that you
To
have
swing
to
that Ohio
stay
State?
Yes.
engaged in these
Dude,
situations.
a Republican
Nobody likes
has
it. It's
never
long,
won
it's tedious,
the presidency
but right now
without
we have-
Ohio.
So I would say
It's actually
we must be
strategically
engaged in this. We must have our
impossible
State Department engaged.
for them
we must
to
have our
win.
military
Yes.
engaged to the
Look it
extent
up.
they need to
Look
be.
it up.
But the reality
Never,
of it is,
never
this president
once
doesn't
has a
even have people
Republican
appointed
ever
in the
won
State
the
Department to
presidency
deal with these things. Whether
without
we're talking
Ohio.
about Central America,
Donald Trump
whether we're
commented
talking
on the
about
audio
Iran,
issue
whether
earlier.
we're talking about
Said
Afghanistan,
NBC
we've
News
gotta
and
be completely
MSNBC should be
engaged.
ashamed
And
of
here's
themselves
why.
for having such a
Because
horrible
these flare-ups
technical breakdown in the middle of the
distract us
debate.
from the real
Truly
problems in the
unprofessional
country. If
and
we're
only worthy of a
getting
fake
a
news
drone
organization,
shutdown
which
for
they are.
$130
And by the way, he
million
is the
because
representative from
president
Youngstown
is
and
distracted.
Akron.
Yeah.
That's $130 million
He might be in
that we
with the
could be
mob.
spending in places like Youngstown, Ohio, or Flint, Michigan.
also-
he said Youngstown and Flint, two of the
Yeah.
shittiest cities in the entire region.
In other news,
engagement.
Dog, the bounty hunter's
those
wife,
two soldiers
dead.
who were just
Dead.
killed
Yeah, I knew it.
in
She died.
Afghanistan. Well,
Sucks.
we just have to be engaged.
Kid
She
big
was,
old titties.
she
As
was
a
not
soldier,
doing
I will
well
tell you
for a
that
little
answer
while,
is
so.
unacceptable. We have to bring
Don't
our
even
troops
say it.
home from Afghanistan. We are in a place in Afghanistan where we have lost so many lives.
You know,
We've
yeah,
spent
yeah.
That's what I was
so
talking
much
about.
money that's coming out of every one of our pockets, money that
Okay,
should
good.
be going into communities here at home, meeting the needs of the people here at home. We are no better off in Afghanistan today than we were when this war began. This is why it's so important to have a president and commander-in-chief who knows the cost
I
of war,
already
who's ready to
said
do the
that.
job on
Oh.
day
I
one.
already said
I
it
am
before you
ready
told
do
me not
that
to
job
say
when
it.
I walk
Damn
into
it.
the Oval Office.
Listen, I'm going to go down the
I'm like, what else is there to say? I
I'm
just
gonna
said
go
she
down the
had big
line.
old
I'm gonna go down
fucking
the line here.
tits.
Well, you know what? You felt like she was responding.
missed
You get
that.
30 seconds.
I miss
Man,
things a lot because
appreciate that.
there's
I hear
so
what you're
much going on in
I
front
would
of me.
just say, I don't
Now I
get
have my
I don't
phone
wanna
up
be
here too.
engaged. I
Like
wish
as
we were
a,
spending
I have
all
4
this money
screens. Now I
in
have 5
places that I've
screens.
represented that have been completely forgotten, and we were
I
rebuilding.
want my
But
fucking
the reality of it
barbecue.
is, if
Where
the
the hell
United
is
States
it?
isn't engaged, the Taliban will grow, and they
That
will have
dude, I hate his
Taliban.
accent. I hate.
bolder
I used to
terrorist
talk
acts.
this way
We
when I
have
was a
got to
kid.
have some present there.
I really did.
You used to be worried about the
There long
Taliban?
Before we came in,
Yeah,
they'll be
and
there
I
long
used to speak with this. Do you hear his accent? I used to speak this way.
Ben was like, Mom,
No, I
can I get the Red Ryder BB gun?
It's not mom. It's ma'am.
Ma'am.
Like that. Yeah.
Ma'am. Can I get the Red Ryder BB
BB gun? Didn't attack us on 9/11.
Let me drink a pop.
Man,
I need more pop.
I want to drink a pop.
I want to drink a pop, man.
Not the Taliban.
The Taliban was protecting those people who were plotting against us. All I'm saying is, if we want to go into elections and we want to say that we got to withdraw from the world, that's what President Trump is saying. We can't. I would love for us to.
Protecting Al Qaeda right now in Saudi Arabia.
I want to go down the line here.
Damn, these two are going at it, and they're my two favorites so far.
Who is the geopolitical threat to the United States? Just give me a one-word answer, Congressman Delaney.
Get rid of this dude.
Geopolitical threat to the United States right now.
He can't even hear what's going on. Get rid of him. Bye, Grandpa.
China, but the biggest geopolitical threat remains nuclear weapons. Okay, so those are, those
Boo this man.
Totally get it. Go ahead, Governor Inslee.
The biggest threat to the security of the United States is Donald Trump.
Biggest threat is Donald Trump, no question. Look at that.
The greatest threat that we face is the fact that we are at a greater risk of nuclear war today than ever before in history.
Senator
Dude, you guys are being hypnoptized.
But our major threat right now
most
is
women
what's
in
going on
politics
in
are
the
not
Mideast with
remotely
Iran
attractive, and Tulsi is.
Try to keep it at one.
That's why
Slimmer than what we've been going here. One or two words.
Our existential threat is climate change. We have to
Tulsi
confront
is
it
a
before it's too late.
quality woman.
Climate change.
You can't sexualize her because she has gray streaks in her hair.
Secretary Castro.
Makes her fucking a quality
China
woman.
and climate change.
Congressman Ryan.
China, without a question, they're wiping us.
I agree. Genetically engineered werewolves.
Tulsi did not give a good answer
undermine
to
our
that
democracy, and
question.
they've been doing a
Nuclear
pretty
war?
damn good job of it, and we need to stop them.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
For that wide variety of answers. And
Well, Tulsi got fucked because she came after Inslee, who just dropped the Trump bomb.
This is the best part.
Inslee,
that was a cheap.
That was the pop right there. He popped the crowd so big.
Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report outlines multiple instances
Tulsi's like,
of
fuck,
potential
that was
criminal
my
behavior
answer.
by President Trump.
You took
Speaker
mine.
Pelosi has publicly and privately resisted any move toward impeachment.
She
in the
has
House.
that perfectly
If the
placed
House
gray
chooses not
streak
to
through her
impeach,
hair. Gives her
as
like a little bit of
president, would
like.
you do
I heard that
anything
she
to
did that because her
address
favorite movie is
the
something about
potential
Mary.
crimes that were
good one.
outlined in Mr. Mueller's report.
Ayo.
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
Trump
How, by the
evil.
way, if the answer is yes.
She's beautiful,
One of the
yeah,
most
but that's not what
powerful
we're focused on.
Pieces of art in the United States Capitol is the Trumbull painting of General George Washington resigning his commission
I don't
to the
think she's
Continental
hot.
Congress. At the height of his
I'm
power,
just saying, for a
submitting to
politician,
the rule of law,
she's
and the
way
will of
better
people.
looking than the
that
average.
has withstood the test of time
She's way
for
younger,
the last
too.
243
And look at her, she's
years.
taller than the other
if
women.
We set
She's
another
taller than
precedent
some of the
now
men, too.
That a candidate who invited the participation of a foreign power,
If I
a
had to
president
choose
who sought to obstruct the
anybody
investigation
on stage based
into
on
the
looks
invasion
alone,
of our democracy.
it'd be Cory
If we allow
fucking
him to get
Booker.
away with this,
You got Cory Booker really?
Yeah.
Beautiful baby blues, right?
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
of the
it is.
position of power
It is
and
like.
trust that they
It is
hold
attractive
above
to
the
have
law.
like
And we
dark
cannot
skin
allow
but
that
like
to
light
stand.
colored
So
eyes.
we must begin
that like
impeachment
pop out
now,
like that.
so that we have the
Cory
facts
Booker looks like
and
he
the
could
truth,
suck a
and we follow
hard-boiled
them
egg
as
through a
far as they
bendy
go
straw.
and as
Oh,
high
damn.
up as they reach
Jesus.
to save
That
this
way?
democracy. And if we've not been able to do that in this year or the year that follows, and under my administration, our Department of
We
Justice
got a
will
whole
pursue
bunch of
these
new
facts and ensure
viewers.
that there are
Hey guys, like and
consequences,
subscribe.
there's accountability,
Please
and
like
there's
and
justice.
subscribe.
It's the only way that we save this country.
Thank you, Congressman O'Rourke.
Congressman Delaney,
Beta O'Dork.
because of the accountability issues that Congressman O'Rourke was just describing there, and the real political
Get rid of this.
landscape in which
I'm
Nancy
sorry.
Pelosi
What was
No.
his name again?
Yeah,
Fucking
I mean, they
Zucker
should
or
have
His
took
something?
name
him out
is
at the
Zero
last break.
Chance.
It's already
prospect,
over.
and the
Yeah.
Mueller
Yeah,
report
yeah,
raises
yeah.
the prospect
Give
that
up.
President Trump
Tap
could be
out, dude.
prosecuted for some of those potential crimes down the line. No U.S. president has
This is
ever
actually
been
just
prosecuted
Kane's
for crimes
suit
after
running for
leaving
president.
office. Do you believe that President Trump could or should be the first?
I guess there's always a first.
Should he be
I don't
first?
think anyone's above the law. I don't think anyone is above the law, including a president. I support Speaker Pelosi's decisions that she's making in the House of Representatives right now as Speaker. I think she knows more
poor
about the
guy's got a
decision as
good
to whether
amount of lip
to impeach
sweat.
the president than
It's not
any
good
of the
for him.
2020 candidates
Somebody get this
combined.
man a towel.
So,
Yeah.
but I do think the
Definite
no one's above the
moisture
law,
retention
and this
there in the
president
little
who is
cleft.
lawless should not be above the law. But I will tell you, Rachel, the one thing when you're out doing as much campaigning as I've done, 400 events, all 99 counties in Iowa. This is not the number
he's
one
from
issue the
Iowa?
American people
Or no,
ask us
no,
about.
where's he from?
It's not. They want to know what we're going to do
Iowa's
for
the
healthcare,
first big
how we're going to lower
primary
pharmaceutical
that-
prices, how we're going to build infrastructure,
Obama, like,
what we're
really
gonna do to create
energized his
jobs in
base
their
by winning
communities.
Iowa.
You know, last year in our country, 80% of the money for startup businesses went to 50 counties in this country. There's over 3,000 counties in this country. That's what they care about. They care about what's going on in the public schools. They care about what's going on with jobs in their communities, with their pay, with their health care, with infrastructure. These are the issues, these kind of kitchen table
I feel like
pocketbook
his mouth and chin used to be a
what most
half-inch
Americans
higher
care
on
about.
his head.
It's like how it's like how Robert Pattinson, like how his forehead seems to have like hovered over his face over time.
Run our elections, and if we do not do something about Russian interference in the election, and we let Mitch McConnell stop all the backup paper ballots, then we're not going to get what we want to do.
I got to sneak in. We blew through a break, which was good news to give you more time, so I got to sneak one in now.
They blew
more
through
of this
a break.
debate. It's picking up here. It
Well
continues
done.
right after this.
Dude, what is up with this production? Like, seriously, I expect this shit to happen here. This is not, I mean, like, sure, I make my living off of this, but this is not a professional production by any means here. You know?
Right.
And what? I mean, like, what? I could be running, with the type of equipment they have, I could make that production flawless. I'm sorry.
Oh, most definitely. A show like that, they're going to put the big money down. That's most definitely a union show. So it's IATSE guys out there with massive experience. You know they've got top line fucking gear.
Right.
They definitely had it set up for a few days, did tech rehearsal, did practice, did all of these things. Plus, everybody who works there on a local level has to go through government clearance and get smelled by a dog to even be able to work on that show. And they shut everybody's fucking cell phones down when the government's doing a show in a fucking convention center or wherever the hell it is.
I went to a Bernie rally. I went to a Bernie rally in Columbus, Ohio, back when Bernie was running, and it was at the Ohio State University basketball arena, and the TSA, like the legit TSA, did the security. So when you had to go inside, it was like getting on an airplane. You had to take your shoes off and everything, your belt off, empty out your pockets. If you had a laptop, if you had a laptop or a cell phone, you had to turn it on. If your phone was dead and it was a legit phone, they would not let you in.
They blew up Joe's laptop because he didn't have a charger for it at the airport.
Did they
blew up his
really?
laptop.
They will.
Yeah.
They will. Yeah. Yeah,
Why would they
because
blow up his laptop
because they
'Cause
can
he
hide a
couldn't get it to
bomb.
charge,
With
You
fucking
can hide a bomb
C4,
inside.
bro.
Dude, you can take all of the computer components out of your laptop and easily hide a bomb in it.
Well, no, I get that, but like, fucking Jesus Christ.
The laptop wouldn't hold a charge. It would if you plugged it in, it would work, but they didn't bother plugging it in. They're like, it doesn't hold a charge. Boom, blew that fucker up.
Wow.
I had I went to an airport in France with a bag of alcohol that they wouldn't let me on the plane with, and I checked it. And I guess they sent like a security robot to stab it with a big like knife because they thought it might be a bomb.
They break your alcohol?
Robot.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever?
Yeah. When I got the bag, they actually gave me back the bag too.
Of
And a
broken glass and
giant
shit?
stab wound through the middle of it. And mead. Like I had a friend
Pouring out.
I had a friend from England that was studying in Norway and bought me like real Viking mead. Like this giant thing of it.
Yeah.
And he bought me like a whole bunch of different types of alcohol, and I was drinking it throughout the trip. But there was the one part of the trip where we had to get on a plane, and I hadn't drank the mead yet. I should have just drank it, but I was too drunk like every other day. I couldn't drink it all. So first world problems, right?
Peasant world problems.
Well, that's where we are.
It makes me think of a lot of like the stupid like reasons to call in like security or like a bomb squad. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the story where there was they called the bomb squad in a neighborhood for a suspicious item, and that suspicious item was a stuffed toy pony.
What?
Why was that suspicious?
No idea. It was just outside in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Because they're not telling you.
With?
It was exactly. They're not telling you what it was stuffed with. It was stuffed with
they thought it was a bomb.
cock.
and they proceeded to blow it the fuck up.
Boom.
All right, let's hear what the fuck is going on
Together,
now.
we are on a mission. We're on a mission to find the
Can
American.
they still haven't straightened out their audio?
Through inaction.
They still
There's
haven't
so
kicked
much
him out.
better than this.
They're like,
We're
look,
a
well, it
country that used
doesn't
to
work
do
right.
things.
Just
We
let
saved
partial
the
turtle
world.
yammer
We
on for a
created the
little while
American
while nobody's
dream
paying
for
attention. Get
millions of
this
people
worked
like
out and come back to
myself.
somebody that's
The grandson of immigrants, the son of a union electrician who went on to become a successful business leader and create thousands of jobs. But we did these things with real solutions, not with impossible promises. And those are the roots that we have to get back to. I'm running for president to solve these problems, to build infrastructure, to fix our broken healthcare system, to invest in communities that have been left behind, to improve public education. I just don't want to be your president to be your president. I want to be your president to do the job.
Thank you,
This
sir.
is not
Cut his
about
mic.
me. This is about getting America
This is about me,
working
guys.
again.
It's about you. You'd be dumb not to vote for me. It's about you guys, you dumbasses. Vote for me.
It matters. It
Oh,
matters
it's almost
in
over.
this
Shit.
fight for the heart and soul of our party that we nominate a candidate who has seen the face of poverty and didn't just talk about it, but gave people $15 minimum wage. It matters that we nominate a candidate who saw the destruction wrought by broken health care
You can
system
tell that they
and
project
gave people
their
universal health care. It
speeches.
matters
Yeah.
that we choose someone who
He's
saw
reading.
the wasted potential of our children
yeah,
denied
definitely.
pre-K
He said this
and gave
many
it to every
times.
single one of them for free.
A lot of
these things really
in a
matter.
lot of these
And
speeches,
these are
they
the
have a
things that I've
projector
done
that
in New York,
projects it
and I
for
want to do
them.
the same for this whole country.
$15
Because
minimum wage doesn't
putting
matter when
working
they start
people
automating
first,
everything.
It matters. We need to be that party again. Let's work together. With your help, we can put working people
I
first.
say fuck it,
again
hire
in
robots
America.
for 12.
Thank you, Mayor de Blasio. Right on time.
Robots 2020.
You don't have to pay robots anything.
That's why we need the
I
UBI.
have 3 grandchildren. We love them all. And when I was thinking about whether to run for president,
Where does he live? In
I made
Olympia?
a decision.
Probably that's where the governors live.
Yeah.
decided
Oh,
that
I bet
on
he's
my
got other
last
homes
day on Earth,
elsewhere.
He might,
Was he
yeah.
I
born in
wanted to look them
Washington?
in the
I don't think he's been a politician in
and tell them
Washington
I
for
did everything
that doesn't
humanly
mean shit.
possible to
That means he's
protect them from
running
the
a racket.
ravages of the climate crisis.
He looks kind of like
And
Terry
I know to a
Bradshaw.
moral certainty,
Yeah, I
if
can
we
see
do
it.
not have the
Yeah.
next president who commits
If he
to
had the
this
Hulk
as the
Hogan
top
skull,
priority,
it'd be
it won't
pretty
get
close.
done. And I am the only candidate, frankly, I'm surprised. I am the only candidate who's made this commitment to make it the top priority. If you join me in that recognition of how important this is, we can have a unified national mission.
We have a
can
unified
save
national
ourselves.
mission.
We can save our children. We can save our grandchildren. And we can save
Oh,
literally
he
the
is
life on
from-
this planet.
he was born in Seattle.
This is
Yeah.
our moment.
Governor, thank you.
Congressman
This is
Ryan,
our
you have 45
moment.
seconds. He was really pleased with himself right there.
There's
too.
nothing worse
Good read,
than
man.
not
Good
being
read.
heard. Nothing worse than not being seen. And I know that because I've represented for 17 years in Congress a
$1,000 a
forgotten
month
community.
might not be enough, but it's a
They've tried
start.
to divide us, who's white, who's black, who's gay, who's straight, who's a man, who's a woman. And they ran away with
You know,
all the
I think
gold
even a first-year
because they
phrenology
divided the
student can
working
tell you that
class.
this man's brain
It's
pan
time
is too
for
narrow
us
to have the
come
cognition
together. I
that
don't
it
know
takes
how you
to run
feel,
anything
but I'm ready
large
to
like
play
a
some
country.
offense. I come from the
His
middle
head
of
is
industrial
incorrectly shaped
America,
for the job.
but these
He's out.
problems are all over our
Not enough
country.
brain
There's a
cells in
tent
there.
city in LA. There's homeless people and people around our country who can't afford a home. It's time for us to get back on track. The teacher in Texas, the nurse in New Hampshire, the waitress in Wisconsin, all of us coming together, playing offense with an agenda that lifts everybody up.
Thank you,
I will only
Congressman.
promise you one thing. When I walk into that Oval Office every morning, you will not be forgotten.
Thank you,
Your
Congressman.
voice will be heard. Thank you.
Congresswoman Gabbard, you have 45 seconds for your closing.
You know, our nation was
They
founded
never use
on
the full 45. They
principles
just go
of
overboard.
Service above self. People
Wrong
who
camera,
fled kings,
sweetheart.
who literally prospered on the backs and the sacrifices of people. Coming here to this country, instead putting in place a government that is of, by, and for the people. But that's not what we have. Instead, we have a government that is of, by, and for the rich and powerful. This must end. As president, our White House will be a beacon of light, providing hope and opportunity, ushering in a new century where every single person will be able to get the health care they need, where we will have clean air to breathe and clean water to drink, where we will have good-paying jobs in a new green economy. Join me in ushering in this new century with peace, prosperity,
Look at all the
opportunity,
people
and
charmed by
justice for
her.
all.
You see it?
Thank you.
I see it.
Secretary, 45 seconds, sir.
There's something
Me
about
llamo
Tulsi.
Julián Castro y
Yeah, we
estoy
get it.
postulando por presidente de los Estados Unidos.
See.
Oh God, he's
I'm
playing
very
that
proud to
card.
say
Yep,
that
he
tonight
just lost
shows
too.
the progress that we have made in this country. Like many of you, I know the promise of America. My
Spike
grandmother came here when she was 7
American.
years old as an immigrant from Mexico. And just 2 generations later, one of her grandsons is serving in the United States Congress, and the other one is running for president of the United States. If I'm elected president,
I think
will
it's
work
too
hard
much
every
pander.
single day so that
I
you
really
and
don't
your
care about the
family can
speaking
get good
Spanish
health
part. I
care,
just
your
think you're
child can get a
doing
good
it so you can
education,
go, huh?
and
Look
you
at
can
me,
have good
guys.
job
I can speak
opportunities,
Spanish
whether you live in a
too.
big city
You
or a
know?
small town. And on January 20th, 2021, we'll say adios to Donald Trump.
Oh, that's all he needed to say.
Man.
That's all he needed. That's all the Spanish he needed.
Adios.
3 things
Adios
to know
to Donald
about me.
Trump.
First, I listen to people, and that's how I get things done.
3 things
That
to
is
know
my
about me.
focus.
Who is
I have a
this?
track
No,
record
you're
of
done,
passing
lady.
over 100
Sorry.
bills
First,
where I'm
I
the lead
listen to
Democrat,
people.
and that is because
Amy
I
Kombucha.
listen and
I'm
I
a Democrat.
act. And I think that's
Third,
important. in
I
a
like to be
president.
tied up and whipped.
Everything else
And
just
I'll
melts
win,
away.
and I'll become proud.
It all
Secondly,
just melts
I'm
away.
someone that can win and beat Donald Trump. I have won.
It's true.
every
She
place,
does.
I can
every
win and
way,
beat Donald
every
Trump.
time. I have won in the reddest.
You know how
She's at a
there's
fucking
that rare
Toastmasters
time
meeting
somehow
right now.
Over 20 points. I can win in states like Wisconsin
I feel like she
and
could
Iowa
give a good hand job,
in
and that's rare.
Michigan.
Whoa.
And finally, yeah,
You know
I
what
am
I
not
mean?
the establishment
She's had to put
party
in the hard
candidate.
work over
I've
the
got
years.
respect,
She's got
but
the
I'm not that
experience. She's
person.
willing to go that
I am
extra
the one
mile,
that doesn't
man.
have a political machine that doesn't come from money. And I don't make
Kombucha
all the
may have
promises
something
that
here.
everyone up here makes.
I think most of these guys could probably give a better
I'm
handy
going
than
to
her.
govern with integrity.
That's probably
I'm
true.
gonna
You know
have
damn
your
well
back,
Beto
and
can
I'm
give a
gonna
better
govern
fucking
for
rub and
you.
tug than
Thank you so
anybody
much.
on stage. He's punk rock, man.
Gracias. 50 years ago this month, my family moved into the town I grew up in because after being denied a house because of the color of their skin, it was activists, mostly white activists, that stood up and fought for them. That's the best of who we are as America. And why, when I got out of law school, I moved into the inner city of Newark
Well,
to
hold
fight
on.
as a tenant
Like, what?
lawyer
I mean,
for
he's
other
part
people's
white,
rights.
right?
I've
Sure.
taken on bullies
Like,
and beat them.
it must
I've
have been
taken
like
on
a
tough fights,
grandparent
and
or
we've won.
something.
And we
I don't
win
know.
those fights,
I don't
not
know
by
his
showing
total
the worst of
background.
who we are, but rising to who's best. Donald Trump wants us to fight him on his turf and his terms. We will beat him.
I don't dislike
will beat
him. I just
by
feel like
calling this
he's
country to a sense of
establishment.
common purpose again. This is a referendum on him and getting rid of him, but it's also a referendum on us, who we are and who we must be to each other. It's time we win this election.
Exotic
And the way
dragon
I'll
in the chat.
govern
He
is by
looks like
showing
a
the
milk
best of
dud.
who we are, because that's what this country needs and deserves.
Thank you. Congressman O'Rourke, 45 seconds.
Our daughter Molly turned 11 this week. I'm on this stage for her, for children across this country, including some her same age who've been separated from their
I doubt
parents
she said,
and are
"Dad,
sleeping
please
on
run for
concrete floors
president."
under aluminum blankets tonight. If we're going to be there for them, if we're going to confront the challenges that we face, we can't return to the same old approach. We're going to need a new kind of politics, one directed by the urgency of the next generation.
I think
Those
of the
climate
children as
activists who are
exactly
fighting
the
not
same
just for
old
their
approach.
future, but for everyone's. Those students marching not just for their lives, but for all of ours. We'll need a movement like the one that we led in Texas. It renewed our democracy by bringing everyone in and writing nobody off. That's how we beat Donald Trump. That's how we bring this great country together again. Join us. This is our moment, and the generations that follow are counting on us to meet it.
Thank you, Congressman.
This moment right now, this is the
You have
moment.
45 seconds for the final
moment
statement
of
of the
being
evening.
I wouldn't be surprised if Warren's
Never
stock
in a million years
drops.
did I think I would stand on a
after
stage
this.
like this.
We'll
I was
see.
born and raised in Oklahoma. I have
I
three
think
older brothers.
I
They all
think Tim
joined the
Ryan
military.
and
I had a dream growing up, and my dream
Tim
was
Ryan
to
and
be a
Tulsi
public
will
school
see
teacher.
a
By the time I
raise
graduated
out of
from
this.
high school, my family.
That's probably
my
accurate.
Family didn't have the money for a college application.
She's not going to make it in
much
45
less a
seconds,
chance
whatever
for
it
me to
is
go to
she's trying to
college.
get around to.
But I got my chance. It was a $50 a semester commuter college. That was a little slice of government that created some opportunity for a girl. And it opened my life.
Talk
I
about
am in
how
this fight
you were
because
native
I
and how they
believe
discriminated
that we can
against
make
you.
our government, we can make our economy,
She's not bringing that
we can
up,
make
is she?
our country
Of
course not. It was a
Not not
misstep.
just for
She
those
used
at the
a
top.
misstep,
We can make
okay.
it work for everyone, and I promise you this: I will fight for you as hard as I fight for my own family.
Oh, that was a stutter.
We would like to participated with us tonight, and that will do it for night one of this 2-night event. And guess what? We've got 10 more candidates tomorrow night.
We certainly hope you
So
enjoy
many
our
people.
This concludes our coverage of this first Democratic debate from Miami. For Savannah, Jose, Chuck, and Rachel, I'm Lester Holt. Have a good night, everyone.
I'm Lester Holt. Wow,
Thoughts, everybody.
They cut it exactly at 8 p.m.
Yeah, they had to.
That's on the fucking button, dude.
And this is
Fair
real
enough,
time.
yeah.
This shit right here.
Did every candidate talk or no?
Yes.
Huh.
Warren is
Warren went
actually
up.
climbing after this.
Yeah.
God,
Not too bad.
Beto O'Rourke.
I want to see when this actual poll was taken. Maybe it's the same. Yeah, actually, I think we'll see in the next few days who gets a rise and a fall out of this.
I'll tell you who's getting a rise. That Tulsi Gabbard. She's so cute. Oh, yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard. She's real hot. I'm going to vote.
If Rekeen says that Tulsi Gabbard, I'm going to fucking cry.
Tulsi
Individual situation.
Oh, no.
Check out the beautiful asshole.
Thank you.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
I needed this.
We got
palate
about
cleanser.
10 minutes to talk to Brett in St. Louis, Missouri. Hello, Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Hello, my name is Brett Keane from the YouTube channel God TV Radio.
Okay, had to get in the plug.
Oh,
I would
fair.
have given you an
That's fair.
opportunity anyway.
No, that's fair. Welcome, Brett.
I've always wondered, really quick, I've always wondered if in person, like whenever he's around, going around Festus, Missouri, when he does get outside, if he like introduces himself as, "Hi, I'm Brett Keane of God TV Radio. Can I have a sandwich, please?"
He would always start off. Well, first of all, he doesn't go outside, but second of all, he would say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen." Anyway, what were you going to say, Ghastly?
I think it just becomes fucking muscle memory after
That's
a
what I
while.
mean.
He doesn't even think about it. He just does the whole thing. You know?
Yeah.
I noticed during the discussion and the live, you guys were talking about how people have feelings and experiences, but they never demonstrate scientifically any of their position whatsoever. But I haven't heard one single time on the atheist experience where you demonstrated any kind of scientific reason why God shouldn't exist in the universe. Would you be able to give a actual experience or position, the truth and fact of accuracy of your position, or is it just feeling?
It's not just...
No, it's not a feeling. It's a lack of...
This is literally the shock of God question, isn't it?
Yep.
Like any observable information that convinces me that there is a God.
Right. I mean...
But I
You hear the echo in the background? Did you hear that? Just wait.
would say that I don't know that it's the job of science to explain why something should or shouldn't be.
Right. It has to do with a general approach to the way
Yeah, there it is again.
you absorb
Let's go
knowledge
and
and
everybody
information.
shut up. I'm talking to them. God damn it.
It's basically the idea being that you should remain skeptical of something until you have good reason to believe it.
But you expect people to sit here and give you beyond a feeling.
Sit there. You expect people to fucking sit there.
Scientific evidence and demonstration, but you're not willing to give a naturalistic explanation for your.
Russell. The guy on the right's name is Russell, and I can already see like his face move. Like I know what's going on here.
No,
I can smell the bullshit. It's
Right.
perfect.
And he's not Matt Dillahunty. He's like a less like he's a smart guy, but he's a less fiery kind of guy.
I've seen. He's essentially these two are like essentially B team, right? Like it's because usually it's Matt Dillahunty and someone else.
I don't want to diminish them because they do a good
No,
job.
no.
Russell is not as flashy as Matt, but I think he's very smart.
They're claiming that there's a particular thing. So, for example, let's say they claimed that there is a new species of primate that has been discovered in the Florida Everglades.
Right.
And we're saying...
He already knows what's going on. He's holding it
Really?
back.
Really, can I see this? Like, let's see it. Where did you hear about this? And they say, well, I read this thing, and somebody said that there's a... And after a while, you start thinking, oh, wait a minute. Are you sure that there's a new species of primate in the Florida Everglades? Because, we're...
sure what
Right, we're not saying that...
Yeah, if they've left, I don't care, by the way. Like, if they've left, that's cool.
God definitely doesn't exist. We're saying that the claims that God does exist are so far unfounded. By the way, there is a slight echo on the line. I'm not sure if it's the tech end of things or if maybe you're listening to the stream. Are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not listening to the stream. I'll just turn down my speakers a little bit if that's a problem for you.
That is typical Brett.
It's not anything I'm doing. I'll just turn down my speakers. Sorry.
But
might be some
you're
you guys
assuming
are
if
drawing.
there is no evidence for God, then it must be something else.
What do you mean there must
There it is. Yeah, turn down your speakers, Brett.
Be something else.
He thinks he came out of this looking good, by the way. He does.
I don't understand what you're saying must be something else.
It's the G-Man wins approach.
Right.
Stating that you lack a belief in God, and that couldn't be the reasoning behind the universe. There must be something else.
No, we're not saying it couldn't be the reasoning behind it.
First of all, the idea that a God has to be.
You know how hard it is? Like, I've had people call me when I worked at a call center job and had everything they say to me, like, echo back at me. It's so hard to talk to somebody when you're constantly echoing back at yourself.
Be associated with somehow. I mean, I'm not putting forward what is or isn't. I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a physicist, and I'm not a astrophysicist, and I'm not a geologist. I'm not the person that says what or what isn't tied to the generation of a universe. There are people that devote their lives to that. I'm not one of them. So I'm not making any claims about where the universe comes from or doesn't come from.
Are you rebroadcasting your show on your YouTube channel or something? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that echo.
It is pretty annoying.
It should be soon, right?
Well, ma'am, I turned down my speakers here. I'm sorry.
I don't know what we're hearing.
Okay.
I'm still hearing myself though.
No, I'm sorry about that. I turned down my speakers almost all the way for you. Okay, now
also I keep hearing like a Skype call sound. It's like your computer is also broadcasting computer sounds onto your. It was
like an hour ago.
Like you're just not wanting to answer my question.
No, it is really distracting. I'm not kidding.
Really distracting, huh?
Is there any tracking on it?
But you're answering me. You can hear what I'm saying to you.
I'm getting texts
sometimes
on my
most
phone.
of the
I got
time.
one when it was ordered.
Like now it's pretty quiet.
For the barbecue to show
All right, can you give some kind of scientific explanation why it is?
Can you at least turn off Skype? I keep hearing that.
At least turn off Skype, you manatee.
Yes, I'll go ahead and turn that off. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So can you give something besides your feeling or your assumptions that there's a scientific reason why God couldn't exist in the universe?
This though.
I put up with it. I've paid this clown thousands of dollars of my money.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that was then for the quality content that came out of it. You got to admit, though I would not want to be the one to experience that shit ever.
He's the hardest person to pay. If someone was like, all you have to do is talk to people for 3 hours and we'll pay you $1,000, I would show up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take that deal. You take that deal? I'd take that.
Yeah. I would take that. No, I would ask for $2,000 right off the bat.
He took the money and didn't show up for over an hour. And then we showed up. He's like, I had a friend that needed my help. It's like, you liar.
You keep you're assuming what we think.
We keep telling you we don't think it's impossible for God to exist, and you keep ignoring that and asking us to prove a thing that we didn't say.
Okay, do you believe that your position is based upon facts and evidence?
What a joke.
I don't know what you mean. My position is simply that someone else's position has not been demonstrated.
Okay, so your position isn't based upon facts and evidence.
I don't have a position. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Based upon what someone else feels by default, right? That's what you're saying.
I don't even know what you're talking about. The first discussion on feelings had nothing to do with God. It had to do with psychic thoughts, like people who thought they were psychic.
Right. You like to go after people on their position in God, but you don't want to demonstrate any kind of information for your own position.
If I say that the primates in the Everglades, that I haven't seen evidence that they exist.
Why are you feeling so attacked right now?
If I say that
it's rough.
I mean, they held their cool a long time, man.
Yeah. I would have hung up on him the second I heard the Skype thing go off for the third time, or maybe before the echo even got turned off.
Dude, the moment I heard, "Hi, this is Brett Kane from God TV," done. It would be over. That would be the end of it. Yeah. Not this clown again.
They know what value Brett has. They're like, we got to keep him on. This guy's fucking ratings, dude. We love Brett Kane around here. That's what we say. You know, Ben's out of the room, so
Fair enough.
He can't co-sign that, but he would agree with me.
Primates in the Everglades do not, nobody has shown me that there are such things. And so therefore I'm waiting for the evidence in order to decide whether or not they're actually there. But in the meantime, I don't believe it just because someone claimed it.
By the way, I just got a message that you are rebroadcasting this on your stream, and I don't understand why you didn't just tell me that. Like, did you think we wouldn't let you?
I don't have any kind of issue with sitting here telling you this. I was concerned about
sitting there with her sitting there.
The questions
I just wanted to mention that I know that. I mean, it's not like you're getting away with something. It doesn't matter to me, but it's weird that you misdirected from that.
We're on fair ground here, then. You're broadcasting me, I'm broadcasting you. That's fine.
What Russell just said. He's fine with it.
But you know that we were broadcasting you.
Yeah,
I just think that's strange.
It's this is a little nitpick here because they're already broadcasting, right? Who cares if he's rebroadcasting them? Like it's a little bit of a
They
nitpick.
don't care.
Well, yeah, but why would he bring? He brought it up. Well, did he lie about it? Or
yeah, he did.
Oh, I'm not going to rebroadcast.
Yeah, they asked him before, right?
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? I wouldn't do that.
I turned my speakers down.
I don't know what situation you got me in, but
now we're even. You called in, motherfucker.
yeah. He called into a show that he knows is live.
That's great.
But you know that you're being broadcasted because you're broadcasting yourself. So
right. Now I do.
Fine.
I just don't understand why you felt like you needed to lie.
I didn't lie at all.
Oh.
I just told you I was broadcasting you. How's that a lie?
Never mind.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then, Brett. Maybe this will help you understand our position better because I don't think you understand our position. Do you believe everything everybody tells you?
Yes.
Nope. Like I don't believe what you're talking about most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe it?
Do you hear how much faster he's talking now?
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Because he's been caught.
Yeah, he's mad right now.
If somebody tells you they have leprechauns in their backyard.
I don't believe in leprechauns.
Why? Have you proven that?
Because it's rational and logical to believe that there's an intelligence out in the universe. We have intelligence through the...
It's rational and logical to believe...
Are you going to let me answer? See, that's what you do.
But you just changed the subject.
Yeah, he said it was his speakers at first, and
Can
like
John
made
tell
it.
Dusty the cockatiel that he's a magnificent and amazing and beautiful, beautiful bird?
Oh my God! I meant to do that in the beginning of the show before, but yeah, Dusty, you are a magnificent, amazing, beautiful bird. I've also noticed it's been like 3 shows that I've been on, 3 or 4 shows, and this is the first time I'm doing that. So there you go.
Fucking there it is, man.
It's been like as I said, 3 or 4 shows, and that finally happened. I feel welcome.
Wait a minute, you did change it. I was asking you, do you believe everything people tell you?
Have to do with what I'm talking about. What does leprechauns and primates off in the Amazon have to do with
Because
what
we're talking about the idea. I'm trying to help you understand our position
You're trying to
on
help
a
me
claim. I
understand. I'm
can't
trying to
talk when there's like
understand why you
50,000
don't have
voices.
scientific evidence.
There's like this crazy
And there's the
echo.
Skype sound.
Yeah, there's so much sound on the line. I'm hearing myself talking over
For a
myself.
YouTuber, you really suck at broadcasting. I'm done.
Yeah, well, atheist experience all based.
Oh, sorry, I just dropped the wrong people.
Oh, that
What
sucks.
are the books that
that
they
sucks
have on
really
the show?
badly.
Yep.
Apologies to
Okay.
people who were
well,
accidentally
he's going
dropped.
to declare that as a win, I guess.
so. But just in the future, if you call up and you want to rebroadcast, we're probably fine with that. And also make sure you turn your stuff down because I could not even hear I kept trying to stop because I thought somebody was trying to talk. And then I would hear that it was just me echoing. It was like completely impossible.
Right. So if you want to do this in the future, and I think I'm hosting again next week, so I will welcome your call again, but I'm going to ask you to I don't know what. Turn off everything else.
Yeah,
record the show. I mean, record what you're saying, or hell, just direct people to our version.
Good Lord.
God damn, man.
It's.
Real quick, there was a bit in that where he's like, or the guy's like, for someone who's broadcasting and knows broadcasting, you're pretty crap at it. If I'm correct, that's an actual line in one of these. Good fucking God.
Yeah, that was legitimately tough to listen to, man. There was so much fucking looping going on that end there. Holy shit.
I miss Brian, his ineptitude. Fuck.
If he was doing it on purpose, that is pretty funny, but I don't know. He sounded like he was just fucking it up. I don't know the guy.
No, he wasn't doing that on purpose.
Oh, too bad.
He was trying to look cool in front of his friends. He got a hangout of people together and was like, look, I'm going to call the atheist experience and show them how smart I am. And that's what happened.
Brilliant.
Yep.
He did it.
Look how good we are. It's like almost, good Lord, it's just fucking, sorry, I'm like derailing, but I was going to say, I still can't, I want to believe, it's much like the DSP argument. I've always wanted to believe that he's doing like an Andy Kaufman thing, but he's not. No. He's too dumb to do it.
Right.
I think that it's strange to me that like he started off as a atheist and then like went into theism, right? Like that's the most peculiar thing about it to me. I don't know why. G-Man also
he went back and forth actually.
He was back
it was
and forth.
The money.
He did an early back and forth and then back again.
Yeah. G-Man was black. Or not? He wasn't Black Israelite. What was he?
He was a Nation of Islam.
Nation of Islam, yeah. And then he turned into a Christian. It's always strange to me when someone wasn't like indoctrinated by it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Bretta's a great sweet boy. I'm gonna read some of these Happy Boy.
Go ahead.
Streamlabs as well. We had never mind. Just keep that in mind. Dusty's owner said, "Can John tell Dusty the Cockatiel that he's a magnificent and amazing and beautiful bird?" Did you already say that?
I got you, boo boo.
Yes.
Done and done.
Dude, I wanted that barbecue so bad. What the fuck happened?
Real.
Oh, the barbecue's not showing up.
It's not here.
Too bad,
No,
fellas.
it has
What
every
a
other
shame.
time. Or at least I'd get like an alert telling me that it's not showing up for whatever.
Yeah, somebody's got your fucking ribs out there already. They're like, oh yeah, that was us that ordered it. We'll take them.
No one else. I don't know what you talk about.
Big Ninja 7685 said, "Hey peasants, I'm a fan since episode 150-ish. Whoop whoop Billy." Thank you for that whoop whoop, Big Ninja. Kiefer Martin said this lineup was set up for Elizabeth Warren to knock him down.
It didn't happen.
Damn.
It was a squash match, but it wasn't actually.
That worked out.
Damn. And those are all the sweet donos other than, Singe 6666 said, Billy and French just sing the theme to Fresh Prince. Should I try that again? Sing the theme to Fresh Prince? No? Ben muted me when I tried to do that earlier.
Yo, shake
No!
Let's go find this hater, put a bullet in this fucking head.
How you like me now? I'm the only critter with the good kind of fairy drama. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no.
No.
Somebody call Sonic the Hedgehog now.
Is this Stephanie McMahon? Hell no. Shut the fuck up. Oh, god damn it.
She's got the swagger walk going. I'm ready.
Doing the whole fucking gimmick, man.
Here we go. Oh,
damn. Like, oh,
gotta turn the chair around.
Through my classroom while my kids write their tests, I take a look at the students and realize I'm very blessed, because they've been trying and studying so long that even I am sure that their answers are wrong.
Pause.
I taught them.
Pause, Ben. You know what I can give, and this is to save you for a sec, Billy. I will give credit for one thing. At least it was dubbed over and then shot. Like, it wasn't on the flight. Like, they didn't film it and do the rap right then.
It's not the found audio. She actually did a looping session with the track, you know?
Yeah, like at least I can deal with that. All right,
all
you're
I
up. You
could,
go ahead.
and I think they believe that if they finish all their homework, they could pull an 80. They're all about scatter plotting in different quadrants. Miss C's class is the cream of the crop. Line of best fit, throw it down, yo. Now estimate new values given what you know. Fool, I'm the guy.
Fool,
Oh.
fool.
The teacher
Oh, I felt that in my bones.
like in my class day and night, making
Teacher rap is the worst, dude.
It's
it really
bad.
is. Yeah. Why does it happen so much, do you
The
think?
worst thing about this is that she's better than most of the teacher rappers too. Because she's not buck ass terrible, but still, these kids are there doing their little homeworks, looking down at their pages, trying to play along, and that's cute.
Ask for their delight.
It's cute. Math is fun.
The problem is she's too attractive, man. So all the other teachers and kids that secretly are trying to get in there, like, oh yeah, you can do it. You sound great.
She is.
And she's like, fuck it, I'm recorded.
She is like one of the hot teachers, right? Mm-hmm. She's one of the hot teachers. Hopefully, she's not one of those teachers that does illegal stuff with the students. That'd be bad.
You always have to bring that up. Every
Because it
chance you
happens.
fucking get.
It happens.
I don't know, dude. It's a little bit of doth protest too much.
What?
To a certain degree.
Teachers hump students sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, thanks for letting us all know how much you're against it, Billy. Yeah, we know. We know.
I don't want her humping students.
Okay, we know. We know.
I mean, I can't believe what they did to Weird Al's song.
Yeah, they're really fucking up Weird Al's song.
Yeah, exactly. Weird Al's not going to stand for this.
Rise, overrun, finding slopes all the time. Slopes the rate of change, tells the units to move. Up,
Oh no.
or down, right or left. We're graphing lines, fool. Slope is the measure of the pitch of a roof. Slopes are everywhere.
Why the fuck?
Open, rise, and
Okay.
look. Positive, negative, zero, and undefined. Find the rise and the run of the segment of a line.
Why the fuck are the students worse than the teacher right now?
Honestly, that's what's freaking me out. Like,
that's upsetting. Come
she
on.
got a full verse and chorus. And these guys are splitting a fucking verse because they're turds. Why are they in this? What is? I wish it was the teacher. Go back to the teacher. No.
Y'all are making Jake Paul look good. Stop it.
Oh, she just swooped in.
Ask Missy.
Oh, wow.
Missy is teaching us grade 9s about mathematics, paradise, linear relations.
Stop with the bobbing.
Stop these kids.
That's the best part.
These fucking kids had D's in the fucking class. They absolutely want to get the extra credit.
We started last night, and now we will spend our lives in a mathematics paradise. Talking variation, using math power.
Whoa. That's hella racist, dude. The mathematics songs, and they're like, we're talking very Asian. Like, it's a stereotype.
I think they said variation.
Oh.
Hour after hour.
An initial cost makes it a partial variation. But if it's through the origin, that's a direct relation.
And all this is important for finding the equation. If you're in Miss Cartmel's class, you aren't feeling frustration.
Oh no.
You can tell she wrote this.
Honestly.
Oh no.
Right. Look at the pause game. Maroon Sweater's coming up hot, dude. He's finna be the new shit here. A couple years, you give him a little bit of time to work on his shit. He's gonna come up with his fucking new record, dude. It'll be him and the teacher, featuring the teacher. That kid on the right that looks confused and probably isn't gonna get a job anytime the next.
He's
15 years.
producing it.
He's
He's
getting cut
producing
out.
it.
Are you
Exactly.
saying him and the teacher will be on X videos?
Oh, Ben.
Boom.
What?
You got it.
You always go there.
What do I do?
Stay calm, plot both lines, and try your best.
That's how you start a solo chat with me.
Grade 9 about mathematics paradise.
Oh my god. None of these kids have flow at all.
We love
Get on the right
class,
side.
we never whine, gonna pass this
Oh my
test.
god. Oh my god, this is so bad.
We studied last night, and now we
Here's
will
the four
spend
kids
And
that
the-
didn't want to fucking participate.
Yeah, they're like,
man.
oh shit, why are you making us be in this?
our lives in a mathematics.
They're like, all right, I guess we'll play along.
Dear tutors, help me, making graphs easy.
Making graphs easy.
this.
I am stuck. I just asked Missy here to nurse help me making grass easy. And when
If I ran on a platform of taking cringe rap out of the classroom, you think I'd win?
I don't know. The teacher is like a little bit dope, though, dude.
No, the teacher is a little bit dope, but only
Don't let
a
her
little
fool
bit.
you with her feminine wiles.
Only a little bit.
I was totally fooled by her wiles, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I have a firm belief that this song we should replace a lot of the tortures at Guantanamo Bay with this song specifically on repeat. I think that's
I mean,
a better.
At least they'll learn about math.
Yeah, like at least they'll get some
education.
out of it. I'm just thinking that's a better use of our taxpayer money. Just
Check this out. This is
The teacher
David-
was super photogenic. She was.
Yeah.
David
Yeah,
Packman.
that's your one credit you can give.
How quickly will YouTube destroy my channel? By David Packman.
I have something really unfortunate to talk about today. It appears as though YouTube may be generally messing with independent news and politics channels, like the channel we have, which now has close to 700,000 subscribers. Now, I can't speak
large and
as broadly
complicated.
about this as I would like to, but I'll tell you what's going on with our channel as a data point. In the last several months, including with the Steven Crowder, Carlos Maza fiasco, and for other reasons, there have been lots of people making allegations of political bias within news and politics at YouTube. There are allegations that YouTube is going after right-wing channels specifically, deprioritizing them, demonetizing them because they are right-wing. There are others who say it's left-wingers on YouTube that are actually being hurt by changes to the YouTube algorithm. And my position has basically been the same for a long time now, which is YouTube is prioritizing what makes them money by keeping advertisers happy. There is a lot of crazy right-wing content on YouTube that's going to get caught up in that. That includes conspiracy stuff. It includes racist stuff.
It also includes people making fun of conspiracy stuff.
Includes white nationalist content and separatist content. And there's also some left-wing stuff that's going to get caught in there. When left-wing channels talk about ongoing conflicts, whether they are in Syria or Iraq or Saudi Arabia, Yemen, whatever the case may be, there are algorithmic decisions that YouTube is making that are going to disproportionately hurt the left-wing channels talking about those issues. And they will not hurt, for example, the YouTube channels of corporate media outlets that are talking about those exact same issues. And there have been continued allegations through and through that YouTube is specifically going after one or the other side of the political spectrum. But what I'm here to tell you today, and I'm going to back it up with some data, is that at minimum, there is an apolitical targeting, not of left or right-wing content.
Why don't we
but
steal
of
the David Packman
independent-
logo for Drunken Peasants?
And make it Drunken Peasants going around the earth.
Yeah.
But we got to keep our trademark yellow. That's always been our color.
True.
Content.
You can fly around a yellow planet.
Yeah, let's
I
have a
believe
yellow
in
earth.
deprioritize.
That's it.
In
Yeah,
Piss Earth.
Piss oceans. Oceans of pee-pee.
Yeah.
lieu of corporate news channels.
Dropping
We are
piss.
getting absolutely
Drunken
crushed on
peasants.
YouTube as a result
Piss
of the
planet.
algorithmic changes that have gone on. Now, I can't say if this is because of one thing or another. What I can tell you is that this predates the Steven Crowder, Carlos Maza fiasco. It may have been exacerbated by that.
Stop. Oh, don't do that shit with your fucking hair. Motherfucker with
He's a
your
pretty boy.
swoopy ass pretty boy hair.
But
Wow,
this
man,
is
you hate
bigger
pretty
than that,
boys.
and it's really just
I do that with my
genuinely
hair, though.
Fuck you
Yeah.
guys. My hair is saying bye-bye.
bad for our channel.
You know what?
To make money on YouTube, you need views, and the views need to be monetized, meaning it's not just views, but the views need to have ads play
know what just
before
happened
them
right
in
there.
order for us to make
Oh.
money. Now, there are a
chucked a
bunch
lighter
of
at his
different
head.
ways that we get views
Oh.
on YouTube. One big way is called browse features. Browse features
Just knock his
include-
Ben 10 off?
We have
Ben has anger
close to
issues.
700,000 subscribers on YouTube. When those people see
Ben
our
needs to go to
videos on
anger
their
management.
homepage under their list of subscriptions, that is called
He clearly
a browse
exploded with
feature
rage.
view. If someone views
Yeah.
our channel
He threw
through
a
something
flammable
like that,
object
it's
at
mostly
me.
a function of subscribers. The more subscribers you have, the more
deadly
browse
weapon.
feature views you are going to get. There's another one which
I don't know,
is
dude.
called
I've been having kind of a hard time
suggested
sleeping
videos,
recently. I feel like
which
I
are those
might
videos that
watch this
YouTube
guy's channel
suggests
more.
alongside on desktop
feel
or
it.
below.
Oh, no,
on
he's
mobile.
great.
His
The
dulcet
David
tones are
Pakman's
kind of doing the
And
trick
this is
on
a
me right now.
hugely variable.
He's
source of
dreamy, though,
views,
isn't
and
he?
it is dependent.
Look at
on
these
YouTube's
enablers in chat
algorithmic
saying Ben's
priorities.
fighting back
Our
from Billy's
portion of
abuse.
views that come
Wow.
from
I'm
the
about to
suggested
torch
video
Guys,
feed
listen. I'm
has
sorry. I'm gonna have
declined
to
by about.
pause really quick. I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe from Patreon. The tension going on in this stream right now.
That's cute.
Is
I'll tell
really
you what,
too much.
I was literally about to shoot flames at Billy the Fridge.
Yeah.
Did you see like the fear in his eyes?
He's
for a
over here
second
making a fucking flamethrower. He's making a
Making a
flamethrower.
fucking flamethrower, kid.
Yeah, it's against the fucking
Let's keep
law.
going. Let's keep going.
It's against the law, Ben.
Back in September, about 33% of our views.
It's against the
were
law.
coming
It's a
from the
graph.
Suggested view,
It's a graph.
suggested
Ben's afraid of
features,
graphs.
A sort of umbrella. That number has
Well,
dropped
if you would
from
listen
33%
to the educational
under
song,
17%.
maybe you would know exactly what.
And I'll explain to you why this is such a big
Ben
deal.
doesn't want Trump
This
to
is
build a
about
wall
half
because the wall
of
looks
what
too
we were
much like a
once getting
graph.
from this algorithm, and this decline
Dude,
started.
no
right after
flamethrowers.
YouTube
That goes against the
announced that in
Geneva
an
Code.
effort to crack down on fake news, it will be doing more
The Geneva
backing, as they
Convention?
say, of what
Yeah.
they call authoritative
Ben's violating the
sources.
Geneva
And of course,
Convention.
what might be a
We're gonna get banned from the convention, guys. We'll get our press passes.
Yeah.
Appears to be absolutely crushing independent producers like
It's
us.
true.
This decline from
I'll tell you what, 4 years ago, channels that covered news independently kicked the shit out of CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and all of the major news channels. We were getting like 90% more views than they were. And now it's like that's all the recommendations you get now.
33% to 17%.
Like I saw what happened when this stream died earlier. Everyone with autoplay on got diverted to NBC.
Wow.
15% of our views coming from YouTube's suggested videos feed is a huge blow to our revenue because it represents a ton of views.
Yeah, in the early days of DP, we got recommended all the fucking time. Now I look at our recommendation numbers. Our numbers are bigger from other channels and shit now. There's no recommendation.
Yeah, and I'm in the same boat, man. My recommendation is like under 4%.
Yep.
In a lot of instances, it's out of control,
And that's
dude. And
huge.
like, I've had stuff recently where you could search the title of the video and it's not. It's just not fucking there, man.
See,
and you
so-
know, I mean, I know it's not just me. A lot of people have the same problem. Same old shit. Gets demonetized before it even gets finished uploading. You know what I mean? It doesn't appear, or they'll restrict how many views are counted. Like I routinely will see more likes than views for the first couple of hours. You know, the Bell people got it first and hit like, but it didn't count everybody's view that first couple hours. I don't know. This ain't the platform for me long term, man. I'm a fucking real ghost. I got shit to do out there in the world, and YouTube's holding me down.
What's your preferred platform? Is it Snapchat?
Yeah. No, I'm a TikTok guy. There we go.
Yeah, because he likes to send ghost dick pics.
Snapchat's logo
I got
is a
one.
ghost.
3.5
Want me to send
million
you one? I'll
views in
send you a
December.
ghost dick
Not on
pic
the entire
right now.
channel.
Let me get one with a big
from the
old
suggested video
ectoplasm
feed,
shot.
Okay. In June, we'll be lucky to get 1.5 million views from the suggested video.
Yeah, look at this drop. It is pretty huge.
That's a 2 million view shortfall. Okay. That's a huge revenue shortfall. Now I have to be careful because my understanding is that YouTube's terms and conditions say I can't give you specific revenue numbers, so I'm not going to. But losing 2 million views because of changes to YouTube's algorithm is a lot more money than most people in the audience would guess. Okay, let me put it that way.
fucking
And
God,
in the
Ghastly.
meantime, although
It's true, though.
YouTube is
that
claiming
is
that
a
they're putting in
ghost
place
dick.
a better, more efficient system to make sure the videos.
Did he post his ghost dick? I don't want to see it.
He posts a ghost peen.
Yeah. I'm not. Nope. I'm not
That is
looking
a
at that.
big old donger.
You get ads playing on them. Look at what happened yesterday.
Nasty
We had a
motherfucker.
video
He could use that as a fucking billy club to beat off.
Whoa, I don't want to hear
Get
anymore.
90,000 views in the first 4 hours. This is in the top 1% of our videos by getting 90,000 views.
Yeah, most of our videos get that lovely yellow dollar sign.
Views in just the first 4 hours. This was a video about Donald Trump's interview with George Stephanopoulos, where they talked about Donald Trump's finances, and the video was instantly demonetized, as you can see from the yellow $sign on the screen. Monetized videos have a green $sign. There is nothing not brand safe in this video. We appealed the decision. We're told that those decisions should be reviewed within an hour, and it was not reviewed for about 14 hours until such time that the video had 110,000 views. It has now been remonetized, but we lost the revenue on 110.
Yes, you don't. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like this video, I would have to leave it down for almost a day and hope we get the green light and then post it. I don't feel like it's worth making you guys wait. And that's why I don't do that.
I do the same, man. You could do everything to private and just try to wait and go through that cycle. But fuck, man. Then, you know, you just get your shit backed up.
George, in the chat, you can be bored with this all you want. This is why YouTube's going to shit, and you won't have anything good to watch eventually. George. Sorry, buddy.
No, fuck that.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm Team George. I'm gonna do a little dance for George.
Don't do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. His ASMR voice
bored if I'm dancing?
For
sure.
Over this,
It's
I have
important
no control over any of what's going on here. Channels like ours are uniquely positioned to be the most damaged from these algorithmic changes, and I'll explain what I mean by that. The big corporate news channels, CNN,
Can't be bored
whoever,
from a dance.
they have huge ad revenue outside of YouTube, and YouTube is favoring them anyway, so they're fine. Really small channels don't depend on YouTube to fund ongoing multi-employee operations. They're fine. We, who are in the top 1.5% of YouTube, but not in the top 0.1%, we are the people who will most suffer. So what can we do? I've said it before and I'll say it again. We've got to separate funding from advertising. That's it, okay? We have direct support set up on our website where we get 98% of every payment, okay? We pay a 2% payment processing fee. 98% of the contributions through membership on our website go directly to funding the show. We're looking at launching channels in other languages with our content dubbed in very high quality to reach people who don't speak
Very
English.
high quality.
We've started paying.
David Pacman grew up in Argentina, actually.
For the subtitling and closed captioning of our channel already. We produce and give the show to 200 non-commercial radio and TV stations. All of that stuff costs money, and under 1% of our audience funds us directly through membership right now. If we can get to 2% of our audience funding us directly, we laugh about these YouTube issues. We'll be in great shape. If we can get to 3% of our audience funding us directly, we would be absolutely crushing it. So this has to be a wake-up call, okay? We've got to support the shows that we value directly if we can afford to do so.
Ben,
if you,
I don't think that barbecue's coming.
Yeah, apparently not. So if you paid for it, you should ask for a refund because it never came here.
They'll probably
Was
refund.
it PT Ham?
Yeah.
Yeah, ask for a refund because we never got it, and it should have showed up like an hour ago.
can't, that's okay.
Should've been a while,
I'm still
yeah.
doing the show for you, okay? I don't need your last dollar, but if you're used to buying one of those
He sounds like me now. I love
lattes or
this.
two a month, consider going to www.joinpacman.com and saying, I can
David
afford $3
Pacman
a
doesn't
month.
need your last dollar, but we do.
We
Give
need
us
your bat.
last
Like,
dollar.
I don't even need your bat.
Give
or,
us the
your
last dollar you have.
No, I don't even need that. If you don't have a dollar to spend, there's a link in the description. Download the
If you
Brave
don't have-
browser. Send me your bats. That's what I need. Your bats.
Bats.
If
Just
you don't
watch the
have a
show
dollar to
with the
spend,
Brave
get a dollar
browser.
to spend and give it to us.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, vote for Andrew Yang so you get $1,000 a month and then give us half of that. It's Yang
Give
money.
us a
It's
dollar a
free.
day.
Give us half of that. Excuse me, I shouldn't have burped
That's
right
a
in the
hell of a
microphone.
plan.
That's your payment plan. $1 a day for $1,000 days.
For just 30 cents a day, you could feed a starving Fridge.
Who could feed a starving manatee some mac and cheese?
How much does it actually cost to feed you, though?
To feed me?
Chipotle's way more expensive.
Dude, Chipotle is top dollar.
It's gross.
It's delicious.
How much are you spending at a Chipotle for a Chipotle visit? What do
I'll
you
be right
think?
back.
About $10.
Yeah,
15
that's
if
not-
you're feeling
Spend
lucky.
$10.
Right.
Get
not
myself
bad.
a salad. Get myself a little salad, low carb. Wow, Ben's like gross. He's over here sucking down fucking chicken, filet, fish, dog dick sandwiches and stuff. Comes in here with a stack of pizza that's all bread and a little bit of fucking pasta sauce on top of it. Call my fucking
That's right. I
fresh.
said I want an extra thick hand tossed pizza, light on sauce, light on cheese, no toppings, and
Bread only.
Throw in some
Yeah.
breadsticks. Basically, is what we're after.
He's over
You
here
throw in
eating.
some breadsticks. That's the pizza.
He's over
yeah,
here
as
eating
the
fucking
topping. I want to
chicken.
replace the Italian sausage
fish
with
stick.
breadstick.
Yeah, he's eating fucking chicken fillet of fish sandwiches and fish sticks and fucking box pizza and shit. He's eating fucking. He's eating fucking DiGiorno's. Calling my delicious non-GMO guacamole from Chipotle a fucking gross food.
So that's why you buy the fucking like Domino's breadsticks, because it's just a pizza. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. Stuffed fucking breadsticks. Yeah, of course. That's what we call a pizza.
I'm just eating a salad, man. I'm trying to lose weight over here. I'm just trying to lose some fucking
That's right.
weight. Not everybody can
Trying
have
to
a
get
chicken
you
fillet of
covered
fish
up.
fucking griddled dick sandwich. Son of
Get
a
it down to
bitch.
98% of your wheelchair covered, man.
Yeah, exactly. I used to not even be able to fucking fit in this wheelchair. I had to spread my butt cheeks across the arms of the chair. I had to spread my butt cheeks, sit down, flossing my butthole with one of the chair arms. That was
shit.
bulbously huge. Mouthy Mama with that 99 cent. Hey, grazie per
Ayo.
la freebie. Very, very nice. Qdoba is better. Anybody who says Qdoba is better, like, I question you.
Actually, never had Qdoba.
Here's the thing. The
I don't
Qdoba
think they
meat
have that here. I've never heard
tastes
of it.
more processed. And the Qdoba guacamole tastes more processed. The thing about Chipotle is they cut that shit up right in front of you. They mash that guac right in front of you. That's all super fresh ingredients. That's all. That's all.
I mean, how fresh are we talking about, though? Did they go and pick it up today? Has it been on a truck for a week? Was it frozen and came in? I mean, I know they're cutting it now, but it's not like they got a fucking orchard out behind the store, you know?
I mean, it's pretty fresh. They're cutting it in front
Fresh
of us.
within reason, I guess.
Yeah, like I feel like Qdoba's comes in a bag. I feel like they got that in a bag and they just squeeze it out. Wow, I
Right,
look
it's
back
like
at
that- it's
Chipotle.
like that cake icing.
Qdoba's way
It's
better.
that
Dude,
little taper
I
thing.
feel like this. My name's Belly the Fridge. You don't know shit.
Wow,
You
I
don't
know
shit about anything. You don't know
I know
what
high
good
processed food
Man.
production, dude.
Somebody
I
get
know-
this guy some barbecue. He's starting to get all hopped
Yeah.
up over
He's
there.
starting to get a little.
Ben's
He's jonesing for that
hangry.
BBQ.
This motherfucker.
Qdoba
does not know
guac
what
is
the
made
fuck he's
every
talking
day,
about.
is it?
Yes.
I don't know. The Qdoba guac doesn't taste.
Oh yeah, listen
that
to it.
good to
Listen
me.
to it. It's all going to be anecdotal with Billy. Like it'll all be anecdotal. It'll all support what he likes better.
Yeah, that's what
That's
my
what you
opinion
do.
should be, right?
Well, what
No.
the fuck other
No,
kind of
no,
food
your opinion
research
should
is there?
not
Are
be-
you looking at
my
focus
opinion
fucking
shouldn't be
food
what I like
results?
better.
No.
Like,
shouldn't be-
4
what
out of
should my
5
opinion be
doctors
then,
prefer
It should be
Chipotle.
based
No.
on actual facts, not
The
just
fact is, I
your
think
anecdotal
Chipotle
bullshit.
guacamole is better than Qdoba guacamole.
But you're like, I feel like it just comes in a bag. I feel this
Yeah,
way.
when I eat that
just
shit, it
feel
feels like
it.
it's over processed.
You haven't eaten shit.
Oh wow,
Fucking liar.
Wow, Ben's angry. Ben throws things at me.
Now it's you mad, bro.
I mean, who threw stuff at who today? Yeah, Ben can't. Ben has no legs to stand on. He just throws stuff at me. Ben throws.
That's because
temper
he's. I was gonna
tantrums.
say that's because he's sitting.
Because Ben can't verbalize his ideas like I
You're
can.
just sitting there, Burn. I don't know why I'm suddenly flashing back to the fucking. I'm flashing back to the first spin to you spew, where like I'm just gonna see fucking Ben in Billy's carriage just slam with a fucking bucket. Just
Alamo.
Fuck.
All
Gulf
right.
Citizen
If-
says Fright Power avocados are disgusting. Period.
If we
Fright power to
can,
you.
if we can reach 50%, I will jump
bet.
off of this couch and leg drop Billy the Fridge.
Why do I get
I
hurt
bet.
all the time? This
I'll
is
add. I'll sweeten the pot a little bit if you want.
All right, guys, you heard what he said.
Are you gonna take it in the
this
booty?
motherfucking lab drop? You got to go to their Streamlabs right now and make it happen. I want to see this leg drop live and in person.
I got some more last dab. If you want me to add on to the pot sweetening, or in this case, the pot
You
spice.
gotta turn your camera on.
Fuck. I'll figure that out, but that's only if we hit it.
If you hit that,
we hit it.
50%, which isn't
Ravenous Ben just donated $5.
Yeah, see, that's what we need.
Thank you, Rav.
So Billy, you got to lay on the floor and take my leg drop.
I don't know about that. You're not union.
You're not a worker, Ben.
Can't fucking trust you, dude.
That's not union.
When you shook my hand, you squeezed it too hard.
Yeah.
I noticed that, by the way. Since we're talking about that, I noticed.
That's how I know I've never shook your hand.
When I went to, now that you mentioned it, when I went to wrestling school, they
wrestlers
really
always
made it,
shake.
They
soft.
made it a fucking point. You better shake everyone's hand in this fucking school.
But no, in pro wrestling, you shake soft though.
Carl just donated $5
Yeah,
bala.
they want to see it so bad. They want to.
I say fuck that shit, man. I got really tired of dudes shaking my hand with that soft handshake. Like, man, it ain't the 80s, dude. Shake my hand like
Just
a
do a
grown
man's handshake.
That's why they're
all
in
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I never do the worker handshake, but I have little friends that will like do it to me. and
I'm more
like,
afraid of breaking my tailbone than hurting Billy the Fridge doing a leg drop. off
because
the
Ben
couch.
doesn't care about me because he's a narcissist psychopath.
No.
Kekromancer says,
why-
missed the show. We'll watch the VOD. $2 drive home. Grazie. Kekromancer.
How do you fucking get the wide shot so we can see you actually coming off the top?
Oh, we
to
got
hit the
this
leg drop,
covered.
dude?
I got this covered.
Oh yeah,
We got all
Nice.
kinds of tripods.
If Ben
and
can do
cameras and
one
shit.
thing, it's
I mean, you heard him,
Set up
guys. Go
cameras.
to, I assume it's streamlabs.com/drunkenpeasants right now. Make it
Yes.
happen, man. You got it.
Streamlabs.com/drunkenpeasants. Am I right, guys?
right.
The slab.
I don't know why my laugh suddenly went to like Jabba the Hutt there, but that's just kind of how I imagine Brett Keane laughs at points.
Unagi is sort of like fishy chicken. It breaks apart similar to salmon.
Oh,
but with a
dude,
less
Magog
film
is in
consistency.
the chat now.
Oh, Magoo!
Magog
Thank
of
you, Magog.
Morsker.
$1 each. That's
What
all
up,
you get
Magoo?
from Magog.
We need Magog back again. It's been forever.
It's been so long. Too long. $2 worth of crack. Can I get $2 worth of crack?
A $1 for the.
If we hit $1,000, I'll do shooting star press.
No, you won't.
Okay, Billy
Neck
Kidman.
be damned, dude.
You're gonna do a fucking Billy Kidman shooting star
I don't
press. You're gonna fucking
understand.
break the fucking computer.
I don't understand
break
why
my
I'm.
neck before
I don't
I break
understand why
anything.
I'm having Ben jump off something onto me. This is
Well,
not happening.
dude, when you can do the Bam Bam Bigelow moonsault, then it'll
It's
be
time,
you
it's
jumping
time,
off the
it's
I'll do a
Vader.
I'll do a 450 fucking splash. Actually, I
Oh,
can't do that
shit.
anymore.
No.
I used to weigh 450 pounds, so any splash was a 450 splash.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
Gonna be oh my god.
I want Billy to leg drop Ben. Exactly, mouthy mama. Exactly.
You wanna like
Just
I
got
should leg drop you.
You gotta
I'm
do
the one
both.
with
Like one of
training.
you leg drops and then the other one.
I'm the one with training. I know how to do it without killing you.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
say the obvious right now.
What's that?
Come on.
What? I'm a well-oiled. Oh no! Wow, Ben had to mute that because it was so wrong. He said
Yeah,
the person
I
with
didn't hear
training
that.
should be
I don't know
taking
what
the
just
move,
happened.
not giving it. That's
Oh.
not true at all.
Huh?
You're throwing all your weight down on me.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're gonna break my orbital bone. I know exactly.
Where's your orbital bone?
So it's the part you're gonna break.
Where's your orbital
It's the
bone?
fucking. Okay, I won't say it. He's got a fucking answer.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't want to die.
Where is it, Billy?
I already showed you. I showed you on the doll.
No.
The
I
orbital
missed that.
bone is right here.
Oh.
You're right. You're right.
Leg drop
That's
is
my
going.
orbital bone.
That's not where the leg drop goes.
That's what you think, but you're drunk and high, and boom, all
my
out of
God.
nowhere, you land ass first on my face and break my beautiful face.
Okay.
Don't go
It's
ass over
beautiful.
tea kettle.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, then aim easy, man. Look to leg drop the chest. You know, give it a little bit of a V-sit. One leg on the chest, one way above the head. Give him some clearance. Show him your nuts when you're coming down. You know what I mean?
You would hope that would happen. You would hope. But when little Billy's the one laying there against
It's
the
gonna
world,
be so beautiful.
it's not. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Everyone wants it so bad.
It's not happening.
Everybody wants it.
Just lay there and hold still.
No. That's exactly what you say when you're gonna get non-consensual sex out of your wife. It's not happening.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Non-consensual sex out of your wife. You say just lay there and stay still. That's what you say when you're gonna have non-consensual sex with your wife. With your
Are you
wife.
comparing a non-consensual leg drop to non-consensual sex with your wife? Are you the wife in this scenario?
Yes. I'm not just gonna lay there and take
Billy
it.
the wife.
This is feminism in action, dude.
Take it.
I'm not gonna lay there and take it.
No.
Then I'll lay there and take it. Whatever.
I mean, you got to do your duty, wifey the fridge. You got to
No,
lay
I
there and get
don't.
fucking leg drops.
I'm not doing that. This is unsafe.
Do you know how many
working
leg
conditions.
drops I've
How many leg drops have you given?
I've given one to eat. I've given 5 total off of that couch.
To who? A lot of people?
To other people that have been on this show that I've hosted with in the past.
Where are the videos?
I don't know, dude. They're out there.
I want to see one. Someone send me a clip. I need a gift.
Dude, it's too hard.
I don't trust it.
I will say, normally that was a carpeted floor and not this kind of floor.
Then trying to break my orbital bone.
Your orbital bone? I wasn't even going to aim for your face at all.
Well, that's a little bit of a relief, but now my arm's going to get broken. Jeez.
Okay, camel
I mean, if
clutch?
I had to guess, I'd say Ben's got the soft, creamy fucking alabaster thighs going on right there. So you probably got a good couple inches of sinkage there, so you don't get your nose broken and shit. What you got to worry about is that coccyx coming into contact with
Worry
your
about my
mandible.
coccyx.
I don't want that coccyx coming into
right.
contact with my
I want that
epidural.
coccyx.
This is the truth, though. Ben would be more likely to hurt himself than hurt me, but I still don't want to risk him hurting me.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows how.
I don't want it.
Gonna break his fucking tailbone if he even hits it wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's trying to keep kayfabe, but he doesn't even realize it.
I just don't want him to hurt me.
Okay.
Especially for your fucking...
A leg drop is one of, like, the least...
All right, well, what about something where nobody
hurtful
takes a
legs.
bump? You know what I mean? Couple of big knife edge chops, man, lay it
Oh,
in,
I've done
you
that
know?
so many times. I actually hurt
yeah.
my hand. I never even told you
Yeah.
about this. Like, eventually, like, these 2 fingers were sore for, like, 2 months after I gave you all those chops.
The last time Ben chopped me was on his birthday
It
at
was
the Anthony
hard as
Fantano
fuck.
show. And he chopped
my
me
God.
at the Anthony Fantano show, and he kept chopping me. And so I just fucking gave him one chop back, and he hasn't chopped me ever since.
I don't remember
Because
that.
you were pretty wasted.
Did you give him the big
I was
hander?
on peels.
The fucking
You were
pie
on
face?
peels. No, because he was like drunk chopping me in the crowd, waiting for Fantano to come on. And I was like, I was like, okay, fuck it. Well, this is not on camera. Nobody's watching. You're chopping me for no reason other than you're drunk. So I just clapped him one time, right to the chest.
Ow!
And
then he realized.
Yeah, then Ben never chopped me again since then.
He took a big breath in.
I had to get through.
Dude,
I had to get through to you, Ben. That was the only way. The chop back.
I understand. I felt this chops before. Like I've been chopped before. It's the worst. The fucking worst.
Oh, but it's the best. It's the best. Handing them out is the best, though. You know, so you got to take the good with the bad, man.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, then give him the leg drop. So chop him in the chest 5-6 times. Go back and forth. Give him the Booker T. Go chop.
Give him some of those
punch,
good old
chop,
Minoru Suzuki
punch.
chops.
Minoru
Kitchen sink.
Suzuki.
Lay him out in the middle. Drop
Or
back.
Fucking. No, Walter chops.
Float
is
over
where
when he
wanna
pops
go.
up. Stop and chop.
like, where would you even jump from the couch to the floor here? Yeah. Huh.
Oh, you're gonna fuck yourself
Oh, he's
up. Did
planning
you say
this out,
you were
dude.
late 30s?
Yeah.
This is not a good idea.
There's not a lot of room in here. I'd pack up my laptop. I wouldn't want that out when Ben's jumping off shit.
Oh,
there's gonna be damage to this equipment.
Wait,
dude.
Ben, you need to do no. Fuck that.
No.
Fuck the leg drop.
It's
Swanton
just
bomb.
falling.
Maybe.
Dude, tie a pillow to butt cheeks.
We need a swanton bomb.
That's
what we
that's the biggest worry.
Wow. Do you see John Foomaster in here trying to guilt me into doing something I don't want to do? And there was thinking Billy was a sweet boy. That's you can't guilt me into being taken advantage of. That's not a sweet boy thing to do, John
Butt
Foomaster.
humped all the time.
And I'm
That's not a
sorry, a
sweet boy
swanton
thing to
bomb would
do.
be really dope for the show.
Billy pull a Booker T. You want me to spend a rooney?
Spend the rooney.
Spend the rooney?
Fridge Rooney.
A fridgeroni.
I would like the King Booker gimmick.
Booker T.
Can I do a people's elbow?
A people's elbow?
Where I like run
Why
to
do you
one
just
side,
wanna
bounce
hurt
off, run to
me?
the other side. Dude, do you realize I could totally not hurt you at all doing a people's elbow?
It's not fair. You're always picking on little Billy. You're always hurting little Billy. All I ever wanted to do.
You leg drop me instead.
All I ever wanted to do was be here and have a good time and have fun with my
The
friends.
funny thing is about Billy being like, I don't know how you could jump off that table and not destroy everything in this room. Indicates to me that if he jumped off of the couch, he would fucking destroy this whole table.
Yeah,
and
there'd be fallout everywhere.
Dude, I mean,
there's
as
no
long
way
as
that
you
would
get a
happen
good
with me.
shot
I
of
would
it, totally
fall
worth
like
it.
literally like hop, bloop, like that.
Bloop. I would have a bloop.
I'd probably like sneak my leg in for a second.
Does Billy not understand that wrestling moves don't hurt?
Right.
Brian D. Boyd, you're crazy.
They fucking hurt sometimes.
You're crazy.
I mean, they do. This is not a ring though. This is a hard floor, so I'd
No, of
probably
course.
like fake it.
Let's remember the biggest concern here isn't
Damn it! I
Billy
would have
getting
faked
fucking
it. Are you
dropped.
guys? Come on. Okay, now
It's the
I'm
guy
admitting
taking
it.
a bump.
I would have faked it. 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 No one would have got hurt because it would have been totally fake. I would have
not
faked
true.
it and acted like I fell.
It's not true.
Like, okay.
He would have
yeah,
pretended
sure, no, it's
to
gonna be a
jump off
pain.
the couch, dude.
Yeah, if we get the goal tonight, Ben will pick me up like Hulk Hogan did to Andre the Giant and
Oh, shit.
slam me onto his hernias.
I would
Dude, that's
lightly
legit. I'll
fall
do
off
that
the
next
couch and somewhat use my leg to fall slower onto Billy the Fridge.
Mouthy
thus-
Mama knows. Billy's a good boy. Don't hurt
Oh
him.
my God.
Thank you, Mouthy Mama. I'm a good boy. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No, Ben obviously was going to give me a full force leg drop and break my neck. He was obviously going to break my neck for a few measly bucks.
What was the other thing I was going to break?
My orbital bone. Yeah.
Okay.
You were going to displace my orbital bone.
The weight of my chicken legs would have just crushed the fuck out of your entire head.
I was going to have to walk around with Undertaker's mask from the mid-90s
I always
when he
wondered
broke
how
his
a
orbital
leg
bone.
drop was even a move, let alone a finishing move. Because when you fall and your butt hits the ground first, your leg does no damage whatsoever.
You were just looking at it from the wrong angle,
am I
sir.
breaking kayfabe now, you piece of shit?
You're killing the business, man.
You think Hulk Hogan could have beat Andre if her leg drops weren't effective? I want to be pegged by Tusley Gabbard, says Egghead.
Tusley.
Damn it, Egghead.
Oh my God, Egghead, no.
admitted a lot of
Egghead,
like
stop.
gay stuff to me the other night too.
Really?
Egghead, send in another Streamlabs telling me about all the shit you admitted.
Mike says, Billy, do that move that
use
Rikishi
the
used to
word
do on
Tuz.
Ben. If we hit
Stink face?
If we hit the goal, can I stink face you?
Oh God. Holy shit, no.
We have like a sectional
No,
or corner
even
cow
Rikishi
stuff.
had like
I'll pull
the
my-
sumo diaper.
I'll give myself.
I'll give myself
I'll give myself a wedgie with my underwears, just so you got like full on like
How long for like
stink face? Like
2 seconds.
Just like
Let's
on
say- let's say
TV,
4
2-3
seconds.
seconds, man.
Let's say 2 to 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
It has to
5
be.
seconds.
Put it
has
in,
to
and
be-
you got to work it
I'll
like
tell
he
you
does
what.
on the fucking show.
Twice the goal, and I'll do it.
Oh, so $1,600?
Yes.
If we get to $1,600 this week or tonight.
No, tonight. Like right now.
Oh, okay.
If we could get
We're gonna
to
need some,
$1,600, I will sit in the corner as if it's the corner of the ring. And I'll set up a camera on a tripod where you can see like the side of my face. And then we could see your bare ass smash my head.
Not bare ass.
Into the
We'll get banned.
I mean,
we're gonna have my wedgied butt, my booty cheeks wedgied up. Can you taste it yet, Ben? Can you taste it on description
I
alone?
feel like you can.
He's gonna throw up. He's gonna puke.
Egghead wants a stink face.
No.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Good guess.
Ben's like, there was that one night.
My price is not rock bottom for something like that.
There was that one night I
better
joked
be
about
reaping some serious benefits.
There was the one night that I rock bottom, my bottom, in your mouth.
I was gonna break my ass bone so Billy could feel a feather land on him. Basically.
Wow, Ben, the way you say that makes it sound like I wasn't putting my life at risk for a few measly bucks.
You weren't putting your life at risk.
I was putting my life at risk.
I'll tell you what, though. I used to do kind of like you did to your sister, only you actually injured her.
A pile driver?
I don't like where this is going.
He did a pile driver to his younger sister. I had a younger brother, and I used to do wrestling moves to him. But I realized the one move that actually hurt the fuck out of him was the Lex Luger torture rack.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Dude.
That shit. God.
I put him up, I did it, like he was half my size. I put him in a fucking Lex Luger torture rack and shook him around for like 4 seconds, and he was screaming like it
I thought you were about to...
I mean,
I thought you were about to be like, oh, I put him in a burning hammer. So like, fuck, no.
No. I was like, holy shit, never do this again. That move actually fucks people up. The Lex Luger torture rack.
That's why he's the total package, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah. We've had David Packman up here for too long.
Yeah, you've been pause game on Pac-Man for a while. You want to watch cartoon?
Pac-Man.
Oh, Ben, I got something I gotta send you. I don't know if you've seen it. Because we were on the topic of wrestling.
If you think Egghead is secretly gay, say 1 in the chat.
If you've contractually promised not to make fun of Egghead, do not put 1 in the chat.
Yeah, put 0 in the chat. If you don't think Egghead is gay, put 1 in the chat.
I don't find that funny.
If you think he's gay, put 1 in the chat. If you think
Twitter.
he's straight, also put 1 in the chat.
Yeah.
And this guy just does all of this shit. And it's terrible.
Is he a midget?
He has dwarf-like qualities.
What's up, little guy?
Yes,
You need to just watch because this is his whole channel. He's a quote-unquote stuntman.
He does pro wrestling shit, though.
Loosely.
This is terrible.
Loosely.
All right.
It's bad.
Yeah, super invitation today. I went to a fuck onto like.
Oh no!
Down with the clown, insane clown posse.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home.
Look at him though. Look at his little legs and shit.
Yeah, he is all torso.
Yes, he is. Wait for it.
Oh shit!
Fuck
Serious
this
than a
shit!
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
This is Peter Stinklage.
There's one where he knocks himself out. Hold on, I'll find that one for you.
Oh my
It's so good. And every indie wrestler is like, we need him at Joey Janela's Spring Break 4.
They said that?
Yeah, fucking. They were like, everyone's talking about it. Like, this needs to happen.
Yeah.
I would love it if he got there. It would be the greatest thing in the world. Let's see.
I like how in the little description for that video it says, front flip onto light tubes, WWE Jeff Hardy style, because he so clearly was imitating Jeff Hardy with that little half a little flip there on the two tubes, man.
What do you mean secretly?
Here it is. This is fucking
Pooter Stinklage. Young Peter.
There you go.
All right, let's see.
Mwah!
Oh my God.
What is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac.
Let me think for a second. What? He gets butt naked and then he walks down the street winking at freaks.
Sabu your mama through a coffee table.
This is Supreme Teacher. Today I'll be jumping onto this microwave. This is for juggalos and
Wow,
juggalettes.
Microwave? No, this is not a good idea. Oh shit! There goes the shirt.
Take off his shirt.
Oh no!
Oh! He's done. He's out. He's out cold.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, that sucks.
You're done, son. You're done.
Yeah. That's how you get fucked up, son.
He could have like permanent spinal injury from that.
I mean, come
Look
on.
at his
He's
face.
got permanent
He's
something
thinking about
before
his
he did
insurance
it.
deductible right now.
I don't think
Listen,
he
all
is.
I just need him versus Nick Gage for the GCW title. That's it. Give me that, and I'll be super happy.
Mm.
Oh,
So
fuck's sake!
does he have multiple
We see
videos
instant
of him
replay
doing
on
this?
that butt chance?
Say that again.
Yes, he does.
We see
Let's
instant
see
replay
another.
on
Let's
that.
see another one.
Oh, yeah, hang on a sec. That's his whole Twitter account.
Hold on, I'll grab one. I see a whole bunch of them here.
Because this is.
He does it. He
is
does
the
a
other one
front
doing
flip
it
onto
to
a
fridge?
cactus.
What?
Yeah,
Front flip onto a cactus?
it's a small cactus, but it's like
It's a succulent.
He doesn't
he
do
knocks
one onto a
himself out
fridge,
on that
does
one
he?
too. I
Today
think.
I'm gonna do a full flip onto power branches. This is
Kinda
for
like
juggalos
that
and
Asian
juggalos.
guy
Do not try
that
this at
pulls
home, and I hope you like it.
tablecloths.
Whoop, whoop.
Nipples.
Whoop whoop.
Dude, you're.
Oh my fucking god! Oh!
Oh.
I hope you like it.
This fucking guy.
This is Super Huge Show. Today I'm gonna be jumping onto toy cars and Legos. This is for
Oh
juggalos.
no! Stepping on them is terrible.
Is this guy watching right now? Does he want to come on?
We should get him. You should get him on.
Is he? I think he's watching right now. Which one of you guys is this?
That wasn't that bad.
Why?
Well, he stomped on
Dude,
Matchbox cars.
Stepping on Legos is terrible.
No, it
Here's
is,
another
but
one.
like
Here's
he didn't.
another
He
one.
tried to coup de grace on it. Okay.
Super Human T-shirt. Today I'm gonna do a full flip onto thumbtacks. This is for juggalos and juggalos. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it.
This is for juggalos.
He's taking
and juggalettes.
requests.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, he didn't.
You missed,
He didn't
Corky.
hit all.
This is Super Human T-shirt. Today I might get hit in the back with 2 light tubes. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I
This is
hope
for
you
all the
like it.
juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home.
Do it, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is Super Human T-shirt. Today I'm gonna do a full flip onto Legos.
Oh, this is
for
fucking great.
juggalos
What
and
did you say?
juggalettes.
What?
Don't try this at
Supreme
home, I
what?
hope you like it.
Juggalos and juggalettes.
Fuck
like-
this shit!
Oh man.
I love his little catchphrase. Is "fuck this shit."
You know,
This is Super
if he does that off the bottom rope at spring break,
the crowd's
gonna pop.
I will love it.
Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop.
whoop, whoop.
Oh, hang on. I gotta
Fuck
find.
this shit!
Oh, that's horrible TV. Look how thick it is.
Oh, that was a good one.
He didn't take his shirt off for that.
Are his
This is
Twitter
Super
threads
Show
all
today.
just
I'm
like
jumping onto toy
much clown
cars,
love and
Legos,
all that
and light
adds
tubes.
all the
This
way
is for
down to
juggalos
loving
and
it?
juggalettes.
He
Don't
power
try
bombs
this at home. I hope you
motherfuckers in the
like
phone
it.
tag.
Whoop, whoop.
After this, watch the last video.
This shit! This is Super Human T-shirt. Today I'll be jumping onto thumbtacks, toy
This is the
cars, and
world's
mouse
next
traps.
Mick
This is
Foley
for
man
juggalos
cave.
and juggalettes.
He needs to do
Don't
it.
try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Woot woot.
Fuck this shit!
It doesn't get old.
Flush into the mouse trap.
Fuck
That's
this shit!
fucking crazy.
Oh,
He's dead.
for real.
no.
Oh man.
Oh, what's his Twitter? I'm gonna follow him right now.
Superhuman.
Superhuman.
Superhuman with 2 M's.
With 2 N's. Super
M's, yeah.
Superhuman.
Anyway, so and then the one I posted in the Skype chat, Joey Janela paid tribute to him.
Oh, what's up? I'm following this guy right now.
This is Superhuman T-shirt that we jumping onto Cactus Toy Cars. This is for Juggalos and Juggalettes. So try this
I mean,
out.
he's
I
got
hope you like
his
it.
fucking pattern down for sure.
Fuck this shit!
Oh,
my fucking good! This is Superhuman T-shirt.
There's so many of them.
This toaster. This
Yeah.
is for Juggalos and Juggalettes.
You're welcome,
so try
Ben.
This at home and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Fuck this shit! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
Dude, he crushed the fuck out of that thing. Do you think he's selling or he's really hurt?
He's probably
This is
really
Superhuman
hurt.
T-shirt that we
That
jumping onto
toaster
like
hurt for
to
sure.
Mouse traps. This is for Juggalos and Juggalettes. So try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck
psyched
this
up,
shit!
dude.
He's selling. That's selling. That is selling.
This is
The like
Yeah.
holding your rib like that.
Unless you
Yeah,
really
that
fucked
one
up
was
his
a
rib.
sell for sure.
This is Superhuman T-shirt that we
I
jumping
think
onto
the light tubes
This is
don't
for
really hurt too
Juggalos
much on the
and
break. You get
Juggalettes.
little
So try
touches.
this at home. I hope you like it.
Some of them is probably alright, but that toaster, shit, I don't know, man.
Fuck this shit! All the Fuck!
Yeah, that probably hurt on the elbow there, man.
Oh, dude, look at this one.
This is Superhuman T-shirt that we jumping onto Bob Wire.
Hold on. It sucks that he doesn't announce what he's gonna do because I feel like him saying the word wheelbarrow would be the funniest shit.
Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow.
I think he does.
No, he does not say it, does he? Oh my god, if he, I want to hear him say wheelbarrow so bad.
Wheelbarrow with the barbed wire.
For Juggalos and Juggalettes. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so fucking brutal here.
It's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Fuck this
Oh
shit!
no, the flip.
Oh,
he's in it.
fucking god!
I think it's hitting the wheelbarrow. That probably hurts more than the barbed wire. even, you know?
but it all hurts.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Maybe this kid's got some like weird, I'm not trying to like put him in a box necessarily, but like, what if he's got a weird neuropathy thing and his pain threshold is
jumping onto by wire. This is
different
for
than the average human?
Juggalettes
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Juggalettes.
Maybe.
But I think
He just said,
did he
Less
just say
nerve
wheelbarrow?
sensation or
he
something.
said barbed wire. I wish he would have said wheelbarrow.
There's a lot of these. Here's another one.
This is Superhuman T-shirt today with your full flip onto barbed wire. This is for Juggalos and Juggalettes. So try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Fuck this shit!
Oh, dude, he was stuck.
He was
Yeah,
genuinely stuck.
yeah.
Yeah, I still think the Janela thing afterwards was the fucking best.
You got
This
a
is
Janela
Superhuman
clip?
T-shirt today.
No!
Yeah, it's in
Stop this,
Skype
Ben!
chat.
Stop this! I will not watch this. We will not watch
Why?
this, dude.
Cut
He's
up
got
Coke
fucking Coke cans cut in half. We're not gonna watch this. This is not
gonna be the
Wait,
slice.
hold on. He jumped through barbed wire, light tubes, and cement blocks. This is the line.
Yes, we're not
That's a
watching
real
him.
cut.
This is the absolute line right
No.
now.
Don't try this at home. I hope you like it.
No, we're not watching this.
Fuck this
Oh, no.
shit!
Yeah. Dude, you know what would be a really bad one? A broken ceramic pot. That ceramic gets them little sharp edges, dude. That cut the shit out of you.
What the fuck?
Dude, that was pretty bad.
This
That
is
was really
rough.
bad.
I've had this barbed wire one on loop on my other monitor.
Here's a ceramic.
Mugs. This is for Juggalos.
Oh.
Ceramic
and
coffee
Juggalettes.
mugs.
Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. I wish he would have said wheelbarrow.
Fuck this shit! Oh my god!
Either that's selling or that really fucking hurt.
Do you think we can get this guy to debate Corpse Midget on literally anything?
There's one where he does.
Yes, please.
He does the CM Punk style elbow drop onto the microwave, and
he knocks himself out.
The microwave was pretty bad.
Yeah.
The microwave and the toaster, I think, were the worst ones so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's most of what I found on his Twitter.
If we were to commission a jump video from him, what would we have him jump into?
A flaming
Hold up.
pit
I'm seeing one
of
on his Twitter where he
alligators.
rides a scooter into a bush.
Oh, yeah,
What?
he's got a couple of things that aren't jumping into things. He has things where it's like NFL tackle. Where it's like running into brick wall, NFL tackle.
Would we get him to like elbow drop a steaming pot of mac and cheese?
Please.
What would be the best?
I might be drinking hot sauce and running into this gate. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, he's drinking hot sauce.
Is that
What
the
kind of
hot
hot sauce
sauce?
is it, though?
Where's the hot ones? I don't know. I could be wrong.
That's that last dab, man. Okay.
Here we
You
go
forgot to lose the
again.
shirt. Let me do it again.
Here we go again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event tonight is Dork Midget.
I need some milk.
Corpse Midget
I need some
versus
milk.
Dork Midget.
I need some milk.
What?
This is Whoop Midget. I don't know what to call him. What's a good?
This is Supreme T-shirt today. I'm gonna be
Midget's
drinking
pretty
hot
good.
sauce and running into this trash can. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Maybe this
What
guy.
am I doing with my life right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Waiting to watch this clue disappear.
Oh, that one hurt.
Fucking shit.
Come on, you tenacious little pug.
Oh, dude, that is brutal as fuck.
Hey, bro.
I need milk. Is it chalky milk?
Yes, Chuck.
This little man that got chalky milk. Yes, Oscar
Oh,
the
he went all the
Grouchin
way in.
on him.
Holy shit, dude. My world has changed forever.
Look, we all knew one day that we would meet God. We tried to deny
We
it.
met him.
This is
Yeah.
Supreme T-shirt today. I'm
We
gonna
tried
be
to
wearing my
deny it
scooter
as
to that
atheists
bush.
as long
This
as
is for
possible.
juggalos and juggalettes.
Juggalos
Shout out to
and
Slim
juggalettes.
and Rick.
Clear disappear.
Whoop whoop.
Fucking this cloud disappear.
This clue disappear. Yeah, we got to get him a Drunken
Oh, I thought he was
Peasants.
going in right there.
Get him a Ben and Billy T-shirt.
Oh, that's real recognizes real. Fuck.
Yeah.
That was.
Get him a Ben and
Oh.
Billy T-shirt and make him jump into a pile of Ben and Billy mugs.
There you go.
That's actually a solid idea.
Let's do it.
This is Superhuman T-shirt today. I'm gonna be drinking hot sauce and running to the wall. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. He gagged on that. He didn't drink it. He throated it.
Oh God. Yeah.
He's a tenacious little pug.
Yeah.
Ow!
I tell you what, I would not want to meet this kid in the dark alley. He's tough.
Dude.
Oh, dude, I would.
You're like, give
I
me your
would
money, and that's
I
when
would-
you realize you're fucked.
I would take a
he's that
sadistic
coordinated,
pleasure.
but shit, you'd have to punch him 63 times to
I'd-
knock him down.
I'd
man.
hit him 64 times. Once I got him
Yeah.
down, I hit him one more time just for fucking
is,
telling
is
the
it
daddy
just
is.
like some people can just take a fucking beating?
Yeah.
And like, I think some people have been successful in boxing and MMA because of that. Like
Yeah.
that one guy, Chuck Wepner, the dude that fought Muhammad Ali and like wasn't supposed to even last the first round, but went to like split decision against Muhammad Ali. Where Muhammad Ali toyed with this dude, but this dude just took everything Muhammad Ali had and fucking like rocked him like a bunch of times.
Should we start an internet superhero team? Call it the House of Tards and get this guy on?
Can we get Phoenix Jones back on the
No, 'cause
streets?
we need to get people
Dude,
who-
what happened to Phoenix Jones? We need him.
He's not having a good time.
We need him on the
He doesn't want to
streets.
fight crime anymore. I'm talking. We get all these. We start our own whack pack, but
Dude,
have him
he could
like
be the
Avengers.
Professor X.
Dude, I can't believe Phoenix Jones doesn't want to fight crime anymore.
Professor R, man.
Chocolates and chocolates.
My heart is broken.
He's done, man.
Is he really done forever?
I don't know for now. Damn. It's a thankless job.
It is
you can get a
job. Dude, the cops
That's
hated
the point,
him.
man. The job is its own thank you.
Dude,
No
we
need to
had
thank
a
me,
real
sir.
superhero. We had a real-life superhero in Seattle named Phoenix Jones.
Was it one of the guys that was in that documentary? Because that name sounds familiar, man. I feel like
I think
don't
so.
know. There was one where it was like a guy named Master Legend and a dude that was named I can't goddamn remember now. But like there's a handful of guys out there that try to be real superheroes in whatever city they live in.
I
That's
feel like
crazy,
Phoenix
It
man.
was
Jones-
here. We had a whole fucking like crowd of them here.
I feel like Phoenix Jones versus Alex Jones would be an awesome fight.
Phoenix
That
Jones
would be a
whooped
that would
the
be a
shit
tail
out
to
of
I
take.
feel like it
Alex
would be
Jones.
great. I feel like Alex Jones is one of those guys that could take a beating.
No.
You don't think so?
Not from Phoenix Jones.
But I feel like he could
Not
take.
from a
real
dude
man.
that much
And
younger.
he's
and,
coming.
like, and
I feel like he's
tougher.
gonna come in coked up,
Oh
not
my
feeling
God,
anything.
Dude, you saw Phoenix Jones beat the shit out of that dude. That was like
Alex Jones got super male vitality.
That was what is that? The what's the rule? It was the rule of combat or whatever.
mutual combat.
Phoenix Jones is an MMA
Mutual
fighter, yeah.
combat.
I've known Phoenix Jones since he was 12 years old. Like
we've
Yeah.
watched the video here before.
he's an old friend.
Where some guy called Phoenix Jones the N-word, so Phoenix Jones was like, "I'll beat your ass," and then the cop showed up and he was like, "I'm gonna do the mutual combat rule," and the cop was
And he
like,
gets
"All
his
right,
ass
I'll
beat.
just." And the cop is like the referee, basically, who
Huh.
steps in when it's over and like doesn't let one person kill the other person.
Yeah, of course.
And then the guy Phoenix Jones beat up tried to call quits because his legs got taken out early because Phoenix Jones just like kicked the shit out of his legs like as hard as he could multiple times.
So
and
we're,
then Phoenix Jones planted like the knockout blow on the guy.
we're gonna message this guy and get him to be a guest on the show, right?
Who?
Superhuman.
This
Please
guy?
do.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
I mean,
ask
if
the
you don't,
hard-hitting
I will,
questions.
man.
I want to
That's
be like, what
gotta
made
get
you get
Superhuman on
into
the
this
show.
line of work? When are you going to be
I don't
booked for
want to be
Joey Janela's
responsible
spring
for
break?
his death.
What? We're just gonna get him
I
on
don't
the
want to be
show.
responsible for him doing some crazy shit for us that he ends up breaking
all
his
he's gonna
back.
all he's gonna do is give his commentary on
I mean, for him
news
to do it
and
on his own
videos.
accord and I laugh at it, that's one thing, but I don't want this guy in a wheelchair because he was trying to impress
not
me.
a wheelchair, a wheelbarrow.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
dude. That's the first question Billy's gonna ask. He's like, "I can please say
yeah, superhuman.
wheelbarrow."
Can you
I
say
can't say it
wheelbarrow
anymore.
for me?
God damn it.
Superhuman, could you say wheelbarrow? Dude, I think he should be a guest. I think he should be. Dare I say he could take Wallace's spot,
You could fly him out for this, and it could be the greatest episode.
and you can give him a fucking leg drop.
There you go, man.
Superhuman.
Damn.
Whoop powers activated. I wonder where this guy's from.
I feel like he's from the south.
Midwest. I'm gonna guess the Midwest.
I'm
man.
looking
I
at
wouldn't
the
be surprised if it was
backyard.
like Philadelphia.
Hold on. I'm looking at the backyard and
Find
the
out.
trees. I want to say, I kind of want to say, I'll say North Carolina.
He has video services. Ah,
Video
One is a
services?
bunch of shit. I
I'm
think.
trying to find his Twitter. I'm not getting it. Florida.
I
Looks
have it
swampy.
here. It's
Superhuman with 2 M's.
It's at Superhuman 1234.
With 2 O's or 2 M's?
2 M's at Superhuman Man 1234.
Super hum man.
Hummer Man.
Okay.
Him with his weird shit. God,
He's
this
got-
show's gone on forever.
He's got 32,000 followers.
That's a lot of juggalos.
He's a
It's church for the juggalos and juggalettes.
he's 20.
I want to be like Hannibal Monty. You wanted to know who listens to ICP since I know you
I'm
did that
gonna
episode.
follow him.
He was
This
on
is who listens to
Tosh.0.
ICP.
He
Yeah,
was.
Dude, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
man, if you have him on the show, call me. You know?
I would absolutely love to talk to this man.
I got
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh my
I
God,
at least want to watch the damn
Conrad and Scott Hall both follow this guy.
Yeah.
Conrad Thompson is the co-host of several popular wrestling podcasts, and he's the son-in-law of Ric Flair.
Tom Segura follows him.
Of course. I imagine a bunch of indie wrestlers have
A
to
lot of
follow him at
comedians.
this
Burt
point.
Kreischer.
Fucking yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome, man.
We're fucking boomers, dude. We're way too late to this party.
Yeah, way late
Burt
for sure.
Kreischer's on the fucking dole. We still got to reach out. Say, please come be on our show, God. We love you and respect you.
God.
God,
yeah. I'm no longer an atheist. I believe in fucking superhuman.
I'm gonna make sure Hannibal and Monty see this because they gotta see the wonder of fucking superhuman.
For real.
Oh,
We're gonna have Alex Jones versus Phoenix Jones as the main event, and the undercard's gonna be Corpse Midget versus Superhuman.
Fuck yes, that's a great
So,
card.
all right, for all of you $10 plus patrons, subscribe stars, or members of this channel, we will not be doing a post show tonight, but we will be doing an extra special post show in Portland for people that
sounds amazingly special.
And there's also a super special Ben and Billy Road Trip Edition on our way back from Portland. And all of you who are $10 plus patrons, you're going to get the vlog of us at the Jimmy Dore show in Portland also. Don't miss that shit. What the fuck?
This guy follows McJuggernuggets. I'm looking at the people he follows. He follows Billie Eilish. Nice.
Follows ICP, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Joey Janela got the follow. This guy's definitely getting booked.
If he doesn't get booked, if he's not on spring break or any of the final Janela bookings, I will be so upset.
He follows Michael Kid Behind a Camera. That makes me think he's in like the Philadelphia, New Jersey area. I don't know. Maybe he just happens to follow those guys because he's fans. Interesting.
We need
Really is a
this to
wannabe
happen.
Gen Zer. Deal with it.
Yeah, you know what? You hit the nail right on the fucking head, too. Dude so desperately wants to be relevant. But guess what, guys? He's still playing Pokemon Go.
Who?
You.
It's a good game.
Nope. You've even admitted Harry Potter, far superior game. And
I
I'm
didn't
playing
say
Harry
that.
Potter like all the cool kids are.
I didn't say it was far superior. I just said it looks really cool.
You said it looked way better. Than
It looked way better.
It is way better.
No, because you got to play with fucking muggles and snitches and stuff. I'm over here dropping fucking Stardust on
What does that
Snorlax.
even mean?
I don't fucking know. I don't play that game.
I know you don't.
I don't play that fucking game.
It's because you're a boomer piece of shit.
I don't play.
That's
Dude, I can't believe they didn't give you your barbecue. If I were you, I'd riot.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, shit.
I'm gonna put my my Harry Potter Wizards Unite code out there.
You're asking for trouble, dude.
I mean, I've already put it out there,
Oh my
but not
God.
on
You're
the
playing
stream.
a dangerous game, Ben.
You're playing a danger game.
What is it?
Danger game.
So my code.
It's Danger Game.
Danger Gamer.
That's the password.
Hey, Ghastly,
Danger Gamer.
John Ghastly, thank you for hanging with us this entire fucking time. Holy shit.
No
You've been
problem.
on for like 4
Yeah,
hours.
I just realized a few minutes ago we were getting pretty long. I didn't notice.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
Okay,
why are you guys,
I'm fucking up for a while, so I'm like,
why are you
fine
guys,
with
why are
just
you guys
hanging
still
out.
here?
Because we
So
love you.
there's my Harry Potter Wizards Unite code. It's right there
Oh my gosh.
in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see how many I can get. Let's see if I can fill my entire
Oh my gosh.
friend list.
With
Download the
juggalos
game.
and juggalettes.
I have 9 friends right now out of 200 total.
But how many juggalos and juggalettes do you have?
You know what? You can go on a castle raid with me because that's fucking awesome in
Is
this
it?
game. Yes, because you take on a few different people that you fight during a castle raid, and your aim, dude, it's way more complex than just throwing a ball at something. You know, you have to like trace the like magic pattern. Yeah, all right. Let's see if anybody added me in the last few seconds.
Ben's a fucking wizard. You're a hairy
Yeah, it's
wizard.
all fucking wizard to me, man. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, but you have to choose which house you join, and I'm Slytherin. So
You know what house I'd join?
Gryffindor.
Corey in the house.
Oh, Hillary in the house.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hillary in the house.
Top 10 anime.
Hillary in the White House.
Hillary in the dead memes. Hillary in the dead memes. I know real magic. I can astral project to your location while you sleep and suck up all your delicious sexual energy. Thank you,
not
Wear
creepy.
Squatch. Thank you, Wear Squatch, for not doing that to me.
I'm looking at this fucking image just of Superhuman right now. He looks like he's just questioning
If
life
Billy
choices.
was Hufflepuff, he would just do it as a contrarian. Who the fuck likes Hufflepuff?
I don't even know.
Even like at least Ravenclaw sounds cool.
I've never even
But
done...
Gryffindor and Slytherin are the two main ones. And if you were like me, I always liked Cobra better than G.I. Joe. I always liked the Decepticons better than the Autobots. And I always
you were a dark side of the Force kid, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yes, dark side
You were
of the
a
Force.
dark side
I
of
like
the
Darth
Force.
Vader. He was my favorite Star Wars character.
No wonder you hate John Cena.
Well, yes, in wrestling, I always like the heels better than the faces. Well, actually, no. The first WrestleMania I ever remember seeing was WrestleMania 4, and it's my favorite, which a lot of people actually don't like it. But it was the first one I remember seeing, and it was when Randy Savage won the title. So, like, to me, that was like Randy Savage was like the coolest wrestler. And you know, when you're a little kid, a year seems like an eternity, right? When you're like 5, 6, 7 years old, a year just fucking seems like an eternity. So for like that year, where like I'm finally like remembering things. I'm like 4, 5, 6 years old. I don't remember exactly how old I was in that range. So
I think
like,
that was me for can't remember which Mania exactly
mad.
it was, but I remember the match.
I never thought Hogan was right, though. I thought Hogan was a creepy weirdo, trying to fucking form a wedge between Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. So I never liked that shit. I thought it was dumb, and I was hoping Macho Man was gonna. You know what?
It really was the heel move for Hogan to do that. You know what I mean?
And they,
That's not very face-like.
Right. And they, you know what? They could have made it where Macho, no one had ever kicked out of the flying elbow before.
Right.
So they could have done it where like he hit Hogan with the elbow and Hogan kicked out. And that was the first time ever that's ever happened. They could have made a huge deal about it. But no, what do? They have Macho Man give Hogan like 4 elbows in a row and then have Hogan kick out of that. Like the first elbow didn't even matter at all.
Well, you just bury Savage. Because at that point,
Why
Hogan's so
bury
fucking
someone
over. You
so
don't need
over?
him.
Dude,
Right.
dude, they took someone who was like legitimately like so over and just crushed him because Hogan was there. That's such garbage. And then after Hogan was gone, he picked up the slack again for that fucking company. And then they
Most
made him an
definitely.
announcer. And do you believe that shit, Billy?
Oh, shit, yeah, I remember that.
Did you like
watch-
rumors? Do you believe the Savage Stephanie rumors?
If he
I
did, she was like
don't.
14 at the time, right?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. She would have been like between 14 and 17, maybe.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, did you happen to watch Dark Side of the Ring?
No.
Did you watch that?
No.
Because the first episode is Match Made in Heaven, and it's
Oh yes,
and it's about-
yes. I have watched
and
that.
they completely do not talk about that at all. Like they just said, nope, we're not talking about the Stephanie thing. Fuck that. But no, they do go very in depth on everything for the most part, except for that, obviously. It's funny that it's just, I find it funny because you were just like that you're talking about this now because I was like just watching that last night.
I think it's just a rumor. I don't think there's any real evidence for it at all.
I do think that if you rearrange the letters in Stephanie McMahon, it spells out the macho penis.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
really?
true.
That's one excellent anagram, man.
Secret code.
You're saying anagram. I'm saying anal. Analgram.
Hi-yo, analgram.
Analgram.
There's no L in that whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no L, but there's a D in it.
Oh my God.
That one's worth a rim shot, but
well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're just about 4 hours into this spectacular 24-hour show.
Holy hell.
Are we doing one of those?
No.
I'm ready.
Dude,
Let's go,
hang
Billy.
on, if you want to
Just
reach
like last
that
time.
goal and get
Billy called it just like last time. We're going all night, guys.
If you don't mind me stepping in, if you guys want to stay live so you can reach that stink face goal, that's be my guest.
Oh my
just
People want that so bad.
Yeah, we're only 4 hours into our 72-hour show.
Oh my God.
We're leaving town.
Yeah.
In less time than that.
We're leaving this room in less than 4 minutes. You guys check out Ghastly. Check out John Page. Anything else you guys want to say?
Yeah, man. You can subscribe to my live shit at youtube.com/Fright Supremacy. Make sure to catch me Saturday night at 8/7 Central for the Fright Power Hour. And you can watch my cartoon series at youtube.com/Golf City. You guys mind if I put the links in the chat?
I think it will work.
Go ahead.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, yeah, I'm not wrenched. Nope. It said it won't let me.
denied. And I was just going to say, if you guys know where to find me, there's probably a link somewhere, but it's youtube.com/DeSmarty, Twitch TV/John Page. I do shit wherever, so like you can find me at those places, mostly Twitter as well. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for having me on. It's always fun being on the Peasants.
We love to have you on, and hopefully we get both of you back soon.
Yeah, appreciate it, fellas. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll try and figure out the camera so we don't have to go perfect dark for the
Dude, I
Ghastly.
feel like we were on such a roll the first 15 minutes, and then NBC had problems and we had problems, and it just fucked us all up, you know?
Yeah.
It was
that deep lore, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.